Hey, and welcome to this 2,000 point Warhammer 40k live battle report where we see the Adepta Sororitas versus the Death Guard. Now, I'm Stephen from Vanguard Tactics, and this is Liam from the Deployment Zone. How you doing, Liam?
Scared.
Very scared.
I'm scared.
Now, we've obviously just finished actually playing at the Factorum GT.
We did this weekend.
Which I had a great time. Did you?
It was alright.
It was alright.
It was amazing. It was excellent. It was really good fun.
So we thought we'd show you our lists tonight, exactly as they are.
This is why I'm scared. Where did you come, Steve?
Second. Yeah. Where did you come?
8th.
Well, it's only 6 places in between.
I know, yeah, it's not that far.
Yeah.
There's only 9 people playing, so.
Just us 6. No. It was a GT. It was a grand tournament. And yeah, we had a fantastic showing from everybody, actually. And everybody in this room played.
That's right.
Everybody. Now, a quick introduction to everybody that is in this room. We've got Jake, VT Jake on the deck. You played the Grey Knights. How did you get on?
I did all right. That cam's not on though. They just quickly turn that on.
Now it's on.
We did all right. I did all right. I went 4-1, and I only lost to big swinger over there, Mr. Steve.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a brutal game.
I heard he cheated.
Never. No, he didn't. And then, yeah, so that was good. Finished 5th with the Grey Knights. So that was good fun.
And,
Yeah.
we've also got, there's an individual there next to Jake. Michael Costello. How you doing, Mike?
Yeah, great. Very excited for this game. I took the Talon to the GC.
And you got Best in Baneblade.
Best in Baneblade. For some reason, 3 Baneblades turned up.
Yeah.
But I had the best one.
You did. And Michael is one of our faction experts for Chaos Space Marines, Death Guard, and also Chaos Knights and Death Watch.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great to get Michael here to analyse our performance tonight. Are you ready?
He knows Death Guard better than I do. So.
Yeah, I mean, not most people do. Now, the other thing is we've also got Robbie here in the house, and the most famous fun in 40k. Now, Robbie took the Necrons. He's not mic'd up, so I'm going to have to talk for him, but he basically said in a really northern accent that he had a great time using his Necrons. And where did you come, Robbie?
16?
16th? Best performance from you, though, so far, wasn't it?
Ever, yeah. First 100.
Okay, nice, awesome. And then we've also got Daisy. Now, Daisy decided to join the event the day before.
Bold move.
Yeah. And she comes into the studio and Daisy goes, now Daisy's done my new course, or our new course that we've been working on called the 40k Basic Training.
Coming soon.
Okay. Now, I did a beta test with Daisy on this. And Daisy and also Emma and Helen and Nicole, we've been doing the basic training where I go over different phases of the game. So Daisy comes up and she goes, Steve, I'm going to play in this event tomorrow. I was like, all right, yeah, cool. She was like, can I borrow the Harlequins? I went, yeah, do you want me to write you a list? She went, no, I just want your list, the one that Jake used the other night. I was like, wow, that's a bold move. Anyway, turns out Daisy did a much better job than Jake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, Jake, where are you in the UK Grey Knight rankings?
Well, Liam, isn't that the question? I think I'm first.
It's first.
He's first.
The UK Grey Knights.
Not the Harlequins, though.
No.
No, not far. I think I'm sitting at below minus 100 on that one.
But anyway, Daisy, you won 2 games. Daisy went 2 and 3 in her first ever competition, and all I ever taught her was the movement phase.
Yeah.
And she actually said to me, Steve, it got to the end of the event, she went, Steve, not sure about the in-con, didn't get him in combat once.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, at least you can do well with a 300-point tax then. So honestly, Daisy absolutely smashed it. So yeah, well done, Daisy. Now, let's get on with this, shall we? I'm taking the Adepta Sororitas.
You are.
You've got the Death Guard, but there's one very important announcement that we're going to do before we kick off tonight. We said we had an announcement for you, and that is that this YouTube channel has now become a members account option. So you can become a member of the Vanguard Tactics community.
Like that.
You can literally do what?
3 clicks.
3 clicks and you can become a massive member. Now, what we've got is different tiered options for you. Now, at the moment, they're all the same.
Yeah.
They've just got fancy names, basically. It's for those people that would like to support us a little bit, continuing what we're doing on a regular basis. and then people can help a little bit more, which is all appreciated. Now, I'm going to try and find more and more ways to add to these things, but if we reach 100 people, hopefully tonight, 100 would be, literally, I'd be blown away. We are going to open up a Discord access for everybody here. That joins. That becomes either a lieutenant, which is the introductory rank that we've got, because obviously at Vanguard Tactics you become a commander on the academy, so we thought we'd go in with a lieutenant, or you can go in as a captain. Your preference, you could even become a High Lord if you really wanted to. But, you know, again, this is a great way to really support us continue what we're doing. Now, at 100 members, what we're going to be doing, and Jake, if you put up the bar, we've got a little bar there tonight, so we can see our progress towards our goal. Yeah, awesome. Now, as this bar completes, if we get to 100, we're going to open up a Discord channel for you, and Eddie is going to be managing that for you. So he'll always be available to answer any questions, create sit and watch parties for these tonight, maybe do some little competitions and some other bits. I may pop in there from time to time, answer some questions.
He'll finally be useful.
Yeah, Eddie, in his orange, you know...
We found a job for him.
Yeah, brilliance that he is. Will be the Discord manager. So that is why we've set that at 100. Then we've also bringing out some incredible personal emojis that you guys can also use, like your favourite, which is an orange wearing sunglasses. I wonder who that is.
Yeah, I'm excited for that emoji when that comes out.
Yeah. So again, it's just obviously so many of you have super chatted over the last few months, and we really appreciate it. We just thought we'd take it one next step further. If we hit 1,000 members, we will do a premium only live stream just like this once a month on a Thursday. So you get 2 streams a week. You'll still get your free one on a Tuesday, then you'll get one on a Thursday.
In Speedos?
I'm not committing to that.
Okay.
No, not yet.
I'm up for it.
Yeah, me too. One day. And then if we hit 2,000, we'll do 2 Thursdays. You can kind of see where this is going.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to struggle with 5,000 though. There's not 5 Thursdays in a month, Steve.
Oh, true. Yeah. Anyway,
we'll make it happen.
We'll have to make it work.
That's what we do.
We'll make something work. So anyway, guys, we'd really, really appreciate all of your support. It really helps us grow. Yes, Jake, you have a question.
You say that. We're already at 7 members.
7 members?
7 members. 2 captains. One being the handsome bearded one right there, and another one, the Mr. Jedi. So
Jedi's a legend as well.
Really appreciate it.
He's a hero.
So the more massive members we can get, the better.
All
right.
Members.
Now, we'll refer to this in the chat, but again, please do encourage your friends, family, everybody, just sign up. That'd be really great. Anyway, so also a massive thank you to all of our sponsors tonight. So we've got JW Wargaming, who help us with these mats, Foreground for this incredible terrain, Entoyment, who help us with all of our models, and for me, Entoyment are one of those people that if you want a really helpful service when you get your models on time and you want to see a live stock, then check out Entoyment for getting your models delivered to you. And also, probably should give the Factorum a bit of a shout out, shouldn't we? As obviously that is where we are here tonight in our studio. Now, is there any questions from the chat at the moment about anything I've said so far, Jakey?
No questions, Steve. I think it's a lot of the case of people just doing. As I said, I think we've had another member recently. Who do you think it is? If I had to tell you now, who do you think has just become a member of the channel?
Is it one of the 3 certain things in life?
Well, what are the 3 certain things in life, Liam?
Birth.
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah.
Robert Welsh.
And you are correct.
Yes.
What a hero.
Now, Robert
10
Welsh.
victory points.
Well done. You can have those. Robert Welsh actually became on our Kill Team stream. We actually made him Broodlord.
Did we?
Yeah, just there and then. He super chatted. I was like, right, you can be my Broodlord, and then just decided to decimate everybody.
Okay.
Anyway, it was great. But so obviously, Robert Welsh, thank you so much for all your support. It's a huge, huge honour.
And we've already hit 10 members.
Boom.
There we go.
A 10th of the way there already.
I'm one of your members, even though you're not one of mine, Steve.
It's a very give and take world here, Liam.
I am now your new nutrition and fitness coach.
You are, yeah. I'm not sure I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you've been well grumpy today. It's like Big Brother House, day 1. Liam's in the diary room.
That's quite a good accent for you.
First day of the diet.
It's
not gone well.
It's a bit of improv there from old Steve.
You know me and accents. I was Aussie the other night.
I've legitimately said to Jake, let's get this over in 2 turns so I can get to McDonald's and Steve won't know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, if you don't track it, I'll never know.
Anyway,
Yes.
should we talk about this mission?
Yeah, sure, it's retrieval. What? Yeah, Jay, pull it up.
It's up.
Okay, so retrieval mission, 6 objectives. Now, Liam, just to go over the rules of this game, you're going to get 10 points because your army's painted.
Okay.
You'll get 5 points in your command phase starting from turn 2. If you hold one objective, you'll get 5 points. If you happen to hold 2 of the objectives, you'll get another 5 points. And if you happen to hold more than me at that time, you'll get a further 5 points, up to a maximum of 15 per battle round. Got it?
I've got that so far.
That's going to be capped at 45 points. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't score 55 on the primary, only 45.
I don't think that's a risk.
Okay, now when it comes to secondaries, each of us are going to pick 3. Each of those are worth up to 15 points maximum. And you've gone for, we'll cover that in a minute. But anyway, so as you can see, we've got plenty of ruins on the table tonight. We've got a bit of dense, we've got a bit of difficult ground, we've got some containers. Oh, we've got all the terrain going on here.
Very pretty.
It's awesome on this jungle mission. Do you want to come up with some sort of narrative story?
No.
Cool. Anyway, so the armies, Jake, if you would like to bring up army number 1, which I believe is mine.
Yes, it is, Steve.
Always
It's up.
puts himself in first place, isn't he?
Don't know what you mean, mate. Right, Steve.
Just alphabetical, mate. Adepta Sororitas.
Oh,
Then
Steve, Liam. Okay.
I went armies, you went names, whatever. Anyway, so in this 2,000 point list, you can check out the description below and click the link and have a read for yourself. But what we do have is Morvian Val is the supreme commander of this bloody Rose army, okay? And Morvian Val, the supreme commander, she has to be the warlord, okay? So she's got the warlord trait. We've then got Celestine in all her golden glory, not to be confused with something else. Then we've also got a Canoness and a Palatine. Now I've given one of them the word of the Emperor, and the other one Rupturous Blows. All right? We've got 3 units of Battle Sisters. We've got a Hospitaller, which is a no force orc slot because I've got a Canoness. Okay? And then we've also got 2 units of Sacrosancts, a unit of 10, a unit of 8. We've got a Dog Martyr. We've got 2 units of 5 Repentia. We've then got 3 units of 5 Zephyrins. And then we've got 2 units of 5 Retributors, 3 with a multi-melter, 1 with a heavy flamer, and 2 beautiful little cherubs. Then we've also got 2 rhinos. That's the list. Check out the deets below in the description after you've become a massive member.
Massive members everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you meant by that, but I like the term.
You've really embraced that terminology, haven't you?
You said, can you put it in? I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds cool. Yeah, Jake.
Can you just quickly, because I've had a super chat regarding being a member.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I know we do the super chat to movement phase, but I thought it was just quite important. Can you just explain quickly again how you become a member of the channel?
Yeah, so all we do is 1 or 2 things. There is a link in the description which says become a massive member. You click that, and then you click what type you would like. So you can become a lieutenant, you can become a captain, you can become a major, although Eddie was really against that name, but we just powered through anyway, didn't we? Or you can become a High Lord. Now, each of those currently are all the exact same option. They just sound cooler than another. However, in the future, we are going to add more benefits to, obviously, the more expensive options, okay? Currently, we're waiting for Discord to allow us to integrate YouTube with Discord. So you will not get your Discord access just yet. Hopefully, it'll be a couple of days. And obviously, once we hit that 100 mark, we'll definitely get that on the case. And then Eddie will be involved with obviously keeping all that community, you know, and answering your questions and all that and being there for you basically. And all you do is you click that, or you can click join in our YouTube channel and, you know, just follow the links, pop in your credit card details, Bob's your uncle.
And we do have a ticket open with Discord, so it is coming, and we know it works because it works on my YouTube channel. Yeah. So it does definitely work. We're just waiting for Discord to fix that integration for us.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Happy, Jake?
All happy, and we're at 16 members already.
Good.
Amazing.
There we go. Right, Liam.
Shall we show the Stinky Boys?
They've been shown.
So I bought something, Steve, a little bit more impressive than a High Lord of Terror. I bought a Demon Primark. Yeah. So he is my Supreme Commander. Mortarion is in the list, and obviously he's the Warlord because he's in the Supreme Command Detachment. And you get to pick a specific Warlord trait from Mortarion from one of the 7 play companies. So we've gone for the droning. And basically what that means is everything in contagion range halves its movement at the start of your movement phase.
A little bit like your voice.
Yeah, the droning. Yeah. Slows you down.
It does.
It does. Then we have a battalion. And in the battalion, we have the standard 2 HQ choices. So we have a Malignant Plaguecaster and we have a Demon Prince. I should say the battalion is from the Mortarion's Anvil Plague Company, which means the Demon Prince has a Warlord trait and a relic, which means he rerolls all hits and wounds, and he shuts off rerolls for anything in contagion range as well.
Great.
Pretty good, yeah. The Warlord trait shuts off rerolls, and then the Relic gives him the rerolls. I'll pass them over to you. Then we have 3 units of troops. We have 5 Plague Marines with a Blight Launcher, and we have 2 units of 10 Poxwalkers, some nice, horrible, stinky zombies. And then in the Elite, we have a Foul Blight Spawn, and we've given him the Relic Revolting Stench Vats, which means he shuts off all benefits for charging.
Great.
Yes, I love that.
Great.
We also have 2 units of 3 Death Shroud. Then we have 2 Mephitic Blight Haulers in the 2 fast attack slots, and we have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers in the heavy support slots. And that is my 2,000 point list.
So secondaries.
Secondaries.
What have you gone for?
I have gone for Raise the Banners, which is a secondary I've never used before.
Yeah.
But I'm restricted as to what secondaries I can pick against this Sisters list.
Yeah.
I typically like to go for one of the psychic ones. Not a great idea with an army that can shut you down.
No.
We've gone for Raise the Banners. We've also gone for Engage on all fronts. Again, different to what I normally take. Normally go for Stranglehold with Death Guard, but it means pulling you off of objectives, and I don't want to pull you off.
No.
And then finally, we've gone for Grind them down, because
Yeah.
you've got lots of MSU, and I'm hoping, because I've got less units and tougher units, that I might have an opportunity to kill more than you do in the battle round, and therefore we've gone for Grind as well. That's my 3 secondaries.
Very nice. Well, I went for Engage on all fronts because getting Stranglehold against loads of Boxwalkers is going to be challenging anyway. And also, I've gone for... I really wanted to actually... Stranglehold would have been a much better pick. Anyway, we're gone with Engage. Then I've also gone for Assassinate.
You have?
Just because I didn't want to be boring.
Yeah.
Because I could have gone to the last, which I think is probably a standard pick with this list because it's built around it. But I thought, hey, let's get in
It's
amongst
a stream, right?
Let's get in amongst it. You know, we're here to have some fun, so I want to get aggressive, and I've gone for Assassinate. And then the other one I've gone for as well is Sacred Ground.
Yeah,
which is a sister-specific secondary because as much as I love rodding, I thought I'd go for something a little bit more sacred tonight. Yeah. And basically what I've got to do, this is a sisters-specific secondary. If I'm on an objective, I can do an action on it. If it's outside of my deployment zone, so there's currently 4 of those outside of my deployment zone, I will get a big 4 points if I make it sacred. Actually, there's 5 outside of my deployment zone if you include yours. And then if I do it at mine, I get just a 1 point. All right, so I hopefully get a nice solid 9. If I do well in the mission, maybe I get some more.
How's that secondary work? Is it achieved in your command phase, or is it achieved at the end of your turn?
Command phase, so I need to be alive for the whole turn.
Okay.
Problems. But anyway, let's show it off. It's good to... Now the live streams are a great time to actually practice this kind of stuff.
It is.
Because it wasn't something I was taking in the tournament. I was going for the rod.
Yes.
Going for the things I know.
I did the same at the tournament, but I didn't think I could get away with it against your sisters. In fact, when I played at the tournament, I played one of your academy students.
Will? Yeah.
I played his sisters, and I took them at the interrogation. That was a big mistake.
Yeah.
It was a big mistake.
Yeah.
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 Cool. Okay.
Right. So, Sacred Right time. I'm going to go for Exploding Sixes in combat.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
All right.
Should we see who goes first?
Let's do that.
Are you excited?
Not really.
You're not?
Cool. No, I'm well excited about this game actually, but I don't like Death Guard. It's actually one of my worst armies to play against. I'm on the red dice, you're on the blue dice.
Fancy metal blue dice.
Liam, this is the first time you and me have played.
On the VT stream?
On the VT stream,
We've played on the DZTV stream.
You said they didn't count because it's behind paywall.
It doesn't count because it's behind a paywall.
And was that because you lost that game?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, right, anyway, here we go. Liam, best of luck. I've rolled a 1. Cool.
Started strong, Steve. Big 5. Death Guard first turn.
Oh dear.
Yes. So that means we roll straight into my command phase.
Great.
So I go up a command point, Steve. And then normally all I do is pick a unit for rerolls for Matarian, but I don't feel like anything's going to be in range. I'm going to give it to Matarian himself at this stage. And then we're just going to start doing some movement, which means Jakey can jump to the top down, he can talk to the super chats, and I'll get on with it.
And we can, Michael can do the, tactics and stuff.
Right, I'm going to throw you guys muted. I'm going to put that on and that on. Right, Michael, before we talk tactics, there's quite a few things in the chat I need to address first off, and that is some super chats. So, the first one came in from Bugle Bat Raps. Evening, Jakey, our #1 Grey Knight player in the UK. Hero, looking forward to the game. Watched Liam versus Varak earlier today, and it was hilarious. So that's obviously very good. Thank you so much for that. VT Kylo, good luck, guys. Also, there is a lack of orange on the stream. Can we get one on? Maybe we can work on it. Maybe just get like a big orange face. Oh, hang on. Right, Eddie's here. Cool. So, right, Eddie, what do you think of all this? I didn't say anything. Right, and then obviously, I think as well, there are 3 things that are certain in life here, Steve, isn't there?
We've done this, Jake.
I'm muted already, Jake.
But it's also, not only did Robert Welsh become a member, you also put in a $20 super chat. Lieutenant Welsh has arrived. Just a quick Grey Knight question for you guys. Would you agree that currently the tide of convergence is one of, if not the best tides to use during matches? If not, what tide do you think is? Do you want to take this one, Steve, or do you want me to talk about it?
Well, you're the number 1 Grey Knight player.
Well, that I am. So, I do think the tide of convergence is obviously really good, which is the tide for everyone that doesn't know, the 6 is mortal wounds in combat, and the +6 inch on your side weapons. I've also found a really good use for the tide of clarity, which is basically you count your advance rolls and your charge rolls as one of 2 as a free. It just means you can get some good guaranteed charges in. What's your thoughts on that, Michael? What do you think?
It's interesting because clarity, it doesn't really seem like much. You read the other ones and clarity, just changing those, it actually makes a big difference because you're reducing like failure points, which you guys talk about a lot, and I really like that.
Yeah. What do you think, Eddie? Oh, no, nothing again. I think, the testament is just sort of echoed there. Obviously, when you need a 9-inch charge, let's say, and you roll, you essentially can roll 4 dice with that CP reroll for a charge, and all you need is 1 6. Yeah, so exactly. I think that really works out for you. But yeah, thank you so much, Robert Welsh. I hope that was informative. Jill, okay, Mr. Box, forgive me for being stupid. Oh, wait, we've done that one, but thank you very much for your super chat anyway. And also just thank you to all the members, captains, lieutenants, all of them. Thank you so much. I think if I pop up the stream, the members goals, we're on 20 members.
Amazing.
So we're 20% of the way there to our goal for this stream. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Right, Michael, the big elephant in the room, the game. Yeah. So what's your thoughts so far on this matchup? What do you think's gonna? What do you think of the secondary picks first off?
I think it's interesting because when you're looking at Hammer and Anvil, and you're looking at Engage, Stranglehold often means that you can just go for 1 quarter and you'll get 3 points compared to just 2 if you went for 1 quarter with Engage. And the issue is that, particularly for Liam, he's going to run out of units quite quickly, I think, in this matchup. Obviously, Steve's got plenty to throw about for the Engage points. But, that's my thoughts on there. So it really is a throw-up between Stranglehold and Engage.
Oh, 100%. I definitely think that that when it obviously comes to this match, especially after playing Steve's list on the stream, not on the stream, sorry, at the tournament, it really trades super, super well with just the small units it has in the army.
Absolutely.
So what would you sort of say? If you were Liam right now, what would you be sort of thinking with this first movement phase?
Well, the first thing I'd do, and I think it's really key to do this against sisters of all factions, is measure their threat ranges. You need to know how far they're going to be able to charge, particularly with those Repentia, because they are nasty. Repentia, to me, they're a golden unit. Yeah. Golden unit.
Would you argue that Repentia are better, or the Claw of the Desert Tigers better?
Well...
Now, I know that's a question that everyone wants to know. What is more deadly?
Obviously, the Claw of the Desert Tiger is deadly. And a huge shout out to anybody who actually knows what that relic is.
Ben, Jack, looking at you, buddy. Looking at you.
So during the Factorum event, I took the Talon. And it was a bit of fun. But I took the Claw of the Desert Tiger Power Sword relic on a company commander. And it's turned into quite a meme, so to speak.
What do you mean? This is a cult movement now. Yeah. I'm fully in on this claw.
We're trying to get it to show up in Stat Center. That's the plan.
Imagine. That would be amazing. Right. Enough of the greatest things happened for what we gave for a while. Right. So obviously, like I said on the matchup wise, obviously Adepta Sororitas, they're quite a good army at the moment, it's fair to say. Yeah. Especially with how, this is a list that also Steve's quite familiar with as well.
Absolutely.
Obviously playing 5 games with it over the weekend. What are sort of the standout things are you looking at in this Adepta Sororitas list? Like if you're looking at, obviously like you said, the Repentia are quite a big threat. What about in terms of the characters, all that sort of things? What are the sort of things that you think are really standout units in this army?
Well, if we start with the Repentia, I think something people underrate is there's a strat to fight on death with the Repentia, and they don't roll. They just do it. And what that means is you can put in one unit, and then you can put the Repentia into something else. And if you're happy to sacrifice the Repentia, it doesn't matter if the enemy interrupts. You're going to kill both units you go into.
And that you do, as I found out.
Yeah, it's really nasty. Another standout unit, obviously the Sacrosancts.
Oh.
Or the Sacrosanct.
Sarcroissant.
Just the bodyguard rule, the 2-up save. It's really, really strong. And if you want to play defensive, that's the great thing about Sisters, is you can play all sorts of games. If you want to play defensively, you could easily put some Sacrosancts behind a wall and a character in front.
Awesome.
And they can't shoot the character.
Well, yeah, that is obviously quite strong. Right. It looks like the guys at the table are done. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. Over to you.
Stick it back on top down for me, Jake.
I love the tactics, by the way, Michael was talking about. And you were saying, like, yeah, I haven't done any of that. Cool.
Eddie really approved of it as well.
Yeah.
That was actually the most value I think Eddie's ever brought to a channel, the show. So, Eddie, thank you very much for that content. Great.
So I haven't really worried about things like Sacrosanct threat range or Repentia threat range or that sort of stuff, simply because actually with things like Contagion, with Mortaring and my Demon Prince, I really actually want to be near you, because I want to be getting you in that Contagion range, I want to be slowing you down, I want to be turning off your rerolls. So I didn't worry about it, if I'm honest.
Do you want to get close to me?
Yes.
That's okay.
It's the only reason I'm stood up here, Steve.
I know.
It's the only reason. So what we did, Jake, we moved both units of 3 Death Shroud through the ruins onto these 2 objectives, threw up some banners straight away.
And that's because the Poxwalkers can't banner.
Because they can only do the Spread the Sickness action. It's
Yeah.
the only one they can do. And I didn't want to take Spread the Sickness because I could comfortably spread the sickness on 3 probably objectives, but I take mortal wounds, I get 9, but then I'm unlikely to spread the sickness on your objectives as well with the amount of units you've got with your Sacrosancts, etc. So we moved the Poxwalkers up in support, we advanced them just to shamble across and stick them on the objective. Idea being we're going to sit and swamp those objectives for a little while. We then rolled some advances on the Mephitic Blight Haulers. This one down here, right on my side of the table, you can just see my little yellow wand. He got a big advance, which means I'm going to get 2 points on engage in turn 1. The one over here, he only got a 2-inch advance. We tucked him into that obscuring ruin just to keep him a little bit safer, a little bit longer, because I'm hoping that I can move out in the next turn to continue to gain that advance from the Mephitic Blight Haulers, something they do really well. So, the Plague Burst Crawlers didn't move very much. We stuck noses out so we could shoot entropy cannons and get some use out of those entropy cannons, hopefully open up some rhinos. I'm supremely conscious that Steve can then disembark my side and come towards me, but I need grind as well, and rhinos could be easy grind points, potentially. And if I can open up one rhino, maybe I can also morph the Repentia with the other Plague Burst Crawler. We'll see. Yeah.
How dare you?
I know. The Plague Marines have stayed back here screening and also throwing a banner up. And then finally, Mortarion, the Prince, and the Foul Blightspawn. We deployed them centrally, not knowing where Steve's characters were going to go during deployment. And he split them up. He's put Morvian Val one side, Celestine the other. Controversially, I think Morvian Val will be easier to kill than Celestine.
Well, she doesn't stand back up for a start, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I was conscious about the fact that I could go towards Celestine and it would be harder for Morvian Val to respond. Yes, Jake?
Sorry, the stream is super laggy. Like, OBS is lagging out quite a lot.
What do you mean it's laggy?
Like, as in, like, it's super buffered and delayed.
Oh, thanks for that.
No, I'm just saying, like, as in, people were saying in the chat there's a lot of lag. So,
Is it?
what I'll do, I'll just put the starting up scene screen. I'll be right back.
Put the B right back.
We'll just be 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about this.
In what way? Right, we think we fixed this, Steve. Before I talk through it anymore, I'm going to give it 30 seconds just so the stream can tell us they're happy and that everything's nice and smooth again.
OBS is already much better, so
That's
I
good,
presume the stream...
But before I give them some of my tactical genius, Jake, we just need to make sure they can hear me. Yeah. And if they missed all of my current sort of movement phase, then and it all goes wrong, then it wasn't my fault because I had tactical genius, but they just missed it.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it works.
I think so.
There's too many massive members.
There's too many massive members in the stream, yeah.
You guys, you've broken it.
So what happens when me and you played, there was a technical difficulty. Do you remember? It's every time you and I are on camera. Can't handle it.
The people can't handle it, can they?
People can't handle it. No. Jakey, when the chat tell us they're happy, we will get on with this game. Because that McDonald's is calling my name.
No, it's not. You're going to track that.
I will track it.
You can have a McFlurry.
No. Why would I have a McFlurry? To be fair, I'm low on my protein today.
So chicken nuggets?
I've only had 20 box.
Chicken fillets. There you go.
Well, currently on YouTube, it hasn't said the Be Right Back screen's gone down.
But there's always a bit of a delay. Let's have a little look. I'll check it out on the old YouTube, you see.
Do you know how you can tell that I'm stressed? Jake, have you... Oh, you don't want to refresh the YouTube screen in case you lose the super chats.
Yeah.
Well, it just says be right back right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's been...
I think it's catching up from the lag.
Yeah.
It says minus 2 minutes 17. Does that mean it's...
That means, yeah, it's not...
There we go.
We're back in, Jakey, on Steve's phone.
Okay, good.
Yes, we're back in. We're back in action.
That's like Inception right there.
There we
People would have heard me on your microphone.
There we go.
Right, okay, chat. There's a little bit of a lag now. The stream is caught up. I'm going to continue talking through my movement phase. Steve, you happy?
Yeah, do you want to quickly recap? So, do you want to? Shall I?
You can if you want to. I'm happy to tell them how I've just won in turn 1.
Yeah, cool. You do that then.
Basically, chat, there are 3 banners up on these 3 objectives from the Death Shroud of the Plague Marines. We've put a Mephitic Blight Hauler in this Obscure Ruin to protect him because he didn't get a big enough advance for engage. This one did get a big enough advance for engage down here. We poke the Plague Burst callers out, just stuck a little nose out, just have a look at your rhinos. And I know you can disembark your Repentia towards me and then probably make a charge.
Because you're looking to get the grind.
I need to grind up on you, yeah. Yeah. And then finally what we did is we leapt Mortarion and the Demon Prince over this way. I had a choice to make, Celestine or Morvian Val. I think I can kill Morvian Val quicker than Celestine, should that be my choice. But equally, you've got to turn off Invulnerable Save down there, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't want to be anywhere near that. So I've avoided that.
Jake, do you want to get some of those close-up shots?
Yeah, so...
Have a little look at some of the action shots that we've got going on right now. Ooh. You know, that's what people are here for. They're here for the close-ups.
It's a spicy Primark.
Yeah, we need to probably move that camera a little bit around. Yeah, whose camera is that?
That's Daisy's.
That's Daisy's camera. Let's get that one round, I reckon, yeah. Get that on the sisters.
He's such a slave driver, such a harsh taskmaster, isn't he, Jake?
I know. We want to get the good angles, though. We want to get them close-ups.
You've seen what happens to Jake's wrist if he doesn't do as he's told.
Yes. How is the wrist?
Still a bit stiff.
No, the wrist. Oh. Right, that's my movement phase completed. That's me done. I've got 3 banners up.
You do?
I have. And we're going to move into...
Psychic phase.
The psychic phase. See, and we're going to start off with a cheeky miasma of pestilence on Mortarion.
Minus 1 to hit, yeah?
Are you ready for this?
Go on then. And well, it's an 11. It's good. It's a good strong
start. It's a good start, isn't it?
It's fine, because when I roll this 6, it's going to deny it.
He's only gone and denied it. Only gone and denied that already. Okay, that's fine though, Steve. You can have that. I'll let you have that.
Cool.
Because now we're going to cast a cheeky smite from him.
Go on then.
Another 11. Almost.
Sorry.
Almost.
Because when I roll this 6, it's just going to deny it.
This is what happened when I did mental interrogation at the weekend.
Can I have that dice back,
No,
please?
you can't. No, that's going over here. I'm not having that dice.
I find my 1 good dice.
So my Demon Prince, I mean, I'm going to stick Gift of Plagues on him just to increase his aura, just in case. But I don't feel like there's any point because he'll probably just stop it. Anyway, that's a fail.
Do you want to see?
I did it for you. No, I don't want to see your 6.
Oh, I nearly won it!
You can keep that one. And then we've got the Malignant Plague caster. And again, he's got Putrescent Vitality and he's got Curse of the Leper. I think we're going to pick the...
Sounds nasty, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I think we're going to pick a Death Shroud unit. We're going to come probably to this Death Shroud unit over here because they are protected by big, nasty characters. These guys are kind of on their open. Putrescent Vitality gives me +1 strength, +1 toughness. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So an incredibly strong psychic phase from the Death Guard.
Not strong. That was sarcasm, wasn't it?
What, you picked up on that?
Yeah.
Good, okay. Right. So now I'm going to go and sob. Now we're into the shooting phase, Steve. I've only got 2 units to shoot, really.
Yeah.
Because everything else is out of range, and my Mythic Blight Horde is advanced, so they can't shoot. So we're going to start off with this Plague Burst Crawler, I think.
Okay.
No.
No?
We're going to start off with
The other one.
that Plague Burst Crawler.
The other one, yeah?
He's going to fire his entropy cannons and his Plague Burst Mortar into your Rhino.
Okay.
So spell a CP.
So that one over there, to top down.
Yes.
Yeah. This one here is going to be shooting down the corridor through Mortarion into my Rhino, yeah?
We're going to spend a CP
Okay.
for something.
Yeah, what are you going to be spinning on?
I can't remember what it's called. Basically, it turns the Plague Burst Mortar into 3 damage instead of 2 damage. And if I successfully score a hit, everything within 3 inches suffers a mortal wound and a 4+.
You are joking me.
I am not.
Well,
I'm deadly serious.
I'm gonna match your CP with a CP, and I'm gonna smoke screen, so to become -1 to hit.
That's fine. We're still going to hit. Nope. In the tray. See, like that.
It's 2 hits.
Good CP, that. Well done.
Dice tray, Jakey.
They didn't see the double 4s. They're just
No.
going to have to trust me.
Yeah.
I'm a trustworthy person.
Yeah.
We wound you on 3s.
Okay.
There's 2 wounds, Steve.
Oh.
They're AP -4.
Don't worry, 6 is coming up. No, both go through.
So it's the HD 3+3 damage.
Oh dear.
That, sir,
Yeah.
is a total of 10 damage.
Well, it's 1 dead then.
Is it a dead Rhino?
Yeah.
I've wasted my 3 damage more though. oh no. Okay. Does he explode, Steve? You can do the mortal wounds for me.
Hopefully not. No.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it.
You saw it, yeah.
So, team, obviously the mortar now doesn't get to fire, but I did declare it at the Rhino, so I've wasted a CP and I won't do any splash damage with said mortar. But out gets Steve's Repentia.
Probably should have went with that first, shouldn't you?
I probably should have gone with that first in hindsight, yeah. But the entropy cannons at the weekend were hitting once, maybe wounding.
So I'm just going to stay outside of 12 inches from Mortarion's range of threats, okay?
No, don't do that.
And what's the range on this?
48.
Cool. So
You're going to struggle to stay out of range.
yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear.
That does get me a destroyed unit though, which is key, obviously, for grind.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place 1 model of my Retributors within 3 of the Hospitaller, so that I get a 6+ Feel No Pain. And then I'm also going to put 1 model within 9 inches of my Palatine, which gives me +1 invulnerable save. And obviously stay within 3 inches of that.
And their standard invulnerables are 6 up.
Yeah.
So that puts it to a 5 up. And that's really key, because that's Steve's unit of multi-melters. And I really want to take them out with my other mortar, simply because that's a big threat to Mortarion.
Yeah.
Because you're wounding him on 4s, clearly.
And I'm just making it so that when I move them 6 inches, I can get within double extra damage range of you, mate, okay?
Okay.
All right? Just
Cool.
to put a wee bit of pressure on.
Yeah, a little bit but don't you have to roll some dice once you get out as well?
Yeah, I do
So
actually.
then you could get 5-1, Steve, and you could be a dead...
And then I'm just going to put these Repentia just on the line as well, so that basically they can get just there like that.
Okay.
Just like that.
Just
Outside of your 12 inches. Now what I might do is again put 1 model within 9 to get them onto a 5 up invulnerable save as well.
Oh.
Okay, but they already get a 5+ Feel No Pain, so anything more is a bit extra. So here we go then. Hopefully no models are removed at this point in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Good counting, good counting. I'm impressed. It's got better over the last few weeks. Ooh, Stephen, there's 2 dead models there.
All right, no problem. I'll just take 2 Repentia off. You know, them and their t-shirts. It's just not enough. I painted these rhinos yesterday.
So how many Repentia are left now, Steve?
3.
So at this point, I wonder if the mortar's better spent with D6 shots taking the Repentia out to kill 2 units for grind.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do with the other mortar. D6 shots, and the entropy cannons can see your other rhino. We're going to do that again as well.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully open a second one up.
Okay.
D6 shots from the mortar for a big 5.
Oh dear.
And I get to hit you on 3s.
Oh dear, yeah.
That wasn't so good. 3 hits there.
Yeah.
But your toughness 3, so I'm 2s to wound, and it's a plague weapon. So I will re-roll the 1s. That's 3 saves required, please, sir.
I've saved 2 so far. Oh, what was going to be a clean sweep? Damage?
It's 2 damage.
2 5s coming up then to save the last one. No, 1 dead.
1 more dies. And then we're going to go down the route of entropying your rhino again.
Whoa.
Hitting you on 3s this time because there's no smoke screen. That's 2 hits.
Strong, mate.
Wounding you on 3s again.
Yeah.
That's 1 wound. I'm going to use a CP to re-roll that one.
Greedy. That's cocked.
It is perfectly cocked. That's 2 wounds. AP -4.
So I need a 6.
You do.
Oh, and there's 1. No.
I've never seen so many Vanguard Tactics 6s in the first turn, but we do D3 plus 3 for a total of 5 wounds, halving your rhino's health, making it maybe slightly easier to pop open in the next turn to continue that grind.
Yeah.
That
was good.
Team is my first turn. Do you take morale on the Repentia?
Probably will actually if I lost 3. 1 I'm okay.
Insanely brave.
Do you get a miracle dice? Do you get a miracle dice for rolling a 1?
Not anymore.
Oh.
No, only when you lose a unit, only when you kill a unit in combat or shooting with a unit with the ability, or you lose a unit of Repentia. So if they die, then you get 1.
Oh, really?
They're like, I'm dying, but have a miracle dice. It's a miracle.
That's a miracle.
It's a miracle. Anyway, yeah.
That's the end of my turn, Jake.
Strong.
We did get a big fat 2 points on engage in all fronts.
That's a bit strong there,
We
Liam.
have put 3 banners up.
So you will score those in your next go.
If he doesn't take them down.
There's always that.
And we have killed a single unit on the off chance that he doesn't kill any units for grind them down.
Nice. So you keep hold of that one.
So if we can just take a screenshot of the scoreboard right now, and that's the one that I'm going to keep with me for the rest of the night.
That's a strong scoreboard there, Liam.
Yeah. How are we doing on the member front? Have we hit 25 yet?
Obviously, with everything that's gone on, I still need to go through the chat. But at the moment, we're on 22 members.
Oh, so 3 off from being a quarter of the way there. Come on, guys.
2 members, that's good.
Become a member. Become a lieutenant. That's what you all want
I
to do.
feel weird on Monday night streams, always talking about members the whole time on stream.
Yeah?
It just feels strange. But my members are awesome, Steve.
Well, I've got some awesome members too.
Have you?
Yeah.
We have a Jedi.
So do I.
Well, he's a Captain Jedi.
He's a double member. He's a really, really big member.
He's a great member. Some would say a massive member.
Anyway, Steve has got his command point back. You've got some command phase abilities.
Oh yeah, got my command point back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to give reroll hits and wounds to this unit of retributors here.
Yes.
What is the range of Mortarion's turn off rerolls?
Currently,
3.
he doesn't turn off rerolls.
Excellent.
He turns off auras in 3 inches.
Ah, okay, cool.
But the turn off rerolls is on the demon prince, and I failed the psychic power. So currently, battle round 1, it's only an inch because contagion range in battle round 1 is an inch unless you're Mortarion. Then it's 9 inches.
Just an inch.
That's probably big for a me-inch.
Okay, cool. Right, so in that case, I'll give reroll hits and wounds to the retributors as you kindly brought them out of my transport for me.
No problem,
Thank you very much. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to put them on them. So you've actually done me a favour. Then, do I want to spend any miracle dice? No, I feel like I've got a... Anyway, I'll let Michael do the tactics. That's what he's there for. But I think I've got a plan. So reroll hits and wounds on this unit here. I'm going to put double obsec onto this unit of battle sisters here because I can. I'm going to give another sacred rite to... Because I've got my litany lady here. She can do 2 litanies.
Can she?
Yeah, I'm going to go +1 attack on my... Actually, I'm going to go double upset on the Sacrosancts. I'm also going to give them an extra attack. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm then going to give them +1 advance in charge. Not going to do that either, no. Cool, so that was about as effective as your psychic phase. Yeah, cool. Fun times.
Is that our command phase finish, Steve?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not going to do any other command phase abilities.
You happy? You sure?
Not really. I want an extra attack. But anyway, we move on. Life goes on
It does.
when you're playing Death Guard.
In which case, Jake, I think you can move to our top down and talk to our glorious chat.
Right. Thank you, Liam. So, Michael, this is me and you. Eddie's, I don't know where he's gone. I think he's going to go get some more tan. So, we'll quickly just go through the super chats. I also want to just say massive thank you, guys. Obviously, all the people who stuck with us during that slight technical issue we have. We're on 187 viewers, 46 likes, and obviously, like you said, the 23 members now. So obviously, smash that like button, share with your friends. Obviously, if you're not a member and you can become a member, it's greatly appreciated. Right. So we have 2 super chats from Robert Welsh this stream, and he became a member. This lieutenant is really putting in work, isn't he, Michael?
Yeah.
So he has said, I know you've been loving 9th edition Grey Knights, Jakey, as have I. Really feel like GWs did them justice. Do you think they also did Crow justice this time around? Yeah, he's got an awesome model now. He's finally using his sword, isn't he?
Oh, it's such a cool model.
It's about time he finally learnt to use his demon sword, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, they've done him justice. And in rules wise, I think he's pretty tasty as well. Like, a character that can, heroically intervene, 6 inches with, and he can fight on death for free. For 90 points, he's another Dominus Psyker, and he knows Purifying Flame. He's just quite solid overall.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that fight on death is so useful.
For free as well, so it means that you don't have to spend the CP to also do it on another unit potentially. So that's really good. Chris Owen, £5. Hello, Chris. Chris, I played at the weekend. He had Custodians. Really nice chap. He has said, can't wait to see your photo later, Jake. This is in reference to an army downstairs that he wanted to see. Are the Vanguard tactics, objective markers, and weighted dice used on the weekend for sale? Now, Chris, come on now. I just rolled lots of 6s. It's all right. But thank you so much, mate. Really, really appreciate it. And then, it's obviously just thank you for everybody becoming a member. I'm just scrolling through. Obviously, if you've got any super chats, guys, pop them in the chat and I'll read them as and when. But Michael, talk to me. What do you think that first turn?
Liam went quite aggressive with Mortarion in that first turn. And obviously, he was very unlucky not to get those defensive spells off. The biggest one there being, if Steve decides to commit to combat, the no rerolls, because that's huge. And I could see in the chat has asked what Warlord trait Morty picked, and Morty picked the reduced movement one, which in itself is fantastic. Yeah. But by committing Morty this early, maybe should have picked the no rerolls one. That's right. But I guess he wasn't expecting Steve to roll a 6.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I was just singling at Daisy because the wire in the camera just keeps bugging out, so I can't. Sometimes it cuts. There we go. It's all good. Oh no, it's not. That's all right. We'll sort that out in a second.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a decisive turn.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a big turn for Big Box. I think Liam really wants that Midnight Mackies. No, it's all right. But yeah, obviously more people becoming members. Let's do a quick member check. We are on 27 members. So obviously thank you guys so much for that. Obviously it's so greatly appreciated, and all of the memberships and everything go towards helping the channel grow as much as it can. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. So talk to me now. Obviously you said you think it's going to be a big turn.
Yeah.
For Steve. What do you think Steve's game plan is here? Obviously, if you're Steve right now, obviously big, muscly, flexing all across the place. What do you think's going through his head right now? One can dream.
So, he's probably going to want to deny the grind. Now that's quite easy here because Liam's sadly only killed 1 unit, and he's probably going to try and one pump Morty, or do as much damage as possible here with the Retributors. I'm hoping he doesn't one pump Morty, and I'm willing Liam to roll those 4 up in Vuns, because that would be very, very sad.
Should we do it all together? We're like me, you, Liam. We just cup our hands together.
Yeah.
And roll the dice.
Well, there's an interesting play with the sisters that I think Steve could also do just to up the chances, but I'm not gonna.
Well, we can cover that in Liam's next movement phase. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that sounds good.
You guys are going to have to wait for that one.
Yeah. So we've gone aggressive with the Rhino to move block some of this stuff, I assume.
Yeah. So obviously putting a cheeky move block in there, because they don't have the fly keyword, they're going to have to either go through the building or smash that out. Yeah, obviously, it's, like you said, I think Steve's got a game plan in his head. It's very rare he doesn't have a game.
Yeah.
Even when he's not playing, he just knows. He can sense it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I did facepalm when Liam fired the entropy cannons first.
Yeah, I think the
But I think
testament.
he realised how silly that was.
The testament was. I think he got a bit gun ho. Obviously, I think he got a bit excited. From what he was telling me over the weekend, there wasn't a lot of opportunity for him to be firing those entropy cannons.
Yeah, but when you fire a single shot weapon like a las cannon, you never expect it to hit anyway.
Yeah.
So it's easy to skip that step.
Yeah, I remember when I used to have them in my army, they never did anything. They were just there for comedic effect. So obviously, like obviously Steve made quite a big point there with regarding Morning and Val's reroll to be able to, obviously with that Rhino being popped, it actually was a bit of a benefit, wouldn't you say? Would you argue?
I would totally agree. Huge benefit, given the full rerolls on a Retributor squad's going to massively up his chances of putting it into Morty. Now,
we have got 2 more super chats, so I'm just going to read them out quickly. So Factorum £5 towards a new cable for Daisy Cam. I think that's greatly appreciated. So thank you very much. And Steve, there is a 3rd super chat from Robert Welsh, and he has asked, what is the super chat goal to get Steve a flex cam? Now, I could argue we could have that as a member goal to get Steve a flex cam, a GoPro strapped to his arm, just whenever he flexes, you just see it. If you guys want that, then you know what to do. Members, guys, and as I said, it's so appreciated as it helps with everything here, obviously all the production and stuff. And obviously, if we hit that goal of 100 members, then we will get that community Discord for you guys. And I know I'll be looking forward to it.
It'd be massive.
Can't wait. I love it. But is it as massive as the Claw of the Desert Tiger?
No. Frankly, no. Well, if you think about it, the Claw of the Desert Tiger is essentially a massive member.
He is a massive member. Obviously, there's a lot of. I'm just looking at Liam and Steve, and there's a lot of looks measuring going on. I think, like you said, I think Steve has taken that big turn testament, as you've sort of pointed out quite rightly.
Yeah.
And he's really sort of quite methodically going around the table. What do you think? What do you think is Liam's thoughts here? Like going through his head. If you were Liam right now, what would you be sort of preparing for?
I would probably be doing some sort of dance to infuse my invulnerable saves pass at this stage. But I'd also, check that Steve's not, moving a bit too far or doing any of those cheeky things that he usually does.
Wow. You mean flexing? I'm sorry, he just does that. Like he just will do that without even realising. Well, I think I'm getting a look from Steve. I don't know if anger or if he's done. Are you done?
Yeah.
Right, you're unmuted. And over to you.
Okay, well, thanks for all those accusations, guys. Appreciate that. So, shall I talk you through what I've done?
You can.
Do you want to know what I've done?
I have no idea.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. Go for it, Steve. Tell us what you've done.
Right, Jake, you go to that top down, my friend. So what I did, first of all, was, this is in no particular order, but basically I'm looking at the state of play. More Terrans came forward. I'm like, right, he's a problem. Unfortunately, you've thrown him down my throat, and there's only one thing for it. And I need to kill him. I had such a great pun, but I was like, no, I can't say that. Anyway, that was me holding things back.
If you'd have thrown that pun in with all the telling off you do to me,
I
would have just hated you forever.
I know, I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm sure you guys can figure out for yourselves. So, anyway, what I've done is I've looked at that and I thought, do you know what, I need to deal with it.
Yeah.
So what I did was basically I measured out Mortaran's base, and he's like 5 inches. So what I've done is I've put my Repentia in such a position that you can't land here. You need to kill the Repentia with something before you can make a charge on me.
Yep.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I've then decided, I've got my Repentia out as well, out of the Rhino. They disembark, and then also with the Retributors there. And they're also within my reroll range of my Palatine and my Canoness. Mm-hmm. So that means they're going to get some rerolls of 1 to hit and wound. The Repentia, I'm going to try and get a cheeky charge on this to give me the engage, to slingshot off yours.
I mean, it's not really cheeky, it's 2 inches away.
Yeah, and I'm basically staying behind it so you can't overwatch me.
Yeah.
All right, that's the intent there. And then same for this unit of Battle Sisters over there as well.
Absolutely, of course.
This unit is going to perform the action. They've got the double obsec, and those Sacrosancts can hold their... hopefully doing the action until my next command phase. Hopefully they'll survive. They're within 3 of my character.
And that's unit of 10, right?
That's unit of 8.
8.
Oh, sorry, that is 10, yes.
Yeah,
My
okay.
unit of 8 reds have switched sides because you've started to shift the play this side.
Yes.
So I need to meet that
Yeah.
head on, and then I'll swing back. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing, like a pendulum.
That's very nice.
Pendulum.
Yeah. Zephyrin just move forward to get in, you know, get some light cover, and then also get me that +1 on that invulnerable save near the Palatine as well, and also stay within 3 of that Hospitaller to get that 6+ winner pain.
Yep.
Okay. Sacrosanct also moved over as well, the unit of 8. This unit of Battle Sisters just holding that objective, along with that unit of Repentia there, and then this unit of Battle Sisters at the back holding that one as well. Touching the train, so then -1 to hit. This unit getting the cover save. So between the two, I feel like they are fairly solid right there. And that is pretty much everything I want to do. Oh, and I use my Rhino just to move forward to get me the engage there, because that should be over 6 inches from the centre of the table.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Perfect.
So if I don't do what I wanted to with the Repentia, I've still got the backup of the solid 2 points. Also a bit of a cheeky move block, meaning you have to go through there. Anyway, that's what we've gone for.
Reducing those failure points, Steve, eh?
Yeah, he's not long for this world with only 5 wounds, and after seeing how quickly you take those rhinos down, I can't really use them in much other capacity, apart from probably exploding my own lines and killing myself. So let's remove those failure points and me rolling that 6 on the explosion, which will probably happen. So anyway, we'll move on to the shooting phase.
Yeah.
Are you
Psychic.
ready? No
And
psychic phase for me.
To be clear with what Michael was saying during the movement phase, you're absolutely right. Those defensive buffs not going off on Matarian and the Prince is going to probably really sting me, especially miasma. That -1 to hit's a big. I know you get all reroll hits as well, but -1 still makes it harder for you. So
well, remember,
that's really hurt.
with my it wouldn't have made too much difference because I'm -1 to hit anyway because I moved. But yeah, with some of the other stuff, definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's kick off with this unit here. This is the unit not getting the reroll hits and wounds. This is just my normal, regular unit, because I don't really have many other targets. So, in which case, I'm just gonna commit them all to Morty. All right?
That's your first mistake.
Probably is, but look, you live and learn, right?
I took 2 turns of Jack's Tau army in the Mortarian
I'm not Jack.
and survived. And Tau are clearly in a strong place right now.
I'll tell you what, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Jack in his Tau was nearly the thorn in my side.
What a hero!
That game was so tight.
What a hero!
Anyway, multi-mount was first of all. I've also got a heavy flailmer that's in range too, so be wary of that. Okay, here we go. Multi-mounters.
Do it. Strong start.
Reroll my 1s. 4 hits. Looking for your toughness.
8.
So 4s.
Ooh,
It's 3 wounds so far, mate.
that's okay. We'll love that. We did not love all of that. We love some of that.
So these are 2d6 plus 2. Yeah, because I'm within 12.
Yeah, I'm thinking about already sticking a reroll in the basket, mate.
Oh. Okay.
I know you've got. I want to make you commit that other unit to him as well.
I mean, they don't really have many other targets. It's probably going into Morty regardless. But go for it.
Always pays off.
Okay, so this is going to be d6 plus 2. That's flat 5 damage. You
Goes down
reduce
to
it to 4. Yep.
And I get 5 up thermo pains for revoltingly resilience. So I stopped 2 so far. We're going to call that cocked because you know it is. Oh, so we take 2 damage so far.
Pretty good. Heavy flamer. 4 hits. Looking for 5s. 2 wounds. -1.
So on the 4-ups.
Oh, both go through. Yes, Jake.
Just to confirm, Liam, you did spend a command point, didn't
I
you?
did. I'm down to 8, Jake. Yeah.
Cool, that's fine.
And these are single damage, right? So it's 5 ups. Stop them both. So we've still only taken 2 wounds so far. Demon Primark of Nurgle, Stephen.
Right.
This is what's called narrative survival.
Whatever. Bolt gun. Real 1s. 2 hits. That's a wound right there.
That is a wound right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. We're good.
You
We're
saved
good.
it, yeah, cool. So I'm going to use the cherub.
It's like a little model version of you.
2 hits. Oh, I didn't put it on the table.
Oh, we can't use it then.
And they look beautiful as well. So I'm going to put them on the table, then I'm going to use them.
Suddenly gain loads of extra movement, look.
They're not part of the unit, mate. They're just there looking pretty. So 2 hits,
Yes.
1 wound.
1 wound.
Yep,
What is this, a multi-melter?
yep. That's gone through.
It's gone through. Had to fail some of them.
6 damage.
So 6 goes down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
5 ups. Watch this. See?
4 go through.
Yeah. So 6 off of him in total so far. Which means
Okay.
he's down to 12 remaining. You can still do it, Steve. I believe in you.
You do? I'm not. Okay, cool. Next unit then. So that cherub is gone. He's flying away to go service another unit multi-metal somewhere else in the land. Okay, other unit now. And I'm going to spend 1 CP for the Holy Trinity for +1 to wound. How do you like those apples?
I'm comfortable with this right now.
Michael is shaking his head, nodding his head in agreement. That was a strong play by me there,
How
I
many
feel.
multi-metal shots have you got?
Well, I'm going to have 8.
So it's just going to be 4.
Why?
Just because you look panicked. Go on, Steve.
I thought you had some, like, ball poo rules or something.
No, come on.
Right, here we go. Here's 6 of them, first of all. This is re-rolling all hits and wounds. Oh, and that's a strong start from me there. Praise the Emperor, that's 4 hits.
See, I told you, just 4.
+1 to wound now, so I'm wounding on 3s.
You reroll all wounds.
I do. Oh, still a 1 though, unfortunately. That's 3 wounds, my friend.
Are you ready for this?
No.
Tanks all 3 of those. Come on, the Mortarion.
You are lucky, punk. Right, here we go. Double the next multi-metal shots.
You can still do this, Stephen.
Both miss. Cool.
All rerolls, though. You still get it with the cherub as well, don't you?
And I've double missed again. Well, that was pretty big, wasn't it? Heavy Flamer. 4 hits. Well, he's not going down this turn. Stop doing that. If you need to go use the bathroom, go now. Okay, so looking for 5s. 3 go through on your invuln.
You strike 5 flamer.
Yeah, +1 wound.
+1 to wound on the unit, so it's 4s. So
Yes.
you've got 3.
3, yeah. Did I say 4?
You said 5s.
Oh, yeah, I was looking for 5s, as in, that's what I was looking to roll, if that makes sense.
You want 4s?
Yeah, okay, cool. 3. Oh,
One
now
goes
you
through.
Now you fail them.
No, 2 goes through.
1 damage each.
5 ups. Takes 1 more.
1 more. So, bolt gun.
And guys, this is what Mortarion does really, really well. This is what he did really
2
well on
hits.
weekend. Throw them at people.
1 more save, please.
And
On a
watch their
on a
whole
bolt
army
gun.
bounce off of him.
Wow.
And that's what happens with Mortarion.
Morvian Vow next.
Oh.
A High Lord versus a Primark.
Yeah, and I used my cherub, didn't I? And that
You
did.
did, you did.
That did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. Here we go then. Vow time. 2 rockets coming in hot.
This is where I do feel that Mortarion's a little bit better than Magnus.
2 wounds.
That's strong.
You've got to fail these now. You have to.
I have to. What's the damage on them?
D6.
I'll let you have 1 of them.
Okay. How many wounds you got left?
He has got 11 left.
It's got 11 left.
That was an awkward noise you made there, Steve.
I could use my Miracle 5. It's all right, I was rolling a big 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's a 4.
So down to 3 because
Yeah.
of disgustingly resilient, and because of revoltingly resilient, we're going to stop 2 of them. We lose 1 more wound. 10 wounds remaining.
Michael.
You specifically took those red dice as well because you said they roll hot for me.
No wishing that Morty tanks it. Look what you've done to his dice. You've like blessed them or something.
Sorry.
He does this. It's all right. He blames people. For
Michael's my boy.
So, heavy bolter shots. 1 hits. Ooh, failed wound.
+1 to wound on that unit.
Nah, this is Morvian Vow.
Oh, is it? Of course.
We moved
Sorry,
on from
yeah.
that unit long time ago.
I'm just trying to help you because I feel like you need it.
I do.
Just living in the past there, Steve.
Yeah.
Absolutely do. Well, this is... Well, that did not go down as well as I'd hoped.
That went much better than I thought, to be honest with you, Steve.
Well, I'm out of guns now.
Are you?
So, charge phase. Repent, you're going to charge into this.
Yep.
5.
Okay. That'll get you enough to do your slingshot and for engage. I can't overwatch because Steve placed himself behind that obscuring terrain.
Yeah. But, I mean, I've got this for the engage anyway, right? So I don't actually need this quarter. So what I might be better off doing is... No, I could, because then I could just set up a roadblock. So I'll probably do that, yeah.
Or you can block me from pushing into your objective, I guess, but I don't know if it's...
Yeah, I'll go here like that, just to get within half an inch or half an inch. And then we'll do the Battle Sisters...
Same thing?
Yes, over there.
That's a mighty 8.
It's an 8. So they can...
Living the dream. What's membership tax, Jakey?
We're at still 27 members.
27?
Yeah.
If we don't get to 30 in the next half an hour, I'm just going to go home.
Right, guys, if you don't want the stream to end in the next half an hour, then someone please.
I see what you've done there, Steve.
Yeah. Just staying away 6 in the middle, outside of 3 inches from your heroic intervention range, okay? Happy with that?
If that's the intent, then yes, I'm happy with it.
Then am I over the halfway line? No, I can't be over the halfway line. So I either go for the move block, or I go for the extra point on engage. I think the move block is probably the stronger option out of the two.
Jake, can you jump to top down quickly for us, buddy? So Steve, for those of you that are wondering what he's talking about, Steve's charged his Battle Sisters in and he's strung them out across the middle here. Because of the size of Mortarian's base, he's made sure that I can't fit him between the Battle Sisters and the Repentia, really slowing Mortarian down. It does mean if he does this move and sits here, he can't get over the halfway line, which means he won't get 3 points on engage. So he's sacrificing a secondary point to slow Mortarian down.
Well, it didn't quite go as well as I wanted, did it, that old shooting malark?
It didn't, no.
So, and I'm just going to maximise my 2 inches. Yes.
That's what I did on my wedding night.
Wow.
You invited me back every week.
I'm not sure I want
it's
to.
It's your own fault. You've got no one to blame but yourself.
Right, there we go.
Chat love it as well, Steve.
Just like that. Right, okay, well that didn't quite go to plan, did it? Anyway, we live and learn.
We do.
We're going to move on from there swiftly. And we're just going to resolve this combat over here. So I get 3 attacks per model. So it's going to be 15 attacks, and I'm re-rolling misses. What's your toughness, mate?
7.
Oh dear. 2, 3. So,
don't make it sound like you're having such a hard time.
What we're going to do is we're going to spend a CP. No, I don't think I want to do that. I can spend a CP for the Bloody Rose stratagem so that every 6 I roll to hit auto wounds.
Okay.
How many wounds do you have?
I have 9 wounds and I am -1 to hit in melee.
Can you do that? Oh, I'm -1 to hit anyway. Do you got that stupid thing where you can explode yourself?
Yeah, yes.
On
I
a
think
what?
so. I think it's a 4+ natural. I think I spend a CP to do it automatically, yeah. But I think it's only a single mortal wound from these guys. Every unit within 6 inches suffers 1 mortal wound, but there is a way of blowing myself up. Is it Eruption of Filth? No, that's a character.
Steve's hitting the blue steel right there. Dig a little bit of blue steel.
Right. I'm going to spend a CP then. Let's get him gone. Let's get you bleeding your command points. Here we go then. 6s to hit.
That nearly burst my ears.
And 6s just the 1. 2 wounds so far.
So I can automatically explode for a CP, but like I said, I only do 1 mortal wound to a unit within 6.
Ah, cool.
So I don't feel like it's worth it, Steve.
So I've got exploding 6s on the go. So I hit on 4s, re-roll my misses, and those 6s are auto wounding already, okay?
There's another one in there, another 2 in there.
Yeah, that's nice. So they're going to wound, but they also populate extra hits. But the extra hits don't auto wound, okay? So 4 wounds so far. Now I'm looking for 5s because I'm only strength 6. Now, are you disgusting resilient or something?
I am, yes.
Oh no.
That's a good rack of wounds though, Steve.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not going to be enough though. I just realised you're disgusting resilient.
It's AP -3, right?
-4.
-4?
8, 9 wounds.
So you've done exactly enough if I fail all of my 5-ups.
Oh dear. So they'll just consolidate round after they fought, just to get me that engaged. Because you were just over the line, so I'm now just over the line.
I had a good go at passing them. I've passed 5, I've taken 4 wounds.
Okay, cool, nice.
So I have 4 wounds taken.
You've actually done very good on these 5-up.
I've done really well, yeah, and I'm
But
actually...
hang on a minute, you get some 5+ feel no pain?
5-up invulnerable save.
Oh, invulnerable save, of course, yeah.
Demon Engine.
Yeah.
Now, I'm suspecting that your Battle Sisters don't do anywhere near as much damage as Repentia. So I'm also suspecting that there's no point in interrupting. Good, okay. Well,
1 wound.
Go for it. 1 wound.
-1.
4 up.
Yeah. Take that.
Bonk.
Didn't even get the chance to interrupt, chat. You see,
Rammed the bolt gun in. Done a
so I get
shot.
to fight back with both of them now.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll start with that unit that just fought over there. 4 attacks, 3s.
You hit on 3s?
I do hit on 3s nowadays, yes. Gnashing Maw is strength 6. Gnashing Maw, I'm going to nibble on you. So 2s, and it's a plague weapon, I think. It is a plague weapon, so I reroll 1s. So that's 3 wounds at AP -2. Oh, that's a strong showing. I kill a Battle Sister.
1 dead.
Unless, because it's Imperium, they get 4 wounds each. Because that's what goes on nowadays, isn't it? And over here, Steve, we're going to roll with this Blight Holder as I into your Repentia.
Yeah.
So 4 attacks hitting you on 3s. And then again, toughness 3, I assume. So 2s with a plague weapon. So 3 more at -2 on your Repentia.
6 ups.
So 3 more.
5 ups.
2 more die.
I can stay in combat.
Okay.
Didn't you have to shoot the unit then?
I do have to shoot them in combat, which I'm kind of okay with, I think. And I think, Steve, that's the end of your turn, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
And you didn't kill a unit.
I didn't.
So I did get grind.
You did.
I ground all over you.
You did.
Amazing.
You did. Anyway, got my consolidations with this unit here. So now what I can do is just creep that a little bit forward. But I don't want to leave a gap. So if you're 4 inches that way, I want to make sure that I'm 5 inches between those models, so you can't put your base in there because you'd be ending engagement range.
But I can charge in there, right, and take them both down.
Yeah, you can charge me. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it seems like a waste, but yeah, okay. Cool. And that's the end of your, that is now the end of your turn.
Yep.
So what did we score, Steve?
Oh, hang on a minute now. Have I just crossed the line? Because then that would get me an engage, wouldn't it?
This one hasn't yet, but you can.
Because they've crossed the line, right? Because you were close to yours.
Yeah,
so providing I just make sure I'm 6 inches from the centre there.
And then her in the middle.
Should be over 4.
Yeah, I'll give it you.
That's 30. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're in.
So I get it now.
We're happy.
Cool.
Now you get engaged.
Cool.
I feel like you need it.
Because I couldn't move in the engagement range because then you could Hurricane intervene, but the consolidation does allow me to now move in and you can't now Hurricane intervene.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right.
So end of your turn, what do you score?
Just the 3 points for...
Engage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So, going into battle round 2. Ooh, let me just save that.
You got lucky, punk.
I felt like I did, yeah. You did. I won't lie. When I got no miasma and I got no contagion explosions, I was like, I'm in trouble here.
Yeah.
So end of battle round 1, it is currently 15 points to Liam and 13 points to Steve.
And that's the end of the stream.
Congratulations.
Well, still we've got one member away from making sure you don't go home in 25 minutes.
What's that? What's
I said if we don't get to 30 minutes within half an hour, I'm just going to go home.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
So we're 29 members.
Let's get to 100 and then we can create the Discord channel for
what
you.
What they didn't know,
yeah.
I was talking about my channel.
Oh.
Okay, so command phase, Jake. I'm going to gain myself a cheeky command point, put me up to 9. And I'm going to think about some reroll abilities. I'll tell you when we've finished the movement phase where I'm going to put it, because I haven't decided yet. I don't want to keep you here looking at me going, So if you want to jump to top down and start talking to our glorious chat, I'll think about what I'm going to do and then probably crawl under the table and cry.
I want to see some of them close-ups. You know.
Yeah. Right.
I think we get Michael on these cameras. Michael just starts pushing some camera buttons. He'll figure out.
Okay.
Just get some of those close-up cams. Look at that. Beautiful.
Right. He did it. He's successful so far. He's pressed 1. It's worked.
No.
Oh, and we get good.
Look at that.
And he has passed his induction.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet you guys.
No worries.
We can go to the top down or stay on this one or whatever. Right, we'll go to this one just for now. And then as things happen. Yeah? Happy?
Well.
Right. So first off, I'll read a few super chats out. So obviously, thank you so much for all the new members we had. So we've got £5 from Carp Hunter. Jake, I still have not forgiven you for destroying my Porphyrian Knight at Magnus turn 1, buddy. Love the shape. Thank you so much. That's actually in reference to something that happened 4 years ago, probably around this sort of time as well. So yeah, crazy stuff. Yeah, it was an event at One World. Noel, absolutely class guy, had a beautifully painted Knight Porphyrian. And Magnus just sort of flipped it in a cave, so that was obviously really good fun. But yeah, thank you so much for your super chat. Awful Gamer TJ, really sad to be late for this one, but good evening all. Go DZ as usual. Sorry, Steve, you win enough anyway. Yeah, he does have enough, doesn't he? Not a super chat, but obviously thank you so much for Play on Tabletop being in the chat, supporting Mortarian. So Liam, and obviously we love the guys over at Play On, good old Space Wing Steve and Co. And then we've got £5 super chat from VT Eddie, who was with us earlier, but apparently has now told us, really good for paying for a trip to Spain to tan up for the stream, Steve. So, I don't know how quickly you can get to Spain nowadays, because I remember he was here about, an hour ago. Don't you think, Michael?
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do these days.
Crazy.
Right, but yeah, Michael, talk to me.
Well, I think we all felt that when Liam rolled those 3 saves against multi-melters. That 5, 6 and the 4.
It was a bit of a brutal one, especially where obviously Steve put so much into trying to kill him, and I don't think he's even bracketed him.
No. Yeah, it was a bit sad.
Yeah.
One of the things I was thinking actually is maybe with that battle sister unit towards sort of the bottom of the battlefield, some blessed bolts could have come in and just put a few mortal wounds on Morty.
Yeah. So what is blessed bolts? Just for anyone that doesn't know. So
blessed bolts on a hit roll of a 6, you do 2 mortal wounds. Oh. There you go.
That's why he hasn't done it.
That's why he hasn't done it.
So
it's only on Stormbolt.
So Steve longingly in the distance informed us his Stormbolt, so that's obviously why he hasn't done that one. But
right.
Obviously, if he did have him in the list, that would have been a bit good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got another £5 super chat from Gareth. Steve, do you find Liam's endless cacophony distracting you throughout the game?
Is endless cacophony?
I think he just means all of his banter.
His constant droning chat. Yes, I do. It's very grinding me down.
I can take all my stuff home right now.
Brilliant.
No, Liam, you can't because we've hit 30 members. You've got to stay.
I said my channel, Jake.
Get moving.
That bit's redacted, mate. Yeah, thank you obviously so much, guys, for the 30 members. And as I said, if you want to hit that 100 member goal, we get that Discord for you. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, so obviously you said last game, you had a sort of little game plan, a little thing in your head. You didn't want to influence anyone, which is obviously really good of you.
Yeah.
What was it? I'm really interested.
Well, I think I would have possibly put a few more resources into denying grind. If I'm honest, I think that the 3VP is quite significant this early on. And maybe, I mean, Mortarian's been really well move blocked here. So he's not going to be doing too much.
It's definitely an interesting one. I think obviously, like you said, Steve making that charge onto that Blight Hauler in the way he did, where he strung out the unit. Obviously, if we go over to this one, then obviously you can sort of see, just as you can see, guys, just on the screen, just near Mortari, you can see those battle sisters. So what they've done is, like we said earlier, is they've blocked that movement round. So that means Morty has to go round, so they're just landing on top. And how big of a difference does that make, would you say, to obviously the game plan of Mortarian and potentially his effectiveness this turn?
Oh, it's huge. You know, he can only fit... We can't fit in there unless he charges. And there isn't a huge amount of shooting coming from this Death Guard army. So Liam's really got to play around that, especially with the other stuff that he would put in. So the Demon Prince, the Death Shroud Terminators, in order to back up Mortarian, they've also got to go through these Battle Sisters. Yeah,
and obviously that's the thing is when you think about it, as obviously, you know, when you've got when Mortarian's such an expensive model in an army, you don't want to have to be dealing with simple Battle Sisters.
Oh, exactly.
You know, because there's a lot of meat at the back of that. And I would show you, but Liam's frame is currently blocking that really nice shot of showing you obviously the good stuff in Steve's army. But obviously you've noted it before. You know, you've got Mordian Val, you've got all the Zephyrim, you've got all the Sacrosancts. In this sort of army, obviously, like you said, you know, in this matchup particularly, who is going to be, do you think, an MVP for Steve? You know, who do you think is going to really be carrying this game? Obviously, you mentioned the Sacrosanct's use, the Repentia's use. Do you think any of them are really good, particularly in this matchup?
I think it's all eyes on the lady who gets rid of the Invon in combat.
Yeah.
That's the pivotal bit.
That's the sausage. That's the important one.
And if anybody's wondering, because I did think this originally, but obviously the Death Guard can, you know, stop an aura ability from working, but the miracles that these ladies put out don't technically count as an aura. It specifically says that they can't be affected in the way that an aura can be affected.
I didn't know that. That's quite interesting there, isn't it? That really makes it an extra effectiveness. So in this particular game as well, that's another thing that really has it on the side of the Adepta Sororitas. Yeah. So obviously with Liam's movement phase again, what sort of, obviously we've gone through about Mortarian with the move block. Obviously there is another move block as well that we've got to mention, which is in that top corner. You've got that Rhino move block in those Death Guard, obviously pinning them in. If you're Liam right now, again, what is sort of your thoughts going into this turn, and what is he looking to achieve?
Well,
no, I was wiping.
Well, he has to invest Mortarian here, so we're looking at his other resources on the board. Obviously, we've got Blight Haulers tied up. We want engage points with them. The Blight Hauler at the top, he's got options there because he could leave him in combat to shoot. Death Guard have, inexorable advance, so he wouldn't suffer any penalties to his heavy weapons, so he could shoot those Repenter off quite happily.
Yeah.
And then potentially charge the Sisters unit at the back to tie them up and get engage.
So yeah, so using that, so essentially using it as like a little slingshot, as it were. So keeping them in combat, using, like you said, all those guns to clear them off because he doesn't suffer the minuses to hit, and then trying to get that cheeky charge on. Obviously, that is a really good idea. That could really help him, especially on the points at the moment as well. Especially obviously, where he's got that grind, he's got that engage. Obviously, he needs to be getting these points as soon as possible because there's obviously if Steve has a good turn with that turn off invul turn and put on the mortal wounds, there is a potential that this could be a big turn.
yeah, absolutely. And I think Liam probably wants Steve to blow that ignore invuln on as few of his units as possible.
He needs to do a little bit of baiting.
Yeah,
he's got to. And then just wait and sit there and wait for the.
It's got to reel Steve in.
Wait for the big flexi fish to come out and show us what he does. So there's a lot of discussion going on. It's quite an intense game, but obviously, guys, thank you so much. 231 current viewers. Obviously, that's really, really appreciative. Obviously, on the Tuesday nights, just going from strength to strength, especially with the members. If you haven't checked out the membership yet, in the description, click that link and you become a massive member to the channel. And obviously, as we said, if we've hit 100 members, then we open up a community Discord for all of you. That is the first sort of stretch goal, as it were.
That'd be amazing, guys.
Liam, it seems Steve's become the same height as me, and it's about to turn over. Are you ready? Or are you still thinking?
Wait one, Jake.
He's in the zone.
Ooh.
The man is in the zone.
Oh, he's moved them over only a couple of inches. That's how technical.
It can make a massive difference.
Here. Yeah.
Right, he's giving me the thumbs up. Here we go.
I'm not going to lie, I had to do a lot of thinking there. So, Mortarion has put his Primark rerolls on himself at the moment. So Mortarion can pick a Death Guard core unit or character, and clearly he's a Death Guard character, so he's put the rerolls on himself. That's really off-putting. It's like last week. What we also did in the command phase is a few other things. So we've used 2 CPs to put Flash Outbreak on the 3 units of Death Shroud down here. So this 3 unit of Death Shroud have got Flash Outbreak. Basically what that means is it counts their contagion round as 1 higher than it normally would be. So it would normally be 3 inches in round 2, it now counts as 6 inches. And it also means that any other contagion abilities used by any other Plague Company models on the battlefield they gain as well, which means they shut down rerolls, and Repentia can reroll if I charge them. So I can shut down those rerolls, that's key. The other thing I did, Jake, you got your finger up.
Real quick, how many points did you get? How many did you get on your primary?
10.
10 on the primary. Sorry, of course, I should have told you. How bad. So
it must be hard for him to keep up looking at the game.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to look at the top down and go, he's holding 3, but Steve's also holding 3, it must be 10.
Yeah. This is his first game.
Jake, you can join an academy and it'll teach you how to play 40k.
There's a lot to do on this very not automatic scoreboard, you see. So
some people don't know they're born, do they, Steve? So we used Flash Outbreak on those 3 Death Shroud right there. Then I went bold, and I did this once or twice at the weekend. I wouldn't typically use it, but it's a stream, and we're here for fun.
I thought you were doing something with your hair, yeah.
I don't. Have you seen what I did with my hair? Have you noticed it?
It's in a man bun?
Trying to go bold?
No, have you seen right here where there's a square missing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I cleaned the clippers out last night, forgot to put the guard back on. Oh, that was a silly move.
That was a bold move.
You did go bold.
Literally. So, the bold move that we did pull off on the tabletop rather than on my head, we spent 3 command points for Blight Bombardment.
Ooh.
Now, Blight Bombardment costs 3 command points if you don't have a Lord of Virulence. It costs 2 if you do. Basically, what it means is I pick a point on the battlefield, and in my next command phase, everything within 3 inches will suffer mortal wounds on a roll. Infantry is a 3+, normally it's a 4+, characters are a 5+. I'm forcing Steve to move or take mortal wounds, and here we've got many units of Sacrosancts. There's what are they called?
Yeah, so you had it just over here, but I pointed out if you want it on this unit of Retributors on this side, because obviously it means if they have to move, because I don't want to just sit and eat some mortal wounds, which means that they're going to be -1 to hit.
Yeah. So that's a key move. There's also some of the Fly Sisters and all sorts of stuff in there. And we might get lucky. We might even do D3 mortal wounds to Celestine because she's in there as well. So
force me to come out, basically.
I'm forcing you to move out of that ruin and scatter around. And on top of which, Mortarion, with his 9-inch contagion ability, halves all your movement as well. So not only am I forcing you to move, but you can't move as far as you would like to get out of the way.
Oh no.
So that's what we've done there. That's the play. Over here, Mortarion has managed to leap sideways. I'm hoping to drop these 2 Battle Sisters with some spurting.
There's 4 in there.
There's 4 in total, but I've got my Death Shroud here.
Yeah.
And there's some windows, so I can spurt at the unit of Battle Sisters. Mortarion, the Demon Prince got, with his 10-inch fly, was able to fit in that gap. So he did move block Mortarion, but didn't do enough to move block the Demon Prince. Potentially being greedy with his grind is what allowed me to jump in there. Here, my what's he called? Foul Blight Spawn. He's moved to the side of the ruin, so his Flamer now can do some damage. I want to make sure I take this Rhino down because I think that's an easy kill, and that gets me a unit for grind at least, and hoping to pick up a couple more of these smaller units. And that'll be the grind for me there. Over here, the Mephitic Blight Hauler, I had no real need to move him because I can shoot in combat, and I'm not sure I'm that fussed about his Battle Sisters right now. I could have maybe I should do that actually. Let's do this, Steve. No, I can't shoot, can I, for full out combat? So we're going to keep him there for now. We're just going to take the fact that he's locked up in combat. It means you can't Overwatch me with Repentia.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then finally up on this side, we've moved these Death Shroud forward onto the edge of the building. We're going to try and clear out this unit of Battle Sisters, and we've moved the Poxwalkers to sort of swamp the objectives a little bit to stop Steve from dropping on, and try to keep some screening in my backfield because I know he's got units in reserve that he's waiting to drop in, and I don't think I can have a big enough footprint to stop all of it, but obviously my banners are up and I don't want to risk him taking them down. That's the crux of what we've done. Over here, this Blight Hauler, he did fall out of combat and pushed on simply because I wanted to guarantee the engage over there as well, and I'm hopeful that I can tie up those Sacrosants. If I don't tie up the Sacrosants, he's in trouble, but if you're throwing 10 Sacrosants into a Blight Hauler, I'm kind of okay with it. I'll take that. So that's what we've done there.
Okay.
We happy?
Not really, but carry on.
Perfect. Into some psychic shenanigans.
Yeah.
We're going to start off here with my Malignant Plaguecaster. We're going to start with a Smite, Steve.
Yeah.
And we're going to cast a Super Smite on a Mighty 11.
Fails to deny.
So the Super Smite does D6 plus 1 because of Pestilential Fallout. Which means we do 3 mortal wounds to your Rhino.
Wow. Harsh, man. 2 left.
So now we're going to cast Putrescent Vitality on the 3 unit of Death Shroud to keep them alive for a bit longer.
Okay.
And that is a fail. It's warp charge value of 7.
Did you do 5 wounds earlier?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I did do 5 wounds earlier. I like how you showed how it happened as well.
Yeah, getting visual.
Perfect.
What am I denying again, yeah?
No, I failed, Steve, so you've just wasted the 6.
Denied the next power.
No.
Yes, that works.
So now, the Demon Prince...
It's already denied.
He's going to go for a cheeky smite, Steve.
I've already denied it. Won't bother.
Because the nearest is the Repentia right in front of me.
Oh, great.
That's a pass on a 6. That's all I need.
Is it, though?
Is it a pass?
Come on. Big 6. Yeah, boy!
I took that one off you.
No, Liam, honestly, these are the only dice that do this. You don't want to do this, Liam.
Right, okay.
What a powerful roll.
Sometimes we're not friends.
All right, Mr. I'll just save all my 4-ups on Morty. Oh, hang on. I'll just roll my 5s to ignore.
Mortarion. Oh, you've made my life hard now, Steve. Mortarion's going to use Putrescent Vitality.
What's that
out
do?
the box. Putrescent Vitality, not Putrescent Vitality, sorry, Miasma of Pestilence makes him -1 to hit on a roll of a 7.
Why are you flexing off camera?
You failed. You failed, Steve. So I get Miasma of Pestilence. Now, we're going to cast Curse of the Leper.
Hang on. How many more powers has he got left to cast?
1 more.
And what does Curse of the Leper do?
Pick an enemy unit, the nearest enemy unit within 18 inches invisible.
Yeah. So the Battle Sisters.
Roll,
the Repentia.
roll 7d6 if it's successfully cast.
Yeah.
And on every roll that beats the toughness, which is currently 2 because you're in contagion range, suffer a mortal wound.
Right. Well, I don't want that to happen. So I could deny with a 1 CP your -1 to hit.
You could. Or you could save it for Curse of the Leper.
But I've got to save it for Curse of the Leper, really, because then that means you're going to have to put some shots into them.
I am. At the moment, I have to put some shots into the Repentia to get them out of the way.
Yeah, so go ahead, carry on.
So what I was hoping was they'd be out the way and I could nail the Battle Sisters as well. 6 is successful.
Does it go off on a 6?
Curse of Leopard, walk charge value 6, right there, look.
All right, cool. So try and deny this.
Of course.
No. So I'll spend a CP, and then on a 4-up, I can deny it automatically.
Yeah?
Yep. Yeah, boy!
Shutting down the Psychers again, Steve.
That's what we do. We don't take those heretic scum.
In which case, we're going to move into my cheeky shooting phase. And we're going to start off with my...
Spurtsy Ben.
I've got 4d6 auto hits from my Plague Spurt gauntlets.
Cool.
For many hits. So that's 8 plus 6, Steve. Maths, 14.
Steve's just like, whatever, Trevor.
Don't rub it
Who
in.
cares?
Just because you can do fancy math things.
I did maths at the degree level. Auto hitting, wounding you on 3s.
I did sport.
Wounding you on 3s. Well, wounding you on 3s.
And I can
behind
tell.
School, did you? Wounding on 3s, you're rolling 1s. Because it's a plague weapon, and I'm wounding on 3s because you're in contagion range, so you're -1 toughness. So I'll get rid of those 2s.
Yeah, cool. Right, there we go then. So I'll roll these. So we're looking for, I'm in cover. Any minus on this?
Nope.
Right, I've got 2 in cover, so I'll do these 2 at a time.
Don't look at me every time you do it.
Oh dear.
That's 2 dead. That's a good start.
So now I've got these on the 3-ups, and they love it.
They tank it. They love that.
So it's just the 2 left there behind
Yeah, okay.
so those 2 in cover, all gone.
Now I need to put some shots into those repentia, but I didn't really want to.
I know you didn't.
We're gonna come over here with the Blight Hauler who's in combat because
Do you -1 hit?
I am -1 to hit. I'm going to use my Bile Spurt first. It's a blast weapon, but it specifically states I'm allowed to fire it in combat. D3 shots for 1. 4s. Hits. Strength 6 are 2s.
Oh,
Plague
sorry.
weapon. So I can reroll that. I wound you. Now you can roll your save. It's -1.
6 up in then.
That was probably going to be a 6 as well, right?
Come on!
Steve, flex it. Flex it.
Come on! Oh, you. There we go.
There it is. So the crack missile and the mighty melts are all the same, right? You've got to feel no pains though, so I should probably do them separately.
You should do them separately, yeah.
Mighty melts 4s. 2s. 2 wounds.
Okay, they go through.
So D6 plus 2 for 3, D6 plus 2 for 4. So 1 on 3, 5-ups.
Easy. Oh, she's dead.
And 1 on 4, 5-ups.
Yeah, gone.
Now crack missile. Hits. Wounds.
Goes through.
D6. For 6, 5-ups, please, Steve.
I'll just pick her up. Right, but what I do get is a miracle dice.
You do get a miracle dice. So that's the big 6. We like that one, don't we,
We
Steve?
love that one.
We like that one.
Feed me the miracles.
Okay, I'll feed you something.
It's a miracle right now.
Not carbs, I hope.
How many wounds are these guys with the big mighty melts? Is there 1 wound each?
Just the 1 wound, actually.
Have they got feel no pains?
Nope.
None of them have got feel no pains.
Nope.
None of them are in range of the hospitaller.
No.
Okay. That makes it interessant. That's French for interesting.
Steve knows French as well, don't you, Steve?
Does he?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to ask.
Say the word you know.
Sacrosanct.
There we go.
Interessant. Those 2 repentia are a real pain in my backside, Stephen.
Well, they're there, you know, that cheeky move block, that tactic that is just standard.
Mortarion
Yeah?
is going to throw his Phosphex bombs at them.
No.
I don't like doing it at small units because it's a blast weapon. I
Oh.
really want to clear them off.
Go on then.
2d6. For the big 11.
Are you
So-
alright?
I'm so happy right now. Hitting on 2s, and I reroll 1s because I put that on myself. We'll count that 2 as a cock because I'm feeling kind.
I mean, it was definitely cocked.
So I'll hit with everything.
Cool.
Now, they're strength 6, and they're a plague weapon.
2s.
With rerolls. So we win with everything.
Well,
So
I'd
that's
say-
11 saves.
Talking of miracles. This is going to be one if I make this.
11, and this is just -1.
Now, I do get a +1 to my invulnerable save, so I am saving on 5s here.
That's a good roll, mate.
It's not bad. And 1 damage.
1 damage, yes, sir. They 5-ups.
They sure are. Oh, baby! Boo, 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 boo.
I think it's fair to say it's a
Wow.
miracle.
I don't know why we're
That is a
friends.
miracle.
I don't know why we're friends.
Look, he should be dead anyway, so you're lucky you've even got him. Right, I'm going to get rid of that one.
I don't know. I don't. We're going to use my Blight launcher at your Rhino just to try and take it down. Assault 2. That's cocked. That's outward, sorry.
It's quite a big area.
We wound it, actually.
Yeah.
-2 for a Blight launcher, I think.
Goes through.
2 damage.
Cool.
Do you explode, sir?
Hopefully. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Not for me.
Oh, no. It's a shame.
So that's a unit. Which is key. That's 2 units now, which is key for the grind.
Shame.
2 units so far.
Good job I picked that secondary for you, really, wasn't it?
For me?
Yeah. Because you definitely didn't pick it.
Believe. Oh, I want to slap you so hard right now.
Put an entropy cannon into it.
I'm going to put many entropy cannons into it, I think.
Eat this, Repentia. She's going to like,
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy. He's going to fire his everything into the guys with the melters.
Yeah.
I want to remove your ability to take down Mortarion with ranged firepower.
Whatevs.
And I'm spending a CP.
No, you're not.
I am.
Not that
And
stupid.
this time I'm going to do the blast weapon first, so I get some more wounds out of it. Are you ready? D6 shots.
Please miss. Oh, it's just the one.
It's not even worth it. I just need to hit. 3s. He hits. That's good.
You are so lucky.
2s. Rerolling ones for a plague weapon. It's just the 1. AP -2.
Easy. Getting cover. Still failed it. Cool.
So flat 3 damage.
6 plus feel no pain, though.
You said he wasn't in range, Stephen. No, I'm
so
joking.
you
I'm
asked
joking,
that
I'm joking,
unit.
I'm joking.
This unit is within 3 of the Hospitaller. 2 damage, yeah? 2 damage?
Yes, 2 damage each.
6s.
No, 3 damage because it doesn't matter. You're dead. Because I use a strat.
Cool.
Entropy cannons now.
Just the one hit.
Is a plague weapon.
Who's this on? The same unit?
Yep. AP -4.
So I'm getting my 5 plus invulnerable save. No, okay.
D3 +3.
Okay, 1's dead.
Just the 4 wounds, Steve.
Yeah,
You can do 4 5 pluses. We've seen worse.
No, I seriously can't. Cool. Get rid of that one. Okay.
So I'm gonna try and finish the unit off. I'm gonna use the plague burst mortar on that same unit, but I'm gonna fire the entropy cannons at the unit in front of me because I obviously can't fire them out line of sight. So we'll start with the entropy cannons.
Michael's got his hand up.
Yes, Michael.
Did you not use the strat to splash
I did for more
mortals?
wounds. Yeah. Michael's my friend. You like Michael?
Sorry, Steve.
It's all right. You had your hand up. No,
Everything within 3 inches.
that's why you're the expert here.
Everything within 3 inches of that unit will suffer mortal wounds on a 4+, which is really key for the Repentia right in front of me.
Right. Everyone within 3
of the unit that was just hit with that plague burst mortar.
Any model or every model?
Every unit within 3 of that unit will suffer mortal wound, a single mortal wound on a 4+.
Is it the unit or a model? Can we
Unit.
double check?
I can double check. It's
Let's
definitely
double check.
It's definitely unit though.
Because if that's unit, that's quite substantial. Like ridiculously so.
After that model has shot, select one enemy unit that was hit by. Oh, it is one. I'm going to pick the Repentia. Oh no. Select one enemy unit that was hit by one or more attacks made with this plague burst mortar. The model last turn. Roll a d6 for each other unit within 3 inches, excluding Nurgle, of the selected unit on a 4+ that suffers 1 more wound.
Right,
so
okay.
every unit within 3 inches of that unit.
Okay, so
Of that model. Select one enemy unit that was hit. Yeah, cool.
so it is the unit, not the model.
Yeah, it's a unit. Every unit within 3 inches of the unit that was hit. We got there in the
So-
end, chat. We got there in the end.
That's the Hospitaller. That's the Sacrosanct. That's the Repentia. Morvian Vow. That's the Palatine. That's Celestine, and that is the Zephyr in there. Yeah, cool.
So
Lots
high potential for mortal wounds here.
That's ridiculous. Right. Okay.
Jakey, do we start or end on the single Repentia?
Oh, I get the choice.
Yeah.
Well, you got to save the suspense, so you
So
always
that,
end
yeah.
on it.
So Sacrosanct.
Sacrosanct, 4+. They don't suffer mortal wounds. Good,
Mor-
Jakey, for not picking the first one.
Morvian Vow.
Got you
4+.
back.
She doesn't suffer a mortal wound. It's not going well.
Hospitaller.
The hospital. She suffers a mortal wound.
Does she though? She does.
Yeah, she does. She takes mortal wounds. What else then, Steve? I don't know what else is in range.
Celestine or Celestine? Nope.
No mortal wound for Celestine.
Zephyrins.
No mortal wound for Zephyrins. It's not going well.
And then finally, the last thing that now is that Repentia.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's a mortal wound.
You ready for
That's
this?
the only one I wanted as well. That's all I cared about was that Repentia.
You ready for this?
I don't know.
Big 5. Can I have one of those good dice back?
No. You can use this D12 if you want.
Don't need it.
I nearly just swore on the stream.
She's like, Doing a dance. Make a little love.
I think Steve nearly had an out-of-body experience.
I don't understand. I'm only lucky that I can fly over them with charging with fly units.
Poor Liam.
I don't understand how that thing is alive.
That guy's right over there.
Yeah, I'm here, my big sword.
So we're going to go on. Thank you for reminding me, Michael, so I could just suffer that disappointment.
Steve.
Well, again, I refer to my wedding night. This Plague Burst Crawler.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will do things to you when they're not looking. Plague Burst Mortar onto the unit as already wounded. There's 3 left, right? Is that right? Is there 3 left or 4 left?
Yes, 3
left. And I'm going to entropy cannon the unit of 4 in front of me.
So your entropy in them.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. And your mortar in the others.
Well, there's nothing else I can see with the entropy cannons, so that's the play. That's all I've got to do. Because the base can see your base, but I can't see these battle sisters. And I'm going to mortar the other 3. They're in full reroll range, right?
Yeah.
Steve's practicing.
Entropy cannons.
It's 2 hits.
That is 2 wounds at -4.
5+. They're okay.
I can't even be mad after what I did with Mortarion. I can't be mad at it. Plague Burst Mortar. 5 shots. Gonna hit you on what was that noise? Hit you on 3s.
That's Steve's excited noise. He was like,
4 hits,
oh.
Steve. It's 4 hits. Are you worried?
No.
2's to wound, and it's a plague weapon.
Okay.
Which means we reroll wounds rolls over 1. That's 4 wounds, just the 4.
On the repentia, on the retributors.
On the 3 retributors.
-2.
4.
-4.
No, it's -2.
Okay, so I'm on a 4+ save. Oh dear.
Feel no pain with the so each one's 2 damage.
Right, so do the first one. This one's dead. The next one. I could CP reroll that one.
What, saving throw?
Yeah. Need a 4. Got 50-50 on it, haven't I?
Can you CP reroll it and use a miracle
One's
dice?
gone. So I can CP reroll 1, then I can spend another CP to bump up the 3 into a 4 to auto pass it, which I may well do. You got any more shooting after this?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Right, so
No, I've got his flamer.
what's the range on that?
It's 12 inches, but I can spend a CP because it's a plague weapon to extend the range by 6, making it an 18-inch flamer. So yes, I'll be able to hit them.
Oh, that's annoying. All right, fine. I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to spend that, turn that into that, and then 2 damage on the one that went through. 1 more dead.
So 2 die?
Yep.
Or just 1 die?
Just 1.
So
No, it'll be another as well. Because 1 failed, didn't it, first of all?
Yeah.
And I bumped up the second one to keep the unit alive, yeah.
So now I feel like flaming that's a waste. So we're going to flame this unit here.
Okay.
Because I don't have to spend a CP.
Yep, true.
I get D6. It's a good job I saved that CP, isn't it? It's worth it, I think. Jake, I'm going down to 2 command points.
It's a
Getting
bold,
excited here.
it's a bold move, Colin.
D6. It paid off.
That's a problem.
5 auto hits. Strength 7.
But they all wound.
They all win. They're AP -3.
So just on my 5 ups then. On the invans.
Stop it, Stephen.
2 dead. Cool.
We are highly likely to fall out at this rate.
Michael, what do you think the percentage is chance that they're going to fall out from the analytic point of view?
It's high.
Well, you know,
Really
we've seen
high.
this kind of thing before with Warhammer 40k, and when tensions get high, these 2 players can be known to throw fists.
In Steve's case, flexes and dance moves.
Yeah, he's just got the gym I actually used to fight, so.
Steve's just practicing for the LGT.
Weird flex.
Terrible flex, Steve. That's all I've got. Don't take it from me. Right.
I used to fight.
We're going to do some charges, Steve.
Out of a paper bag.
We're going to.
A wet one.
It's nice that we're actually seeing some character from him for a change as well, isn't it, to be fair, though?
Because it's late.
He's
Yeah.
gone from
And I
a
was up at 5, went to the gym, so I'm just beyond exhausted.
With flex.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some charges then. We're going to do some charges, Steve. Are you ready?
I won't bother.
Are
It's going to end badly.
you ready?
No.
This unit of 3 Death Shroud
Yeah.
I'm going to charge those 2 battle
It's
sisters.
a bold
there.
move, I'm going to let you do that.
Are you?
I'm not going to overwatch.
Probably in, right?
I'll roll that for you. Roll a 10, yeah?
That's a big 10. We like that one. Thank you very much.
So
Yes,
there-
Michael.
So I just noticed someone in chat has just brought up that you have like rot hail volley guns on your Plague Burst Crawlers. They've got a third gun.
They do have a third gun. It's a rapid fire 24-inch strength 5 AP -1 1 damage weapon. What do you tell me about small guns, Steve?
Don't bother with them.
I can fire them. Do I care?
What's the exact quote?
I can hit your battle sisters for chat, Steve.
Okay.
For chat.
Well, they've all hit.
That's,
Thanks, chat.
they do all wound as well, chat.
What's the minus on this?
-1, I think.
So 3 ups. I'm okay. Oh no, 1 dice.
So just the one, sister.
Just the 1 gone.
Thank you, chat. I mean, I don't normally. I haven't bought. I didn't use all
Cost me a
weekend.
multi-mount at that, dude.
Let me check. It is in fact -1, just to make sure.
Cool.
Okay.
Stop it, you lot.
It's pretty good actually. Anyway, so they're in. What we're going to do here? We're going to come out this way.
Okay. I think they're not long for this world, those 2 ladies.
We're not going to base you, okay? We're not basing you on purpose.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm thinking about
Other
unzipping
stuff.
the fly and getting it out on the table right now. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what we're doing, yeah. So Morvian Val.
Mm.
How many wounds does she have, Stephen?
Lots.
How many's lots?
8.
So same number of fingers. You've got.
Yes.
I'm going to charge Morvian Val,
Okay.
and I'm going to charge the sister with the multi-melter next to her
Okay.
with my Demon Prince.
Oh dear. Okay. Right. Well, there's no real point overwatching because it's not going to do a great deal, even with the real hits and wounds. But I think if you want to charge, is this with Mortarion? With the Demon
No,
Prince?
Demon Prince.
Oh, okay, cool.
Smaller base, should be able to just touch the both and keep it away from everything else.
Oh, maybe it is worth using that multi-melter. Because you've got Disgusting Resilience.
I have Disgusting Resilience for -1 damage. I only have a 5-up invuln. So I don't have any Feel No Pain, and I don't have any higher invuln than more than 5+.
Really? Because I'm overwatching on 5s with full rerolls.
You are.
It's not bad, is it, for a CP? Nah, that's right, I'll let you have it.
7-inch, Nurgle's number.
What would I have done out of interest?
Oh,
It would have been 2
Steve.
hits. Would have been 2 wounds. You would have failed them both, and I'd have done enough damage to kill you.
You would have killed me.
Would have been worth a CP, guys.
How much
Ladies
lose?
and gentlemen, that was a big mistake from my part. Never do it in hindsight, because then it will just ruin your day.
So we're in there then.
Okay, yep.
And here's the other bold move, Steve.
Yeah.
Mortarion,
No.
yeah,
No.
is going to charge your Sacrosanct.
No, she's... Well, they can set to defend because they can.
Yeah. No
Ooh.
Overwatch.
No.
7. Nurgle's number. I might have to spend ACP to re-roll that, which I really didn't want to do.
Well, you're also going to have to declare the Repentia.
Why?
Well, because in order to get your base over...
Not if I fly far enough.
Yes, so you're going to need... Not to declare your Repentia, you're going to need an extra inch.
So if I declare the Repentia, can I make both?
If you'd declared the Repentia, you could have made both, yeah.
So I'm going to have to re-roll it, aren't I? Because I didn't declare the Repentia.
Well, I'm happy to say you can. Right, I'm
That's
not
very sporting of you, Steve.
I'm not really fussed. Well, go on. We're having
Are
a good
you
time.
sure?
Yeah, sure.
Steve's not used to being sporting here, so
No, it's not
rare,
something.
rare occasion.
It's not something I normally do, guys, is it?
Now, this is a really bold move
Yes,
because you have CPs in the basket to interrupt me.
I do.
So I need to be very careful about what I fight with first.
Well, it's not the only thing you need to be aware of, because my Palatine is going to heroically intervene and make the Demon Prince fight last.
Well, that takes the choice away from me. That's fine. So that
And hang on.
oh, for God's sake!
Well,
Anybody
now he's
think-
just moving the
Anybody think it
terrain.
was his stream?
Celestine is going to heroically intervene.
How
Also,
far can she heroically intervene?
6 inches.
Probably should have asked that question, shouldn't I?
Maybe you should have. She's going to heroically intervene through the wall, outside of an inch of Morty, and just go into the Demon Prince like so.
So I probably lost the Demon Prince.
Well, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, it is what it is, team. But I do turn off auras. I do turn off rerolls.
Okay, cool.
So there's a chance. So we're going to start with Mortarion then, because I can't start with Demon Prince. You made me fight last. I've got nothing that stops that, because my shenanigans for all that other stuff is back here somewhere. So. In that case, we'll start with Mortarion. We're going to use his sweep.
On just the Repentia.
No.
You probably should, because she's going to tank it otherwise. She's going to mess
I'm going to allocate 2 or 3 attacks to the Repentia.
What is it? How many attacks per swing?
3.
So you have to allocate 3 then, because you have to allocate 1 attack, and that's going to hit her 3 times.
Yeah, but will you allocate an attack, and then all 3 of those go onto her, right?
Yeah.
You can't allocate 2 of one and 1 onto the other.
Yeah.
So
you couldn't put 2 of the 3 onto her in one.
He has 7 attacks.
Yeah, so one of them
Yeah.
has to go onto her, which will be 3 hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do I put another one onto her, or 3 onto her even, just to make sure she's dead? Because it's important for grind.
Yeah, it's 9 attacks then.
But also...
we've seen how tanky she is.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Gladys.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, winning on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Gladys the Repentia. If you don't go down easy.
-2.
Yeah, don't matter.
What do we think? What do we think, Jakey? 2 or 3 attacks. It's on you, son.
Me?
2 or 3.
I'll say 2. You need her dead. Guarantees.
Okay, I'm going to go 3 then, because Jake said 2 and 3 is Nurgle's number, which means 9 attacks
Onto the Repentia.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I don't want her to live. And then that means I'm going to get a mighty 12 attacks into the Sakras Hans. So 9 attacks. We hit on 2s. And I gave myself rerolls, which is good. So we failed to hit with 1. 8 hits. We wound on 2s because I'm strength 8. And I reroll 1s with my plague weapon.
It's all on the one Repentia.
That was a wound. Yeah.
That was.
So there's that many saves at -2, 1 damage each, Steve.
5 ups. Cool.
I mean, he had a good go.
Don't worry. It's all good. I'll successfully pass all these. Feel no pains. Oh, she's dead.
3rd unit for grind, which is why that was also very
Miracle
important.
dice. 2. It's not 1 wanted.
So now I get my big 12 attacks.
Okay, now I'm going to spend a CP and be -1 to wound.
That's fine, I'm Arch Contaminator.
What does that mean?
I reroll all failed wounds in combat.
Webs.
Wherever Trevor.
2s to hit your Sakras Hans, rerolling the 1s. We've got such a great name.
All hit.
Again, strength 8, you're now toughness 2.
-1 wounds, so 3s.
With rerolls for Arch Contaminator.
Well, that didn't even touch the size, did it? Just the one.
That many at -2, 1 damage, please, sir. So they're 4 up in Vuns. Wow, he's rolling hot tonight, Jake. Can't you come and stand near him? Because he rolls terribly when you're stood next to him.
And then damage?
1.
So 6 plus for the pains. 3 dead.
I think the dice just feel sorry for me. That's more what it is.
They don't feel sorry for me. And I don't really blame them.
They go in, they look at him and go, look at me.
I now get to fight with the Death Shroud. Do you really want me to make those many attacks against your Battle Sisters? Thank you kindly, and I'm going to pile him, please.
What a hero. Best sport. I just picked up these sisters to make him roll it out.
Okay. It's a bold move, Cotton. Right, here we go then. My attacks back. We will go with the legendary Morvian Vow.
The legend.
I'm unsure about this. I think you'll pick him up, but you've got no aura abilities, you've got no rerolls.
So I don't get any inbuilt is that right? And nothing at all?
So the Demon Prince's Warlord trait turns off rerolls specifically. Mortarion shuts down auras within 3 inches.
Okay.
That's
So
want I buddy them up together and chuck them in.
Her own Warlord trait doesn't work then on herself?
No.
Great.
Let me triple check before you roll, because I don't want to get...
What's your thoughts, Michael?
I don't want you to turn into a Valor. I can say that I was cheating. And
I would never do that.
No, I mean that's entirely. That's how
That's
it
how it
works.
works.
You don't get any
while an
rerolls at all.
enemy unit is within contagion range of this unit, this is also lucky as well, by the way, that you didn't spend that CP. The enemy unit cannot fire Overwatch or set to defend. Each time a model in that enemy unit makes an attack, the hit roll and wound roll cannot be re-rolled.
Right.
So her inbuilt warlord trait doesn't work.
What was the range of contagion?
Currently we're in battle round 2.
Yeah.
So it's a 6-inch or 3-inch aura.
So I could have still Overwatch.
Yeah, you should have, yeah.
And I could have still set to defend because
Yes, you
obviously
could,
that was...
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Here we go then. Morvine, she gets 5 attacks. I'm going to go with the lunging strike. Please don't ruin my...
That's a cheap floor, isn't it?
Don't ruin my floor, please.
It's not your floor I'm worried about, it's my groin.
Don't worry about that. Haven't been used in ages. Right, so, yes, Michael.
Well, interesting question here. Do you think you might use the miracle dice of a 2? to auto hit if you don't get rerolls.
It's only one hit. It's only one hit. It's just the one hit.
Just don't roll any ones.
I'm not going to lie, I thought you were going to say about Liam's groin.
Now,
Trying to avoid that.
That really actually got hurt. Oh, yeah.
You're a psyker, right?
I am.
Oh no, Steve, no.
I'm not a psyker. The Demon Prince is.
So I've got a stratagem
He used this
I
versus
pick up
me
all these dice, you can't
the
use it.
time.
called Suffer Not the Witch. +1 to hit, +1 to wound.
Yeah, you can use that.
What toughness are you?
Demon Prince is toughness 6.
Ooh,
That sounds
so
right.
wound on
yes.
2s. It's quite good. Now, do I save it for Celestine? Then it would affect the entire unit. Or do I just use it on Morvine and go for the more consistency?
Reduce those failure points, Steve.
Morvine's wounding you on 3s. Celestine's going to be wounding you on she's strength. Let's have a little look at her. Okay, so she's strength 7. She's strength 8. It's a much of a muchness. But I think I'm better off just putting it onto Morvine Bell and try and get you dead now. Right, so 5 attacks.
Yeah.
Exploding 6s. No 6s, unfortunately. And I did roll a 1. No re-rolls. Could have done with a 6, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you could have done. So it's 2s to win, yeah?
Yep, so that's going to be a mortal wound there, in addition. And then that is, because I'm wounded on 2s, 4 saves.
So a 5 up against the mortal wound. Yeah, that goes through. So I'm now down to 9 wounds left.
Yeah.
4 ups.
Who's this on?
It's Demon Prince, isn't it? It's 5 ups.
Yeah.
So I didn't get that feel no pain anyway, which was lucky.
Okay, cool.
So 2 saves of 5 ups, actually.
So that's going to be 6 damage, 7
So
damage in total.
7 in total. So I've got 2 wounds left on the Prince. Starts
Okay.
with 9.
Okay, then cool. Right, so you now pick a unit, because obviously I just get rid of your ability to fight first, because I made you fight last. So you can now swing.
Morvian... Obviously Celestine hasn't fought,
No.
but if I take her down, she can get back up and still fight.
Yeah,
So she's going to get back up.
yeah.
So I feel like the sensible choice, although you're still going to get to fight anyway, is just to take on Morvian. Equally, I could absolutely batter that sister with a multi-melter just to get me another point on grind. But I feel like leaving her alive...
You don't want to do so much that your grind is then harder
next turn, exactly that. So we're going to actually allocate all 6 attacks to Morvian.
Okay,
We're going to try and take her down.
okay.
Just because I feel like fighting Celestine is a bit of a waste, because she'll just get back up and slap me anyway, and I'm going to lose my Prince.
Yeah.
He's going to die.
Yeah.
So let's just fight Morvian and Val and see if I can do some damage.
Okay.
So I hit you on 2s, and I re-roll 1s.
We've hit everything.
Now I'm strength 8,
So 3s.
but you're -1 toughness,
Strength, toughness 4 then.
so 2s.
Oh dear.
And I re-roll 1s because of my relic.
Of course you do.
So that's 5. At AP -3,
So I'm on my 4 up invulnerable saves. What's the damage?
3 each.
So I become a 2 each. So you could potentially kill her.
I could kill her.
So I have to do this one by one.
So it's 2 so far. Just 4 actually. Did you get
4.
your 6 up for no pains from the hospital?
I think it's infantry only.
Is it?
Think so.
Let's double check, Steve, because you might get a win back there.
Friendly infantry.
Okay, it was worth
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah, so down to 4 wounds because I took 4 damage.
So how many attacks does Celestine have?
Yeah, quite a few.
I don't think I'm going to make you roll them all.
Okay, just going to
Prince
pick her
is
up.
dead, right?
I would probably say so. Yes, Michael.
You have a claw attack with the Prince as well, which, if you so wished, could go into that multi-melter sister.
No, I don't want to kill the sister. I want to keep her alive.
Okay.
On purpose. So I hit the claw attack into Morvian. I don't know what strength it is, so let's find out.
It's not going to be strength 8, is it?
Could you argue it's a claw of the desert tiger?
He's so obsessed with that
Close,
claw.
but not quite.
So my Malefic Talent is strength user, which is strength 7, but I reroll all wounds.
Okay.
Wounds.
Failed it. Damage?
It is damage 2.
1 damage. Cool. Down to 3 wounds.
Steve was
I'm
like,
so glad he's here.
Right, so then we'll go Celestine next. 6 attacks. Exploding 6s as an extra hit. And then we're looking for 3s. Well, I've had an absolute shocker of a roll there. You might have actually survived because I failed with that many. Oh dear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you reroll that?
No, I didn't really get any
No.
rerolls.
Good.
2.
Mike's got his hand up again.
2 invulnerable saves.
Sorry. Did you remember the -1 damage on the Prince when Val hit him?
No.
No. Because obviously that's going to come into play here because you're hitting him again.
Bloody hell, good job he's here, isn't it?
It's amazing that he's here.
So, how many wounds did I do to you earlier?
Well, I've got 2 left. You did 7 to me.
So, have another 2 wounds then. Yeah, cool. So these go through. These go through.
Okay.
2 invulnerable saves.
5 ups, yeah?
Yeah.
That's
No,
a
cocked.
cocked dice. You
Yeah.
ready, Steve? Let me use one of your red ones.
Oh, get on with it, man.
It works! See? I told you it was a loaded dice.
Give me that one back. Now the
So
unit.
the Prince is going to live on 4 wounds because Michael's a legend. You
No.
can stay, Michael.
Chat clocked it too, but I did clock it before that. Don't worry, chat.
You can stay, Michael. You're allowed to stay now. He's my new best friend.
2 wounds from the ladies, their little friends.
5 up invulns again, yeah?
Yep, only 1 damage though. 1 damage.
So that's 1 damage. I don't get a pen of pain. So I'm actually now down to the 3 wounds, which is harder than the 2 ones I thought it was down to.
And then the Palatine.
Ooh, whiffer.
Yeah. Nothing. And then the multi-melter lady. Just the 1 hit. Doesn't wound. Right, okay, that was a problem.
That's
Yes, Michael, get
So
hand
that
up.
multi-meta sister is re-rolling hits and wounds.
I
Stuff
can't
like
because of no, stupid
that. Oh,
rule.
of course. Oh,
Yeah. Right, anyway, so
stupid death guard.
at this point, I'm just going to have to Morvian Val fight twice.
How many command points is that?
It's freezies.
Freezies. Once
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to get it done.
Get it done, Steve.
That's an extra 6. Because I still get that +1 hit, +1 wound. That's more like it. Right, have some of that. So that's going to be 2 mortal wounds on top. So you've got 6 invulnerable saves.
I mean, he's dead, because if you've done 2 mortal wounds, I've got 1 left.
Oh, right.
You tried.
You did.
You tried.
So he's gone.
So he's gone.
Well, you rinsed out the double fight, which is cool.
Do I putrid detonation? No, I don't want to kill that battle sister. We're not going to do putrid detonation. I don't want to kill that battle sister.
Right, now my Sacrosants can fight now.
Sacrosants.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I knocked your
5,
lady over.
6, 7. And I lost 3 earlier. So these are all these attacks now on Mortarion.
You do get 3 victory points for a character, Steve.
Oh, nice.
Assassinate, remember?
I'm hitting on. Minus one to hit?
You're -1 to hit for miasma, yes, and
Cool.
you still don't have any aura abilities.
That's fine. But I do get exploding 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you just take up there?
2.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. And then this is on Morty, so I'm strength 6, so I'm looking for
5 sets.
5. Okay, very nice. Oh,
I've only got 9 wounds left. That's a good roll. I'm taking out the failures. Oh, actually, it's not as amazing as I thought. Not bad, though.
that's all right. It's 6, I'll take it.
AP lots, I assume?
Yeah, -4.
4 up invulns.
Ooh,
So I
damn.
fail a good 4 there. How many damage is it?
Just 1.
So 5 up for an pace. And I make 2 of those. So I take 2 wounds. I'm 7 left.
Yep.
7 left in total. And I am rolling an above average number of 5 ups at the moment.
You are. Unfortunately so. All right then. So, is that the end of your turn?
That
took forever.
Yes, it did, but it was a strong turn. So I've still got my 3 banners up, Jake, so I get 3 points.
Gosh, it's like 11
We
o'clock.
don't know about engage yet, clearly, but I've killed a few units, so we've done okay on engage there. We've killed a couple. Do they need to take a morale check, having lost 3?
Probably, yeah. 2, they're okay.
They're fine, okay.
And then the last lady over there, the last...
Please don't make her run away.
Kind of tempted to keep her, actually.
Well, it is a multi-melter shot. Now you're out of combat.
Yeah, I'll use my 2 just to auto-pass it.
So she stays alive. So I've killed, I think, 3 units for grind.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 units for grind.
And because I kill someone in the combat phase, I get a miracle dice
You
anyway.
do indeed, yes.
6, cool.
Have a nice cheeky 6.
Very nice.
Nice high rack of miracle dice there.
Yeah.
Engage as well, Jake. I get 3 on engage, sir. Put me up on 5 for the engage on all fronts. I'm quite happy with how that's gone so far.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, I'm keeping up with you, just.
You're doing very well.
Steve is going to get a big fat 10 on the primary, and he's kind of pinned at the moment.
And I've still got my unit over here, so I get my 4 points for getting that action
You
done.
do, yes, absolutely.
Do get that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to go into the command phase. Now, I don't get rerolls, you said, right? But yeah, he's dead now, right?
So you only don't get auras now because he's dead. And if I use Flash Outbreak, there's no other Plague Company models on the unit with that in the battlefield with that ability. So they don't turn off rerolls either anymore. So the rerolls are gone because you killed the prince.
So I still get rerolls.
You still get rerolls. You don't get auras.
Okay, so I can pick a unit to give it reroll hits and reroll wounds, though.
That still counts.
Okay, that still counts. All right, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. And the aura range is 6 inches because that's your contagion. Is that correct?
No, the aura for Mortarion is a flat 3 inches. Full stop.
Flat 3?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So as long as I'm outside of 3, I get rerolls.
His contagion ability is everything within 9 is now half of its movement characteristic in your movement phase. So start your movement phase.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Very nice.
And don't forget, I've obviously got my
I got to move off that
Blight Bombardment coming in my command phase unless you move out of 3 inches of that dice.
Which I'm definitely going to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to give +1 attack to... Do I just send Celestine in like an absolute rocket
I think she'll kill him.
and get rid of Mortarion
I
for
think she'll
good?
kill. It's 3 points for assassinate as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think she'll kill him.
How many wounds has he got left?
He's on 7 left, Nurgle's number.
He's got 7 wounds left.
Obviously, he's got Disgustingly Resilient, so he reduces damage by 1.
Yeah, hang on a minute. So he's got 7 wounds left. So I probably could shoot some multi-metals into him. That would be nice.
Would be nice, wouldn't it, Steve? Would be nice.
Would be nice, yeah. Would be nice, would be nice.
Do you think it's nice, Jake?
Everything's nice here.
How many units did you kill? 3?
I have killed a Rhino.
Yep.
I killed the Sacrosants, not the Sacrosants, sorry, the Repentia in here.
Yep.
The Battle Sisters there.
Yep.
And the Repentia there, so 4 units.
So you killed 4 units. Now I've already killed 1.
You've already killed 1, yes.
Okay, so I need to kill 3 more. Cool. Is there any models within 3 inches of him?
No, you can have him. He's just on cover on his own.
Excellent. Excellent. Right.
Right. Should I mute you guys?
Yeah, I'm
and
going to have a little think
go
about
to
what
the
I'm
top
going to
now?
do.
Cool. Right. Michael. It's just me and you again. Just me and you. How you feeling?
The cool guys.
The cool guys over here.
I think we should mute them and just run the rest of the stream.
Well, they don't know. That's what I've been doing. No, I'm joking. Right. Obviously, a lot happened there, Michael.
Yeah.
Want to just quickly talk through your thoughts there? A quick synopsis, as it were.
Very interesting.
Interesting, good?
So, I would say interesting, good. I think the Celestine intervention there possibly cost the Demon Prince.
It's such a powerful ability when obviously you have heroic intervention in general, but the
Yeah.
fact it's 6 inches, that just it's such a massive range, isn't it?
It's quite rare as well.
Yeah. It's I think there's only like a few things in the game that really do it. And obviously on such a powerful character like Celestine as well, that's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible, and the fight twice with Morven Val as well.
So if you're Steve right now again, other than being muscly, what are your thoughts? What is going through your head? Obviously now knowing there's a big, scary demon Primark right in his grid.
Well, I suppose you kind of go through your secondaries. So we know he's got to do an action.
He's got to do
on one of
a
these.
sacred.
He's got to do
ritual.
a sacred grounds.
Sacred ground.
We know he's got to deal with Morty.
Yeah.
And we know he's got to kill more than 4 units.
All things that are quite
Well,
quite big.
Yeah.
Like it's
The
easier
4
said than
units
done.
might be difficult. Well, 3 units, in fact. You
Yeah.
just kill 3 units. That might be quite difficult.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done, especially with an army like Death Guard, where they are quite
Yeah.
resilient.
Well, I was just looking at this and thinking you could cheekily fire a multi-melter at that character stuck in the middle. They're doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I would definitely do that because, you know.
Get a cheeky little pot shot off there.
Yeah, it's funny. I think, Morty goes down this turn. We know that.
Oh yeah, I think there's a lot of resources that need to go into killing that big flying Primark. We do have a super chat. It's $10 from Nick Less. We know Nick Less very well. He is our Silent King after all. Just dropping in to say hello while I'm at work. I'll catch this game later tonight, and you're welcome, Liam, for scoring 9 points during your last game. What a hero Nick Less is. But yeah, obviously going through that. So obviously, you know, if we look at again Liam's turn, like that was a pretty good turn, I would say. I think other than the morning Val situation with the Demon Prince, I think it was a pretty good turn for Liam. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I have to agree. killing those retributors has done him a huge favour. Because Liam's now got those 2 Plague Burst Mortars, which are very, very difficult for Steve to touch.
Yeah.
And they're just going to be bombarding.
Bombarding and touching.
Yeah, well, if he kicks out those mortal wounds again, because Steve's army is so close together, and it's going to have to be to take out Mortarion.
Yeah, I think obviously, like you said as well, there's a big elephant in the building there. I think in terms of that Blight Bombardment, like how big is that as well? Like as a mind game thing, even because like if there's a potential that if we think about this, it's not going to do anything if obviously you move away from it. But with Morty being right there, halving everybody's movement, I believe it is. That must cause a lot of stress for Steve, and the eyebrow isn't going. Oh, we just went there, causing a slight bit of moment there for the movement. But that can be quite a big deal. And if Steve doesn't play around this properly, or equally get some advanced rolls, some movement, this could cause a big problem. Again, what's your thoughts on that, Michael? If you were in that situation, what would you be doing right now?
Well, I think Steve's a little bit lucky here because Mortarion's actually charged away from where the bombardment is. Yeah. So Steve's got an opportunity here to sort of avoid it.
Yeah. I have that Steve's never lucky when it comes to this game. Liam disagrees.
We've seen some insane rolls in today's game.
So when you say obviously Morty being there, just what are you sort of like alluding to? Are you potentially thinking maybe getting a cheeky charge off, trying to get them out of that range?
I feel like Steve's got so many resources that could finish Morty in combat. He may as well send his other resources elsewhere.
It's definitely a good shout there. Obviously, he's got quite a few resources on that side. Obviously, he's got Saint Celestine and Morning Vow. I don't know if they could take him out on their own.
I would think so.
Yeah,
I would think so.
Double fighting from the old Morning Vow. Obviously, you've got if we go over to the good old Robbie cam there, obviously you can see you've got Morning Vow.
What an excellent shot that is as well.
Yeah, Morning Vow staring spear first into that. If we swap over to Daisy cam as well, you can see Celestine on the other side, angelic in all her glory. Yeah. And they sacrosanct in that building as well, just sort of keeping a nice sort of area there for obviously if that charge does go round and Morty does die, then they're not just left in the lurch there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see where this lady with the ignoring invuln's gone, because that's killer.
That's a big one. So yeah, obviously if you see it on there, Liam will point that she is right there.
Well,
this is a big one.
What I will say, I believe the aura is to Steve's units rather than to the Death Guard units. So Steve wants her within aura range of his own units to give them ignore invuls. I believe that's how it works.
Steve, how does the ignore invuls work? Sorry, just real quick.
So what I've done is I've positioned it within the Palatine within 3 inches of both units, so then I can pick one to also make it fight last.
So in terms of with the ignoring invulnerable saves, is it units that are within 3 inches of her? Or
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't know if it's my units or I can't actually. But either way, I've just got within 3. I've gone for worst case scenario.
Yeah, that's all right. Cool.
Yeah. So because I want to fight last anyway. If we'll check it in a minute, if I only need to be within 3 inches of one of my units, but I also want to put a unit in combat with this unit here, and so I can turn off their invulnerable saves and also his. Yes. Yeah. So I'm looking for basically to double up there.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. So we'll mute you again, Steve. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, obviously that's quite big then. So obviously that positioning right there, that single character, anyway, it may look like she's just ran out in the open, could actually see Sayonara for the old Death Shroud and Mortarion there.
Yeah, and with Bloody Rose, they're just so lethal on the charge. The AP4 will cut straight through that 2-up armor save on those Death Shroud.
Bloody Rose is a really good Sacred Rite. I think it's not Sacred Rite, Sisterhood, whatever they're called. Order. Thank you, my friend. Grey Knights have brotherhoods; these have sisterhoods. But yeah, so I think obviously that's quite a powerful one there for the old sisters. Obviously that combat punch that it provides, the extra AP, obviously the stratagems for +1 to wound, all the extra attacks and all that. Yeah, it's really really powerful. And obviously you've with it combined with those 6s exploding in combat, just makes for quite a lethal sort of bomb there, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say. In fact, I would argue that that's some of the best combat in the game that you're looking at with that combination. Yeah. Not much can stand up to that.
It just has everything. Like it has the AP, it has the attacks, it has the experiences, it has so all those things that those combat armies are looking for in armies like Riser for the Adepta Mechanicus, Blood Angels, Space Wolves as well. Yeah. They've got it all. it may have to be, you know, a lot of resources to get them all, but sometimes all
Yeah.
you may need is to do it once, you know.
Yeah. There's a lot of micromanagement,
Yeah.
but if you can pull it off,
it's good. But as I said, so obviously, you know, so we've gone through obviously, you know, your thoughts on both of those. In general, at the moment in the game, it's obviously bottom of turn 2, and the scores are currently 31 to Liam and 30 to Steve. So obviously it's quite close. Obviously, seeing that score, would you think, obviously, you know, what do you think is the turn to, as essentially, as they say, the power turn? You know, the turn that you just sort of go for everything. I know obviously you alluded to that you thought it was turn 1, but do you think it's now, actually? Do you think now this is the turn where this could just flip on its head?
Yeah, we'll have to see how well the rolling comes through here and whether you can chew through those two.
I think if you look at it as well, like you were saying, obviously with all those positionings and how Steve's going to move these units out, it's just going to make for a bit of a mess, isn't it?
Yeah. Just this one's directed at Liam. Did you remember the Mortarian's half move ability? Because Celestine's moving over there. I don't know if that affects
everything
anything.
within 9 moves half of him.
Okay, so they'll be moving 6 inches. Have to move back a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're just quickly going to adjust that. I think also,
What's the range of it? 3 inches?
9.
It's 9 inches.
I think as well, as while they're just sort of talking, I think obviously Steve's got some Zephyr in reserve as well. So obviously that can be a unit to come on in for some cheeky, you know, engage points. It can be to maybe even tie up those plague bursts.
Oh yeah. I think that's probably going to end up being the play is tying up those plague bursts, and he's got the miracle dice to make the charge.
Yeah, that's the thing with Sisters, is that they're such a powerful thing, that miracle dice. You moment you get that essentially 5, 4, 6, 3, you know, that combination of 9.
Yeah.
You just instantly know that you've guaranteed a charge there.
Oh, it's so strong, so strong.
Yeah. I think this is very, very good, and obviously, you know, like I think the only thing that I have, you know, in my armies as well, like Grey Knights as such, you know, that tide of clarity, like we were saying before, that's why that's so powerful, because you have a guarantee. Where Sisters can just guarantee it both.
Yeah, exactly. It's horrendous. With my Death Watch, obviously I rely on the Chaplain's Litany, the Canticle of Hate.
Yeah.
To plus 2 to charge. Not a lot of armies get bonuses to charge.
Yeah.
And these guys just get to do it straight up.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
I think that's the thing, and like we said, it's not even the guarantee or getting rid of the failure points. It's just throwing the failure points out the window, as it were. We do have a £5 super chat though, however, from Mr. B. Brian. Great content as usual, guys. Sisters for the win. Thank you so much. And obviously, like we've said before, obviously, if you want to become a channel member, then we currently are sitting at a big and mighty 32 channel members. So obviously, if you want to do that, go on the description below. We've got the big, massive members link. Click that and join the Vanguard Tactics community. And as I said, the stretch goal we have is if we hit 100 members, then we will be getting a VT community Discord managed by Jason Orange himself, Eddie from Vanguard Tactics. So, you know, obviously, if you can do that, guys, it would be greatly appreciated. So thank you so much again for everyone who has already. There's a lot.
Have we had the scoreboard up?
We have had the scoreboard up. I'll pop it up again.
Let's examine that.
So again, let's have a look at this. So obviously Steve still has a turn of secondaries to score, essentially, if we think about it. But currently the score is 31 to Liam and 30 to Steve. Steve's sitting on a big 4 command points and Liam is sitting on only 2. So it's enough for an interrupt. I think that's how we have to look at that for Liam, potentially.
Sad thing is, I don't think he's going to get it with that fight last.
Yeah. At least in like the important areas, like the things he's going to be wanting to interrupt with, it's not going to matter for them at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
But obviously, Steve, you know, that the other thing as well is with that assassinate pick, you know, he's probably going to pick up 3 from Mortarian. Him being the warlord, it would be 4.
Yeah.
And then obviously that foul blight spawn as well. He's probably going to pick up another from. So essentially a 7 point, conveniently, Nurgle's number. You know, that could be big. But Steve has given me the thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go back to the players and see what is going on.
I'll put that just there, mate, okay? Basically on old Celestine's head. That's you. Okay, so what I've decided to do is I've already spent my CP that I've got. I've actually spent 2 CPs already.
Oh.
I use this in the charge phase, but I've fallen back with my unit of Sacrosancts. And then basically what I've done is I've given them reroll hits and wounds.
Yep.
We've then also got, I've spent the 6 on my miracle range, So then it makes my miracle range 6 inches instead of 3 because of the half move thing that we spoke about. So I move the Palatine back a little bit, and she's just moved to the corner there, but within 6 of both of those. But I can obviously make Morty fight last, so we can't interrupt. I moved the Retributors forward earlier so that if you do want to use your... What's that?
Cloud of Fly. I did tell Steve I've got Cloud of Flies.
Yeah.
Because he gets an easy kill a character with that guy because he's out in the open, and also it counts towards grind. So I warned Steve, if you stay where you are with your multi-melters, I'll use Cloud of Flies to 2 CPs, you can't target him.
Yeah.
Bit of sportsman there. So Steve's moved them on so that he's the nearest.
And then I rolled a 3, or on a D3, and I got 2 multi-melts back and a heavy flamer on this unit from the Hospitaller, from that unit you didn't quite kill. And then I've put them all within 12 inches of there, but obviously they don't count as moving.
Yeah.
Because they just resurrected. This unit here, Battle Sisters, have just towed onto the objective and doing the action, and I've just screened that off. Okay? Then what we've also got is, everything else is kind of moved forward, ready to do some charging and other bits and bobs like this. This unit of Zephyrin came down from the corner because I thought it was turn 2, they got to come on anyway, because I've got another unit and I've got a nice 11-inch charge there by to Morty, or that Malefic Bright Hauler. I can't do much about this side, it's sweeping round, but I'm going to do what I can over there in order to try my best to... Now I could bring back a unit of Zephyrin over here just to get me an engage, but I think I'll just be throwing it away unnecessarily. So what I'm allowing, unfortunately, Liam here to do is score big now, and then I'm just going to have to make up my points towards the end of the game.
So what's your main objectives then? Because I think the guys talk about it on the deck, and they said, is this the big turn? I think it is. I think your turn will now dictate how the rest of this game goes.
So I'm going to hopefully kill this in shooting.
Yep.
This Malefic. Hopefully kill this one in shooting as well.
Yep.
And then also, and I've just kept them within 6 inches. Oh no, I haven't actually. That was a big mistake there. They're not going to get any rerolls, so they're just going to be hopefully shooting that thing. They are going to be -1 to hit. But hopefully kill that, Morty, and this thing. That's the goal.
You then draw and engage. Not draw and grind, sorry, which stops me from getting 3 points, which is a big thing in itself.
Yeah.
Right, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the shooting phase. And I'm going to start off with these 2 units here into your man. 2 shots hitting, or 4 shots hitting on 4s.
I'm worried.
Well, I've got 3 hits.
I should be worried.
Now I'm looking for 2s, 3s.
3s.
Your toughness 5.
Yeah.
Yep. That's cocked. 2 wounds.
Now I get a 6 up because I'm on cover.
-4, yeah.
Just the box cars there. Just the double 6 for the save.
You are so jammy. That is the jammiest thing I've ever seen.
I feel like I should dance now as well.
No, you can't.
Liam, I have you know you can dance.
I can't.
Right.
No, you can.
Right.
That didn't go to plan, Steve, did it?
Right.
I genuinely thought he was just going to get obliterated. I thought maybe if I make 1 save, I've got Disgustingly Resilient, you roll low, but you've got Miracle Dice, I guess. That is pretty detrimental for you, isn't it? That's...
All right, Morvian Val's going to shoot it.
No.
No.
What?
No.
Why not? I can.
You can't.
Spend 2 CPs. Cool.
Ooh,
cool.
That's quite big.
Well, I'm glad you did that, because they can't interrupt.
I didn't want to interrupt. Screw you.
So, does that mean I can basically declare another unit?
You can, I think you can, yeah, I'm sure you can with Cloud of Flies.
Yeah.
When do you play it?
Oh, it's at the start of your opponent's shooting phase. I should have probably just played it, shouldn't I? I'll let you do it. I'll let you fire it. I thought it was when it was targeted. Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
All right.
Go on. I'm comfortable with my double 6s, Steve.
Because I was trying to bait out the 2 CPs.
So you want to say now, you can do it, I'll let you do it, don't you? That's what you want to say.
I'll let you do it. Cool. Right, so I'll shoot Morvian Vow at it then.
What's the missiles AP?
-2.
Okay, you can fire. I'll let you fire.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
I can't do it. It's the start of your phase, Steve, so it's my mistake.
2 hits. 2 wounds. -2.
So 4 up saves. Oh, you're going to get him now, aren't you, as well?
Well, it's D6 damage. How many wounds has he got?
He's got 4.
He's got 4 wounds.
And it's -1 damage because it's Disgustingly Resilient.
Right, it's 2d6 damage, so let's go for this. 3 becomes a 2. Oh, it's so annoying. How many wounds have you got left now?
2.
2 wounds left. I'm going to have to spend a miracle dice.
You're gonna, yeah.
This is
Which is what I want you to
ridiculous.
do, because you've got that 11-inch charge if you keep them both.
I know. This is so annoying.
You do have a heavy bolter too.
You have to got the heavy bolter as well, Steve.
Yeah, I know,
right.
but it's only 1 damage each.
Yeah.
-1 damage.
I'm just going to roll big.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh,
Gone.
like you do.
And now I
tantrums.
get a miracle dice because I killed something in the shooting phase. 5. I'll use that in a minute though, just so I've done it. What have you got now?
Eruption of Filth.
Oh my god, what's this?
Sounds like Admech.
I need a 6. I need a 6 for this. Because if I spend a CP, and I know I can't interrupt, but at this point I'm just accepting my Tyrant's going to get pumped.
Okay,
Right? If I spend a CP and roll a 6, I do D3 mortal wounds.
okay.
And I kill that unit, which
Okay.
puts me up to 5 for grind, which is important right now.
Yeah.
Michael's shaking his head and saying no, so I'm definitely going to do it. CP spent. This is going to be the big 60. You ready?
No.
Oh, just the 1 mortal wound.
Just 1 mortal wound.
2, 5, 1 mortal wound.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
Right.
yes, chat. That was a terrible play, but it's a stream. It's not an actual tournament.
So we've got rid of that horrible character. Thank you very much.
My stinky Balfoul Blight Spawn.
Right, so now multi-melter time.
That's the second model you've killed. Is that it?
Yes. Just your characters. The one thing I didn't think I'd kill. Just, right, okay, all the multi-melters then at that Malefic Blight, whatever it is.
In that case, I'm going to spend my last CP.
Yeah.
Actually, you moved,
No, not with this unit,
so
no.
I'll spend that CP. -1 to hit.
Okay, cool. So 6 shots. 3, -1 hit, yeah?
Yep.
So 3 hits. 3 wounds.
5 up demon saves.
Mm.
Hoo-yah! One's on the map.
And these are all within 12, so...
Yeah, that's a dead Blight Hauler, Steve.
Yeah, it's gone.
Does it explode?
Well, I'm outside of 3.
No. It's a 6-inch explosion, I think.
Oh, is it?
Is it 4+ and 6-inch explosion? I think
Oh.
it's a 4+ and a 6-inch explosion for
You're
Death Guard
joking
stuff,
me.
isn't it?
I believe you're right.
I think I'm right, yeah.
Are you actually joking me?
No, I'm deadly serious.
That little dancer.
God. I was like, I know, I'll just go outside.
Putrid explosion. On a 4+, it explodes, and every unit, excluding Nurgle, within 6 inches, suffers a mortal wound.
All right, so that would have gone off, so it would just be my... I thought, I'll just make sure I'm outside of 3. Do I ignore it? No, I don't. Cool, so I lost the Sacrosanct. Great.
That is, however, the second unit killed, well, third unit strictly killed, right? Because you've got the Demon Prince as well.
Yeah.
So you need 1 more to match me on grind, to stop me from scoring those 3 points.
Right, the Heavy Flame is gone. Zephyrin now will just shoot some pistols into... outside of the range of the poxes. Okay, cool. Should have used the old Heavy Flamer from Celestine, but oh well. Just 5 pistol shots into your Terminators, sure, why not? No rerolls. Ooh, 1 wound.
AP?
Nothing. Nothing, cool. Right, that's that.
Jake has got his tiny little arm up.
What do you want, Jake?
I'm surprised you could see it. Valrax entered the stream with a lot of people,
no.
and there are a few super chats. We'll go through those obviously in the movement phase, but I think he just wanted me to let you know his presence
He
is
was
there.
here.
Valrak messaged me today on WhatsApp, right? After all the abuse he gives me on all of his streams, I got a message, oh, please help me with my camera, Liam, I don't know what I'm doing. All day.
Wow.
All day, Steve.
Wow. Sacrosanct, charging Morty.
Charging me already.
Yep.
Big 8. I'll take it. He also putridly exposed as well, by the way.
Great.
And it's also a 4+.
Great.
And I think it's more mortal wounds.
Great.
His he does D3 mortal wounds for everything within 6 inches, just so you know.
Great. Morvian, I don't know why I'm rolling because she's
11.
She's
Wow,
definitely
you can go
in.
wherever you want, mate.
Yeah. Palatine ain't going in. Just going to keep those within 3 there, like that. Then the Zephyrin will go into those Terminators. And Morty, because sure, why not? I might need the extra hits. Not going to base you so they can go either way. This is like what I'm going to call my flex unit. Because they can go left or right. Up or down. Doing some work for me, you know.
We know that's not what he really meant.
No, we all know that's not what he really meant.
my flex
I'm currently happy, right? Turn 2, and I'm still making him think hard.
You are, actually.
I thought by turn 2 I'd be packing my army in the car.
Well, if we didn't hit the 30 members, then you may have been.
Yeah. I love members, Steve.
Which on the members front, we're now on 33 members. So obviously, as I said, guys, link in the description if you want to become an MN, a massive member.
Did you want to go through
A multi-melt.
what the plan is for these members, by the way, Steve, for anybody who's just joined us?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is when we get to 100, hopefully we do that tonight, ambitious I know, but bit of a stretch goal, we'll open up a Discord community and it will be ran by Eddie. It means I can afford to pay him to do it. So that's exactly why we've put that at that. And then as we grow and more, memberships unlock, we're going to add more and more bits and bobs, maybe some discount codes, maybe some exclusive events, and also potentially some premium live stream battle reports on more days.
More of this.
And this. And these other lovely people in this room right now. That this would not be possible. For example, Robbie, Daisy, they give up their free time to be here. So
do I.
it's not really free for you,
Everyone.
is it? Robbie and Daisy, the true heroes.
I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah, you do give up sometime, I suppose. But anyway, now I'm in a dilemma.
Are you? Talk to me, Goose.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is, these Death Shroud over here, right?
Yeah, they're a problem.
Yeah, they are. So what I could do is, I could actually miracle charge them with Celestine and the gang.
Ooh, that's a bold move.
Because you can't interrupt now.
I don't want to.
So I don't know if you kill them in a round of combat.
Well, you're going to charge, right? So you get to fight first.
Yeah.
3 wounds, T5, 2 up armor, T6. Did I get a putrescent vitality? I don't think I did. No, I got a 6 on it. So I failed that. So T5, 3 wounds, 2 up armor, 4 up invulnerable safe. Disgustingly resilient.
Yeah. So could do that, and that means if I can cold you in combat, it stops you pushing onto my objective.
You know what else it does? Engage.
It does get me an engage. It does mean Celestine's well out front though.
It does, but I mean she's pretty tanky, right?
Yeah, but with the swing back, you're always I'm better off losing Celestine to you than in your turn than I am in my turn, because then you've got another turn to pick her up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so a little bit hesitant about that really. And also the way she stands back up. So if I lose her in your turn, that's fine, because then when she stands back up, it's my turn, so I can play cage you with her. If I would just be throwing her away at this point. So I'm probably going to keep her where she is. She will take, how many mortal wounds if she's sat on that spot?
So she's a character, so I think it's a 5+.
Okay, if you could just check for me.
If it's D3, it's a 5+.
Because otherwise I could use my miracle dice on this unit of Zephyrs and go and clean up Morty. As a guarantee.
Blight Bombardment.
Yeah.
Roll a dice, adding 1 if it's infantry, -1 if it's a character.
So what if it's one of each? Because it is an infantry character.
Flat, isn't it? Flat 4, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. How does
Yeah.
that work? Would it
Yeah.
add 1 for being infantry, -1 for being a character, and go back to 4+?
I would have to assume so.
Yeah.
So 4+.
Not sure if that's quite the intent on that one.
4+ is D3 mortal wounds, 7+ is D6 mortal wounds, but obviously I can't get 7+ if she's a character.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because it's -1. So
Okay.
I can only get 7+ if it's a normal infantry unit.
All right. Because I could charge her into Morty,
You could.
but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep her where she is, and I'm going to use my miracle charge on this unit to go into there.
So you're using both the 5 and the 6 on that one?
Yeah, the 5 and the 6, please. Yeah. Now I might roll the charge with Celestine to see if it was, if it was meant to be
Into where?
into these death rounds.
Wow, that's big.
So I need literally a 12, but no, we're not going to ruin her. We're not going to waste her like that.
I kind of wanted you to.
I know you did. Right, so you can't fight. You got no CPs or anything
I
left.
don't care about fighting, I just want to stand there and take it.
So I'm going to go with my lady that is got the rupturous blows on. She's going first. This Canoness.
I don't know what at this point, Steve, I don't know what you're saying to me. Just roll some dice.
So the Canoness gets 6 attacks,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm just going to hit those death shroud with my Canoness.
You're going to try?
They are flat 3 damage.
Don't care.
You got no invuns.
I don't care.
Cool. 6 explodes. She's strength 6, so we're on 3s. Oh dear, that's a bit rubbish. 4, no invuns, -4.
So 6 up saves.
Yep.
So a big Yahtzee.
You need a big one.
And they got the 1.
So that's going to be 1 dead and
That's
a half
one.
dead.
Yeah, so 1's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I think...
Fair cop. Right, I'm going to go with the unit of Sacrosanct into Mortarion first. No, let's go Val.
Big old Val?
Let Val take her down, I reckon. That'd be heroic from her,
Valerie.
wouldn't it?
Go on, Morgan Valerie.
Well, she's hitting.
And an explosion.
And an explosion.
Because of Bloody Rose.
No, because of the Sacred Rite.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Toughness?
8, Mortari.
Oh dear. Cool, just the 2 wounds then. Goes through. -3.
6 up then, because you turned my invert off, right?
Yep.
No.
So these give me 2 damage apiece.
So is it normally 3 or is it normally 2?
It's normally 3.
So down to 2 each.
Mhm.
But you don't turn off my Feel No Pain. Whoa! Tanks 2. Takes 2 wounds. 5 left.
You're like 50-50 in this every single time,
yeah,
aren't
yeah.
you? How many wounds left?
5, sir.
5 wounds left. Right, okay, it's going to have to be the unit of Zephyrs over there.
Like this. Like this. 5.
Is that John Cena who's just turned up?
Yeah.
Oh, no one would know. You can't see him.
Right, unit of Zephyrs that made the charge.
No
They're
one will know
going in
because you've
now.
not got the right camera on, that's why.
Now he's got rid of the dice cam. This is the Zephyr units. Now, they're not getting any rerolls because you turn all those off.
No, I don't turn rerolls off. You gave them reroll hits and wounds.
No, this is the unit of Zephyr in that charge.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, they don't get
But
any rerolls.
they don't get any rerolls because of auras,
Yeah,
basically.
They get 4 as a shutdown, mate, yeah. Sorry.
And I'm -1 to hit.
You are -1 to hit because of Maedla of Pestilence. Did you
No.
remember that on Morvi and Val?
Not sure, actually, now, to be honest. Do you want me to re-roll all those
No,
hits?
because it could be much worse for me.
Could have been much worse. I would have probably paid that 1 CP +1 to hit +1 to wound.
Yeah, cool.
But anyway. So you've got 2, 3, 4, 5,
Put them on sacrifice.
6. 6 wounds, no invuns, -4. So just 6 up saves.
No?
Has Morty got a 3+ save?
3+ save.
Oh, in that case,
How much
no save.
damage?
1 damage each.
So just 5 up, Feel No Pains.
Yep.
Ready for a 50-50. Didn't do it that time. That's the 5 wounds he needs.
Down.
And I used your dice on purpose so I could roll this monumental 4+.
The big boy's down. That's the 3.
Doesn't explode.
No, you wasted your explosion earlier.
Now he explodes.
Yeah, not sure how that works.
That's not how it works, Steve.
Right, my other unit of Sephirin into your Death Shroud.
Shroud?
Yeah.
Would you like to do some pile-in movement shenanigans before you swing?
Yeah, probably would, because then I can basically get me engaged, can't I?
And you can get all of them in as well.
Yeah.
Get them all in engagement range, swing of all 5 of them.
Yep.
Huh? Yeah, I've done. Yeah, you get 4 on that.
And now I get rerolls.
Auras are no longer a thing, no longer a problem for you. You can reroll everything that's in range.
Sweet, I got a Canoness nearby. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Now, should have spent 2 CPs +1 to wound. But anywho. They're within 9 of that, so I get reroll 1s for them Palatine. Which strength 4, so I need 5s. Yeah, should have went +1 to wound on that. Anyway, it's all good. That many saves, mate. So you got 6 invulnerable saves.
Okay,
No, 4 pluses. Sorry, 6+ saves. 6 pluses. Because it's -4. You got 2 pluses.
Now I don't know what to believe.
6 sixes you need.
Made 1.
So that's the last one dead and then the other one dead. Because they're 1 damage each.
Which means Dave's going to stop me grinding.
Yeah, boy.
A true travesty.
I know. I'm so upset by it. That's a strong turn from the sisters, to be fair. That's quite the swing there.
I had to put a lot of resources into it.
Yeah, you did have to, yeah, but I'm now very concerned. I'm more concerned than a concerned thing.
Than the Conservative Party. No? Concerned Party. That's what you are right
Did
now.
you action on that back objective?
This one here.
Oh, you did on that objective. Okay, cool.
That's why I fortified it, you see.
That's where you fortified it.
Yeah. They can move 3, but I don't want to move them too far away from getting rerolls and stuff.
And things.
Yeah, and actionable bits and bobs. So they're going to chill like that. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of chilling, and that is the end of my turn.
Right. Give me a quick rundown there, Steve.
Right, so I scored a lot of points on Assassinate.
So you scored 7 points on Assassinate because Morty is the Warlord for 4 and another one for 3. What about you Engage?
Just 2 points.
Just the 2 actually.
Yeah.
Nice. So going into about round 3, once this thing Steve.
We're still 3 each though, so Liam's going to get 10 points.
He's going to get 10 points. So, going into battle round 3.
Before you put that on there, because it's the start of battle round 3, I want to know what the scores are. I think Steve's ahead by about 5 or 6 points now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it's now 39 to Steve at the end of turn 2, and 31 to you, Liam. But obviously you're about to score 10 points, so that will put you up to 41. And then we'll have to, and then obviously another 3 banners, so that will go up to 44. So obviously it's all to play for still.
Oh, did you? Oh yeah, I scored my next one at the start of my next command phase. Yeah.
Right, so we'll adjust all that, and then.
Thing is, I've got lots of like little one model units and.
Yeah, I'm less confident now. The Prince dropped very quickly, a lot quicker than I think I expected him to. And then that turn off, Invun's coming in real clutch right there. That's really a really important play.
Yeah.
So I also didn't think I would drop Mortarion and all 3 death shrouds.
You got a bit aggressive on their piling and consolidate.
Yeah, I did it on purpose though. I threw them up there on purpose to give you something to deal with. I wanted to load that flank so I could come around this way, and this is a little bit less sort of protected, but. It might not pay off. We'll see what happens, Steve, won't we?
It's all about practice, right?
So, command phase, Jake. I'm going to get my lowly command point back.
Someone would say a cheeky little command point there.
Just the one.
Just the one, actually.
I get miracle dice because I killed someone in the combat phase. 2, thank you. And killed, start of the new turn as well. 3. Do I get any things like when I kill the warlord or something? I'm going to go and sit and read my book while you...
Yeah, you do that. You learn your rules halfway through the game, Steve.
Right.
Well, thank God Michael's here because he's telling you yours, eh?
No, in that.
Eh?
And on that note.
Wow.
Right. Michael, buddy. It's us time again.
Whee.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, actually.
How do you think Liam's doing?
I think psychologically he's probably taken a hit here.
Yeah. Well, so obviously let's just sort of analyse that turn, right? That was a massive turn.
Yeah.
That's my analysing of it. Michael, talk me through it.
Well, Morty's dead.
Morty is dead. No Rick to save him either.
He's just gone.
No, he's gone. And so is that foul blight spawn as well. Quite
He's
cheeky
dead,
there for Morty and Val. Obviously getting those shots off on him.
Yeah, well, I think we knew once the no invuln thing went off. It was.
I think it was predicted. The moment you pop that, you know it's going to be a messy turn. And I think obviously like that was obviously a testament to obviously what happened there. Obviously Morty getting picked up, those Death Shroud getting picked up.
Yeah.
We do have a few super chats though. Just a few. So we've got $2 from Crypto Shadow. Valrak is lurking and making fun of the man bun, Liam. And then there was another £2 for money for man bun styling cream. Didn't know this was a thing. So I'll have to look into that. See if it is actually £2.
What I've come to realise, Jakey, is those people that comment on another man's hair are just insecure about their own appearance. That's what I've come to realise.
Well, it's true. My
so
hairline.
for everyone who comments or super chats about my hair.
Well, my hairline's back in 5th edition, so we're all right there.
When did you realise it was just taking you longer to wash your face?
Exactly.
I'll have to get a chest clock on this.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll slow playing my hair washing there, Steve. Right, we'll pop that back on there the sake of my hairline. Right, so we scroll down a bit and we see... How many members are we at now? So Steve just asked how many members we're at. We're still at 33 members, Steve. Come on, if we can get 40 by the end of this stream at least, or at least by battle round 4, 10 per battle round. Oh, that's strong. That's a strong... Do you know what? I think that's a power move right there. Don't know. How would you analyse that?
Well... I don't know, crazy as the dice that have been rolled this game, I think.
And on that note, we love that. Right. Then we've got a big $50 from Phil. I think that's Australian dollars. Hey guys, love your battle reports. They have been an amazing way to improve my gameplay and keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much for that. Obviously, that is really, really kind. And obviously, all the work, all the money in the super chats go towards improving the stream, seeing what you have here today. And obviously, if anyone goes back to nearly a year ago when we first did our live stream on a Tuesday and you come to now, you can just see a massive improvement and a lot of different faces. Yeah, right. Talk to me.
Well,
talk to me, Nick. Talk to me, Michael.
We've got damage control going on, haven't we, really? Liam's looking at probably trying to pick up those grind points towards the end of it, because that's something he can reliably do here. Because he's still got those tough units, and obviously Steve's got a lot of exposed 5-man, 1-man. or one lady units.
Yeah, this is the moment where, like, obviously not picking up that multi-mill, I imagine, you know, so leaving those easy grind targets is quite a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, and he suffered for it because obviously a few more got brought back by the Hospitaller, didn't they?
Yeah, good old hospital over there.
Yeah.
The old NHS. But yeah, obviously you got to argue as well, like we said, with grind as a secondary, it's quite like obviously it seems as quite an aggressive pick. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're forcing to have to kill stuff to get it.
Yeah.
But equally, you can be semi-passive with it because if you're just peppering these units and taking them down to that
Yeah.
one model, you can just keep them for next go. I don't know your thoughts on that, but that's how I've always perceived it.
Yeah, it's a struggle really. I always think if you go hard and kill as many units as you can with grind, and then you just, you know, sort out your tempo for the rest of the game to try and pick up some more grind later by sort of keeping some of your units a bit safer and then working on those.
It's a big deal when you think about it as well. And if you look at obviously the movement that's coming out here, obviously Liam's in a bit of what we like to call analysis paralysis right now. So obviously, you know, there's a lot of things going on in terms of force. It's not easy. Like especially I played Steve on the weekend as well with this, and you know it really is. It's hard. Like it's really hard. Especially like I found versus his army, without giving too much away. Obviously, I don't know about how his forts is. A lot of it is about how you can trade. And this is just speaking from the experience that I had on the weekend versus it. You know, if you can't keep up with the amount of trading he has, it just creates for such a massive pain in the backside, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, 100%. There's so much trading going on in the game nowadays, and you really need to keep an eye on which units you can pick up.
Right, we've had the big fun from the big man. Let's see what has happened.
Whoop. Steve's give you some real choices. I know he's still got a unit of Zephyrim in Deep Strike Reserve, so I don't want to be pushing my Plague Burst Crawlers up too far to start taking ground with them. They're pretty tough units. It's pretty easy for them to take control of ground, but if I move them, I'm giving up my current screening at the backfield. So I'm going to keep them where they are at the moment. This unit of Poxwalkers, we've still got our banners up. We're still holding these objectives. That's key. 10 points on those primary is really important for me at the moment, so it doesn't make sense to move them off. And keeping those banners up is also really important for me at the moment because I'm not going to easily get maximum engage. In fact, I don't think I can get maximum engage from now on. I think I'm looking at 2 points every turn at best right now, so I need to make sure I try and get those 2. It really stung losing grind, but there is a few individual units around, so what we've done is we've made sure that this Malignant Playcaster here, he's in range of this unit Sacrosanct, he's in range of this unit Sisters, he's in range of this single multi-melter sister, he's in range of these Zeraphim there, so there's lots of things you can do. He's got a couple of aggressive Psychic Witchfires. We're going to try and use that and see if we can drop a couple of models, maybe even take up that Battle Sister in the middle of the board. We're going to hopefully get lucky with that. We'll see what happens. And it's bad when you're relying on luck. Yes.
Just a quick note, is that Malefic Plaguecaster within 7 of that multi-pellet lady?
Within
for
12.
His special...
Pestilential Fallouts.
Yeah.
12 inches?
Well, we're in 9.
I think Pestilential is 12. I'll check
It
that
may
in a
be
second.
12, yeah. Carry on.
So we're going to try and fire some mortars over. We've got my entropy cannons in range. We've moved the Plague Marines over here on this objective so they can draw lines to that Zephyr. And that Zephyr are a quick unit, and if I can take them down, I start to give him some choices to make in terms of his engage as well, and how he's going to try and drop that banner with those Poxwalkers. It's really key for me I drop these Zephyrin, because if he gets on that objective, takes those Poxwalkers down, not only do I lose a primary, but I also lose a banner. Yes, Steve?
You know what's going to happen, don't you?
What?
They're going to come in and give you a judo chop!
I'm not allowed to swear on your stream, otherwise I would swear right now.
It's happening. Chopping.
I've warned you twice. If you do that, I'll swear. Don't push me.
That's the one warning.
That's your only 2 warnings you're going to get. A third time is not lucky.
That's
A third time is a quick old mute. Or I just shout beep.
Right, Stephen.
Yes, mate.
We're going to start off in the psychic phase. Oh, also, just so you guys know, we've moved the Mephitic Blight Hauler here. We've touched the objective. We've got line of sight to other units to fire his weapons. I made sure that he was in range of those Zephyr. And I really need to kill them. They're quick. They're close to my objectives. They're close to my banners. I need to get rid of them. Don't you dare! I've warned you.
Didn't say anything.
What if someone else did it?
So we're going to start with Plague. See, someone else did it, Jake. It's not so bad because no one else knows that I competed at judo when I was younger, and that's why judo chop annoys me because it's not an actual thing. It doesn't exist. It's never existed.
Exists for Austin Powers.
We're going to start with Plague Wind, Steve.
To be fair, your dancing earlier was a bit like Austin Powers on the same
Select one enemy unit within 18 inches of the Psyker.
Yeah.
And roll a, if you're successfully cast, roll a d6 for every unit on 6+ and suffers a mortal wound. If I cast on a 9 or more, it does it on a 5+ instead.
Gonna deny it.
I'm going to pick your Sacrosanct.
Yeah.
Okay. Warp charge value of 6, Steve.
I'm
I
gonna-
really need this to go well.
I'm just gonna deny it.
Stop. Stop.
Which is the red dice? This good one here, isn't
Hang
it?
on a minute. Wait before you try and... Actually, you might as well roll your deny before I deny if I use my command point. But you can't... No. Stop. Wait. Don't do that. Good. Okay, so you've tried to deny it now, which is good. I was going to probably command point reroll it, and I'll explain why in a minute. Pestilential Fallout is 12 inches. Okay? So I'm going to use my CP and reroll this. There's a reason for this.
To the scoreboard.
So I don't get Pestilential Fallout. The reason why I did that, if I'd have got a 7 or more, that Battle Sister on its own would have suffered a mortal wound. But I didn't. I got it on 6. So, it's 8 Sacrosancts in the unit.
That was pretty risky play, mate, because you could have easily failed that completely.
I could have, yeah, but I'm more bothered about Pestilential Fallout to allow my smite to hit the Zephyrin.
Right.
That's why I needed Pestilential Fallout to be a thing.
Liam, sorry to interrupt you. Have you forgotten about the bombardment?
Yeah, okay.
We'll do it in a minute.
We'll do it in a minute. Cool.
There's only one model that's going to affect Celestine.
It's Celestine, yeah.
That's right.
She's great.
And I just ignore it when it's her because she just gets back up anyway. So 6 is Steve. It's mortal wounds. There's one mortal wound on the unit.
Okay. On this unit?
On the Sacrosancts, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So Celestine will suffer D3 mortal wounds on a 4+.
Do you want your dice back?
No, not really, no.
You can have it anyway.
Now I know why you tell me I'm not allowed to use my own DZ dice.
Maybe I should spend your command points for you as well.
I've done it all myself. So now we're going to use Smite. Let's get rid of that Battle Sister.
Go on. So Super Smite, you've gone in big. Haven't denied it. She's definitely a goner.
Taken 3 mortal wounds. I killed a unit, yay!
Now, how does the +1 trigger?
So it triggers on a successful cast of a 7 or more.
Right.
So the nearest unit
So does that...
within 12.
Right, so does that hit it first and then the Smite would carry on to the next visible unit?
That's an interesting question that I don't know the answer. Let me read to you. Each time this model successfully manifests a psychic power,
Yeah.
if the result of the psychic test was 7 or more, the closest enemy unit within 12 inches suffers 1 mortal wound.
Now, I'm going to say this. It's your turn. Because it successfully casts, I would say that goes. Kills that, and then the Smite can go to the next closest enemy visible unit.
Which would be your Zephyr, and it was 3 mortal wounds.
14.
And 14 and a half.
15. Celestine is 14.
Equidistant.
They are 14. So it's up to you. You can pick them or Celestine.
Zephyrin.
Cool.
Would be 3 mortal wounds.
Do you agree, Michael, that's the fairest thing to do in that situation?
I do agree, yes. It would have been clear if it said immediately or anything on those lines, but
Normally
you pick the order.
Normally when two things are happening at the same time, the players whose turn it is can dictate which it is.
I know that because I listened to it on a Competitive 40k podcast.
You mean the
competitive
competitive
40K
podcast?
I do, yeah, not the other one. Right, now we're going to move into the shooting phase. Thank you, Stephen.
That's okay, mate.
We're going to start off with these Death Guard Plague Marines.
Shooting at the Zephyrs.
Yeah, we're going to start off with my Blight Hauler.
First pick them up.
Well, I got four botgun shots
Oh, well, you can.
because I don't get rapid fire do I if I moved.
You do as Death Guard, unless you advance or fall back.
Nice.
You mean Plague Marines have a cool rule? Wow.
Blight Launcher.
Just a one hit. Yep.
Strength 6.
2s then.
AP -2.
I'm okay.
So it was probably worth you not picking them up actually because I've got to do this with bolt guns now.
But lots of volume is the best way to take them down.
Weight of dice is key.
These are weighty.
They are very
Four
weighty.
saves?
4 saves of whatever their save is.
3 ups. 2 dead. Cool.
That's that unit. That's 2 for grind.
Unit gone.
That's gone better than I think I expected.
You're
Oh
welcome,
dear.
Liam.
My character is stood out in the open.
Yes. I don't know if I care.
Okay, cool.
Do I care?
I don't know.
Okay.
Up to you.
So this Plague Burst Crawler
Mm-hmm.
is going to fire his entropy cannons into these Battle Sisters,
Good choice.
and he's going to fire his Plague Burst Mortar into those Battle Sisters, I think.
Okay, can I tell you to do something different?
You're going to tell me to shoot those ones?
If you kill this unit off and they're all dead by the end of this turn,
Stops
I
your
don't get
action.
my 4 points.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's just go for that. Blast first. Just the one.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit.
No.
This is your fault. Entropy cannons. Both hit.
Yep.
Both wound. AP -4.
Okay, so I'm getting a 6+ for invulnerable save.
We've seen far too many of them tonight, I think. We've seen far too many of them double sixes.
In fairness,
how much are these dice from the store, Stephen? Are you trying to sell them tonight? Is that what we're doing?
Steve's always in.
They're currently not on sale. You only get these when you come to the Factorum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should give
Because
one.
they're so heavy, they don't even go in the mail. The mailman's like, nah.
I think you should give one to every member at this rate.
Yeah?
The ones that you've been using as well, specifically.
Okay,
Right, now I hate you a little bit.
cool. Not as bad as me putting 2 multi-melters into you and you saving it.
So these entropy cannons... I don't know whether to shoot the retributors or the character.
Ooh,
How many wounds does the character got?
5.
4 up in them?
Yes.
Let's kill the character.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something.
Is this the same thing you told me earlier? Because there's a cream for it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later though, because it's not helped.
Yeah, that's because I just gave you a yogurt.
So her yogurt.
How yogurt?
Her relic, not her yogurt. Anyway, her relic, I can use an epic deed stratagem once per game.
Okay.
So as soon as you kill her, she's going to stand back up.
So don't kill her, like you're saying. So she doesn't count as being killed if she does that?
She's going to stand back up.
Yeah.
But she doesn't count as being killed?
No.
Right. In that case, I'll fire the entropy cannons at the retributors,
Cool.
and I'll fire the mortar into the same unit of infantry that we're trying to stop from doing that action.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so-
it is a once per game stratagem.
Yeah, but you'll do it, and then you'll get her up. And so entropy cannons on 3s, both hit. On 2s, we're rolling 1s for a plague weapon. So that's 2 at -4,
5
sir.
2 dead.
Well, you feel no pain. So the
Yeah.
first one, we'll do a total of 4 damage.
Yeah, they're dead.
Second one, we'll do a total of 5 damage.
I'll get rid of the heavy flamer and one of those. Cool.
They're rapid fire. I don't think rapid fire weapons are in range, thank you.
No, it's
I'll
24 in it.
ask. Rapid fire weapons are there.
You can target her if you
We'll
want.
target the character.
Chip off a couple.
We are.
Bit of chippage.
Oh, that doesn't work, does it?
No. No.
Didn't wound.
No.
The plague burst mortar, though. We're going to go for the big 6 here, Steve.
Go on then, you need it. That's a 4, that's average.
that'll
You
do.
can't kill the unit unless
no,
you
but
have
they
to
could
put
fail
more
the
shots.
morale, I guess, but you've got an auto pass there, but
Yeah.
we'd have to hit with more than just the 3. 2's to wound you, though. So that's 3 at -2, but you're in cover, so it's -1. Wow. That went badly.
That did. That went very badly, actually. What else have you got left to shoot? Just this guy?
This guy, yes, and he will put everything into them
Yeah.
just to get rid of them.
Gonna have to CP that. Use the 3. So it's minus.
It's -1.
Oh. It's -1 AP.
Well, it's -2, but you're on cover, so it becomes -1.
In that case, yeah, not going to do that. Yeah, I might have to use 2 miracle dice. I can discard up to 2, so I'll get rid of my... Ooh, this is now making me make some hard choices here. So I can lose 1, 2, 3. So I can lose 2, and then...
Just take the third off, Steve.
No.
Just do it. Just take it off.
No.
Just do it, Steve.
No. I'm going to use 2 miracle dice.
What was that noise?
Not sure. And I'm going to pass it. I'll turn a 2 into a 4. Cool.
So you've got how many left?
What? CPs?
No, Battle Sisters, you lunatic.
2.
Cool. So I'm going to Plague Spurt through a window.
Okay, just the 1. Oh, all of them.
All 3.
Oh. So when I asked earlier what else can shoot and you just went that?
Yeah, I just looked. Did you want your points back? Do you want your point? You can have your points back if it makes a check.
No, carry on.
Are you sure you don't want your points back with the
Carry on.
with the 21 hits? You can have it back, Stephen. Have your points back, Steve.
What
you
you
know
got? What you got left to shoot? Ah, nothing. Oh, 21 hits
Well,
coming
if
in.
you can't open your eyes, then you know it's your own fault, isn't it, really?
Get on with it. 4s.
Yeah, I'm not going to claim that contagion rate.
Nah, you ain't claiming that. Not after this move. Not after the shenanigans.
Rerolling 1s.
What is that monstrosity?
That's pretty good, actually, that monstrosity.
Does the chat enjoy me versus Liam?
Yeah, yeah. They're definitely very much enjoying it.
Go
Good.
on, Steve. Normal armor saver, 2 ups because you're on cover.
Here we go then. 1 by 1? Nah.
Don't do that to me. Just the 1. That was pretty good, Steve.
Cool.
How many's left?
1. No, 2. Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2. I got to keep that one on the objective.
This guy.
No.
What was that noise?
No, don't do it.
This guy. You ready?
No. You get all in.
All in.
No.
Bile spurt, multi-melter, and do I crack or frag you? I'm going to frag you, I think.
Go on then. Frag away.
D6 for the frag.
Just the
I
one.
should have just used my crack missile.
You would have missed though.
Hits?
Yeah. You're not even bracketed at this point.
No, it's less than 10 wounds. Wounds? 2 up.
Cool. Thanks.
Charge. Bile spurt. D3 shots to the bile spurt. What, just the 1? Hitting you on a 3. Doesn't hit. This is going badly, isn't it? But it's okay. We've got a multi-melter, Steve. Both hit.
Yes, they did.
I have no command points, Steve. I need 2 2s. It's 2 2s, Steve. It's AP -4. 6 up saves. 2 6 up saves.
Just need a 6.
You want to go back to your red dice for this, don't you, really? Let's be honest.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Don't jinx anything right now, Steve.
Do you want this one back as well? Do you want
Have
this
you
one
got
back?
a miracle dice for a 6, Steve?
No, he's got a 5.
Got 5,
You
unfortunately.
can have that one
Always-
back if you want as well. I'll give you that dice back. I
Always
feel like
one short.
it's been tainted enough by the Chaos Pantheon now.
Come on.
Double 6s.
For the Emperor.
We're
Go
looking
on, hit him with a flex.
For the Emperor.
Oh, he did it.
Oh, for the Emperor! Boo, boo, boo. Strawberry basket. And save the other one. Oh! No, that's a power move.
I don't quite know what to say, Stephen. That's happened far too frequently on both sides, actually. Right, wow.
That was amazing.
This is like the Flexiverse, isn't it? Like
That
the
was
multiverse,
amazing.
but it's
This
just
is
all
amazing.
flexes.
This is like, I've never had these games, guys. Could you imagine if I rolled like this all the time?
ITC winner straight off. Like, no one else might as well bother. Like,
Step aside, people. I roll 6s.
I
Steve
can
is-
actually get a base within an inch of that battle sister.
Can you now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Big charge.
Go on then.
Death Shroud.
Okay. Oh dear.
I think it was 6. And if this fails, hang on, is it less than 6? No, it's 6 inches. If
Yeah.
this fails, this is a huge deal for me.
Well, you spent your CP early on that stupid reroll on that thing you shouldn't have. But I'll let you have it back because that was a stupid reroll. 7, you're in.
Nurgle's number, we love it.
So you're in.
We are in.
Into the Sacrosancts and obviously the Battle Sisters.
Yeah, of course, both.
Okay.
I have to.
You have to.
I can come around this way. Now, I'm going to do something really silly, Steve.
What's that?
I'm going to try a crazy charge into the... This is part of Celestine's unit, right?
It is. Why are you going to do that, mate?
Because I want to stop you from heroic intervening.
Good point.
It's a 9-inch charge, so it's unlikely, but I need to try and stop that heroic intervention.
Yeah, so you probably should have declared it first.
I should have, but I really wanted to not block the...
Death Shroud.
You're right, I probably should have declared it first.
It's
We'll
fine.
go for it, it's fine. You ready?
Yeah.
It's going to happen for me.
It's big if you do it. It's very big. No.
It didn't happen for me.
No, it didn't happen for you.
no.
But it was definitely the right play.
Yeah, I need
100%.
It was essentially a charge to use a move block to stop you from heroically intervening like you're going to do now, because you'll probably pick up the Death Shroud.
Well, because I can heroically intervene 6 inches.
That's why it was a big deal for me.
It's not the biggest deal, though.
So now the Death Shrouds are going to try and smoosh some sisters, I think.
Okay. Cool.
I need to work out how many I'm going to allocate. So I need those Battle Sisters dead, because that's 4 points for you.
Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
No.
I'm going to spend 1 CP, and it's called Suffer and Sacrifice. Guess who I'm going to suffer and sacrifice? Guess who's going to be the sacrifice here?
Jake,
No,
Eddie,
no,
Daisy,
no, definitely
Robbie,
not. No, too
Michael.
valuable. Maybe.
Jack.
Absolutely.
Ben.
Celestine.
Okay, I was close.
I'm going to sacrifice Celestine, and she is going to suffer.
What is it? What
one CP.
crazy nonsense does this do now, Stephen?
Use the stratagem in the fight phase. Select one Adepta Sororitas Warlord, Saint Palentia, that's a vegetable, or Living Saint. Unit from your army, she's Living Saint. Until the end of the phase, that unit is known as Suffering. Until the end of the phase, each time an enemy unit is selected to fight, if it is in engagement range, which it is, your opponent selects targets for its attacks. Only my Suffering unit can take them. So you have to declare all of your attacks onto the Suffering
That's
unit.
a good move.
It's to keep my battle sisters alive, to keep doing that objective. She's coming in, she's like, no, you shall make that ground sacred, and I will suffer for you.
Let's try and pump Celestine then for a giggle.
Cool.
Twos? I just declare the unit, I guess, right?
It all goes on.
Yeah, cool. Twos. Now I'm strength 7.
Yeah, you are.
And they're plague weapons.
Yeah.
Twos.
Real your ones.
That many. AP minus
What's the damage?
3, 2 damage.
2
I
damage.
think they're minus 3.
Okay, so I need to do these one by one. Make sure if they are 1 or 2, because this is quite big. Because
Death Shroud Terminators are AP minus 3, flat 2 damage.
on the sweeps.
But I'm not hitting on 2s, I was actually hitting on 3s because of it's minus 1 to hit. So do you want me to roll that out again? Just to be
I think
sure?
you had about 3 2s in there. Should we just
I'm
take
happy to
3 out?
ditch 3 out, yeah, that's fine.
It's about right, yeah.
I've just read that now, so it's probably key that I get that right.
Right, so I've got 2 plus saves, so minus
3.
minus 3. So a 4-pin button then. I'll take these 2 at a time, because if these both go through, they would instantly pop both for the girls, the twins. So well, I've got 1 twin left. 1 twin left still. The twins are dead.
The twins.
But they can come back as well, right?
Yeah, she can bring them back, yeah. And then all these now, half damage. Minus damage by 1, so half damage on Celestine. So she takes 2 wounds.
Not
Okay.
what I was hoping for. Because clearly what I was hoping to do was kill the Battle Sisters, stop you from doing your action, stop you from holding the objective of OBSEC. Not that that makes a massive difference because you now outnumber me anyway, but cool.
Yep. Now, Celestine is outside of an inch. I couldn't get the Heroic Intervention high enough earlier. So she can't fight. Because she's not in engagement range at the point she comes to swing. So it's quite a good move from that. But the unit is now going to fight. And they have set to defend. Because the Celestians can do that no matter where they are.
Did they?
Yes, they did. Because of their shields. So there.
This is some crazy, this is.
So you're going to pop in that gap there. Pop in that gap there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the sergeant. Okay. You charge me, I get an extra attack.
Wait, what? I charge you, you get extra. Oh, bloody raise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
2 6s, 2 extra hits going. How are we doing for time, by the way?
It's not quite wife castration time. Yeah, 10 past 10. We're good.
10 past 10. Better get a move on.
Not quite cowboy time. It's the other side of the clock. You know cowboy time, Steve?
Nah.
10 to 10.
I'm wounding on 3s because I'm strength 6.
10 to 10 to 10, 10, 10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. That many saves, mate. Minus 4.
Minus 4, so 4 pin buttons.
Yeah, bro.
Cataphracti. Oh, quite a few.
It's pretty good, mate. Just the 1 dead.
And
1 dead.
lost the wounds.
1 dead and 1 lost the wound.
I don't think it makes much of a difference, does it?
Nah.
We'll go with that guy. Whack that guy. And then this guy's going to lose his wound because he's not the champion. The champion gets an extra attack. It's worth, and he's got 2 plague spurters. It's always worth staying alive with my double spurt.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Your battle sister, however, can swing.
Oh, of course she
She's
can.
within
Yeah.
an inch.
Of course she can. 2 hits. 1 hits because I hit on 3s. Don't wound.
No, cool.
What are my tears? Healing tears. I can do an action. Cool. Any shooting fave. I'm still on the battlefield.
Don't think Steve liked my cowboy joke.
I liked it.
If a model is unit is suffering any lost wounds, so basically I get all my wounds back, and if a unit is below starting strength, 1 Gemini. Cool. So nice. Sick.
Those Gemini don't count as a unit, do they either?
Yeah, they come back. Coming back.
So I killed 3 units for grind, maybe? 1, 2, maybe just 2?
Now I will need a morale check on this unit.
You will.
2, they're okay.
What about the multi-mount of guys over there? Do they need a morale check?
I'll roll it. They're okay.
This is silly, quite frankly.
So you killed the Zephyrs and the Retributors. Earlier, you happy you made me sweat for a bit?
Yeah,
For a bit.
I think that my offensive force has just collapsed slightly, so it's now damage limitation, if I'm honest.
Offensive force.
However,
I don't know.
JG,
This guy's doing
2
work
for
for me.
engage. My banner stayed up. And I killed, I think, 2 units, was it, Steve? Was it just 2?
Yeah.
We got the multi what they called here.
Retributors.
Thank you kindly, and then the Zephyrim. So we got 2 units. So that was it. Not as successful as I would have liked. However, what's the scores?
It is currently... It's currently 46 to you, Liam, and 39 to Steve before we go into Steve's turn.
So he's going to get 10 on the primary.
Yeah.
Which obviously puts him back in the lead. But I'm closer to him than I thought I would be at this point.
What about the sacred action thing, Steve?
That has successfully achieved.
So how many
You
points?
achieve if you're in engagement range, right? As long as you stay where you are, you achieve the action.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
how
so-
many points is that?
4.
4 more points. Does it max at 12?
No. Keeps going all the way up.
All
But
the way up.
This one's only worth 1.
Because it's in your objective.
Yeah. They're worth 4 to me, so that's going to be pretty tough.
So now that takes the score to when it saves. Put the score down. 53 to Steve and 46 to you, Liam.
Don't want to hear it.
Like,
I don't want to hear it. From this point onwards, just assume I don't want to hear the score.
right. Well,
Because I can't see me ever jumping back in the lead right now.
So I think we're gonna go on the old top down, if that's all right, and mute you guys for some super chats.
Yeah, if you do that, then they can't. The super chats can't see me sob.
Okay, well, we're going to the top down now. We're muting you now, and let the crying commence. So, Michael. Hey, buddy, it's us
Hey.
again. So, I'll read this quick super chat from Chris Shipway, $10. I play Eldar with Wraith Seers and a blob of Wraith Guard for While We Stand We Fight, which is now to the last. I've decided to decide if WWS is just a win more button. How do you determine if a secondary is good or a win more button? So, Michael, I'll pass that to you, mate. So, obviously, I think what he's alluding to is that obviously While We Stand is quite good for that sort of army, especially with those Wraith Seers that are quite hard to kill. What are your sort of thoughts on that, or would you look at sort of other secondaries when it comes to that army?
I think While We Stand is a really good option to have, especially in an army that doesn't have access to new secondaries.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's just a win more button. I would say it forces your opponent to be the aggressor,
Yeah.
because you can stand there and you get 15 points. So you kind of put the ball in your opponent's hands.
What it does is that it forces, like, by you taking that, you've admitted that you're willing to play a bit more of a passive game, whereas then your opponent now has to, if they've taken their similar secondaries to be passive, they have to play a bit more of an offensive game to match, to try and take those points off of you, as it were.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously, quick question, Michael. Obviously, I think you know what's coming. What did you think of that turn? It's quite big. Obviously, Celestine using that big old heroic to do
very
taking those hits was a bit
epic.
Yeah, it was a bit epic. It was quite an epic deed, some would say.
Yeah. Yeah, that really hurt, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Steve making the 6 was probably unforgivable at this point.
Twice as well, he said. Liam said quite
Savage.
Yeah, it's one of those things where obviously like that, when that sort of moment comes in the game, that can be a big decider.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, and obviously now I think, like we've said throughout this whole game, now this is where Steve can push into Liam's lines. There's not many, like there's only some Poxwalkers, a few Plague Marines sort of sat between them, trying to stop this. And I think with it being turn 3 going into turn 4, potentially there may not be much left to stop the advance of the sisters. What are your thoughts there, Michael?
Yeah, I think in that last turn, maybe playing a little defensively with those Poxwalkers on the bottom objective, just sort of sticking them right at the back to make the charge really long. Yeah. That's the kind of sort of late game, keep them off your primary. Yeah, it's those late game things that you have to sort of take into mind, which, I think a lot of people, at the point in this game where obviously a lot has happened and, nothing taking away from obviously how Liam's played. I think Liam's played really well so far. It's just obviously with Steve, and his tactics, his quite good rolls as well. It's quite uncharacteristic of the old box, but it's now just sort of showing all the the aggressive plays that now Steve can make, as you can see Celestine flying up the table there. Yeah. To sort of take out some Poxwalkers.
A lot of this game has been sort of
key moments have been decided upon, movements and heroic interventions and pile-ins and all of this stuff. And we know that Steve's on top of that, especially with the sisters.
Yeah, it makes for quite a big deal, you know, like when it comes to it. And I think that obviously when it comes to the whole, you know, obviously there are quite a few sort of bodies left on the ground there. You know, there's not many bodies left on the ground there for Liam. I think it's fair to say that, you know, this could be quite a big turn, wouldn't you say? Right. Steve's giving me the thumbs up. We're going back to Steve.
Right, NHS doing it what it does best, bringing back some models for me. 2.
The NHS bringing back some models.
Gonna put the heavy flamer down there. That one there.
This was the moment where you see my soul get crushed and both of my flanks collapse.
Right, I've given that unit of Zephyrin over there reroll hits in wounds. They've also got obsec. Okay, I didn't get off the +1 attack, but I did get off the +1 advance and charge. This unit, the Canoness, advanced and charged, or advanced because she can advance and charge. And then this unit over here is doing my action for me. This unit is going to fall back and charge because I've got within the priest range at the charge phase, just telling you now the intent. So it's going to cost me 1 CP so they can fall back and charge. So I don't want to stay in combat with you, otherwise you'll fight first. And then basically I'm going to bear all my guns down to hopefully kill this thing, pick up these 2 little termies, and then go on in to hit those poxwalkers as hard as I can, kick you off that objective. Yep.
Don't underestimate how tough poxwalkers are, Steve.
I won't. And then hopefully gearing up. I need to get a good miracle dice and then hopefully get myself a 9-inch charge on these poxwalkers over there. All right?
Yeah, okay.
That's what's happening. So
it's a bold move.
Yeah, we're going to go straight into the phase of shooting over here. And I've got the heavy flamer within 12 and one of the multi-melters within 12. So I'll do the multi-melters that are in 12 red. And I'll do the others not in blue. Okay?
Okay.
Cool, so I need 4s. No rerolls. Just 2 hits. Now
Not
I don't.
The ones in 12 either.
Now I don't know if the 3 would hit because I technically didn't move that model.
It's on a model per model basis, isn't it?
Yeah, so
I'm 100% sure it is.
So the 3 would be fine. You agreeing with that, Michael?
Yes. Yeah.
I got no rerolls over there.
Just the one.
Just the 1 wound, actually. Do I CP reroll it? No, I need a CP in the pocket. Potentially. Ooh. I'm keeping you on edge, aren't I? I would love a miracle dice more than a command point at this stage, so I'm going to re-roll this dice. Oh, into another bloody.
Serves you right. Jake, red or blue?
What, for Steve? Blue?
No, red or blue? Red or blue for
Oh,
the
for
save?
you, blue.
Jake let me down there.
He did.
What would the red one have done? Jake really let me down there. The red one would have passed.
6 damage.
Just a 6. She
Comes
becomes
1.
5.
Yep.
And you know how many wounds I had left?
4.
5.
Great. Gone.
Whee! Doesn't blow up.
Right, that's good. That's miracle dice. That's what I needed. Miracle dice. 2. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so at least I've killed some in the shooting phase. Celestine did the shooting action to bring back a Gemini. Morvi and Val going to shoot over here at these poxwalkers. No, because that'll make me charge longer, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put 2 rockets into these.
Plague Marine, Stephen.
Sure. And then 3 heavy bolter shots. All hit. So the rockets really failed.
Yeah.
But they wounded. So that's the heavy bolters, -1. Just 1 damage each, so.
So 2 save, 1 fails, 1 damage.
Yep.
That's a single wounded Plague Marine. So.
Yep. Right, so charge phase. Celestine is going to charge into here.
Is she now?
Yep. She's definitely in.
Well in.
And then this unit of Sacrosancts are going to charge in as well.
Sacrosancts. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
If you don't say it with a French accent,
They don't. It doesn't count.
they don't get any rerolls. They become AP +1.
Yeah. And then over there, the Zephyrin are going in. They're getting +1 to this roll.
Ooh. It's a nice 8-inch charge.
Like it.
You do, don't you? You're a fan of that.
We love it. Can you...
Great angle on the camera as well. Look at that, Steve.
Woo, that is very nice. I'm not going to go with the Sacrosancts because they're currently protecting Val.
I How are they now?
Actually, can you roll me a charge roll, please?
I can. I would like
No,
to
I can't.
oblige.
I can't keep. If I had a model at unit of 5, I got unit of 6, so don't do that because of coherency. So don't do that. I'm just going to leave a space for my Canoness to make a cheeky charge. What did you roll for me?
A 7.
Perfect. She's sneaking into that little gap there.
Cool.
Now this unit are going to go into there. Now I can use a 5.
I'm not rolling this dice for you.
Because they've got the banner, they get a free reroll. So I'm going to use a 5. I need a 4, and if I reroll, I just roll this one dice because the miracle dice stays. Michael's nodded his head, so I'm assuming I'm right. Here we go then. I'm looking for a 4 with a reroll.
2.
It's a 5. You called it. We're in.
And that is probably that. Isn't it? How many attacks do they get? Does everyone get?
They're going to get 4 each.
4 each?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
4 attacks each?
Well, because I'm bloody Rose, I get the extra.
Sounds like Steve goes to swear there, but then you just remember it's like the same.
4 attacks each, Stephen?
Oh, it's not like your Death Shroud to get 1 million. How many did they get?
4? A Death Shroud?
Yeah, one was Zephyrin.
How many points is a single Zephyrin?
Yeah, you got more than 4 attacks, mate.
No. 4 attacks each.
What about when they sweep?
They get more.
How many more?
So every attack is 2.
Right, so you get 8 attacks. Cool. Right, I'm glad we cleared that up. Right, so we'll see what that unit over there does, and then we can pretty much expect the same result over there.
Yeah.
Depends on how well you roll.
Well, if
This is no re-rolls.
we go from what
You
we've
stop
done
throwing them on the
today, it's
floor.
good.
Yeah.
Everyone start turning them over. Yeah.
2 6s, they explode. And then looking for toughness. 4?
9. Yeah, 4.
4s.
Plague zombies, they should be like toughness 9, right?
Probably, yeah. 3 6 7. Not enough to kill the unit, and you're fearless, so that's quite good.
AP,
Minus 4, mate.
minus 4.
Mm.
Damage,
1.
so 6 up, feel no pains.
Cool.
Not a
Ouch.
single one. I'm not picking them red ones up again.
7 dead.
Seven dead of the poxwalkers, Stephen.
And then the other unit over there, next door, Canoness.
So they do get some rerolls.
They get reroll hits of 1, and all hits actually because of Val.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
What do you know?
What do you know? And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 extra hits. And
Maybe
then
he just makes this up as he goes along, you know.
that's what I do, mate. Just make up the rules.
4s, Stephen. Do you get rerolls of 1 for Val?
Get rerolls of all.
All?
Yeah, all of them.
Well, that's just obnoxious.
Well, they're dead.
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, if you roll that many 6 up, feel no pains, I'll be impressed.
Well, with how many 6s you rolled, Steve, I could
I'm not
not
using them red ones, Stephen.
Could
Oh,
happen.
come on, mate. Lucy's at home.
I know, that's why I'm taking longer.
Hopefully she wasn't hearing that.
She does tune in to see when we finish as well, just to see if I'm on my way home yet or not.
Liam, I've got you back in the car,
There's
mate.
a few 6s there, Steve.
Did a good
Does he
shout.
save the
Hang on a
unit?
minute, did you even roll enough dice there?
Yes, I did.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 5. I'll let you off, yeah.
No, I've missed the dice on if it's 12.
Yeah. Cool. So that's 6, 8 dead.
So the unit survives?
The Canoness is going next.
No, she's not.
She definitely is. And she's hit twice and exploded with another 2, so that's 8 hits. And she's winning on 3s, and that is another. These are flat. Okay, you got 5 triple 6s you need on each one.
Easy. See, first one survives. Second one, yes, did. It was worth a try, Stephen.
Yeah.
I didn't realise she was in there as well, to be honest with you, even though I rolled the charge for her, but you know. I'm definitely paying attention.
Yes, you are. Celestine's going next into your unit of Death Shroud.
You shall not pass.
And then that's 2 flat mortal wounds, and the attack sequence ends, so that will kill that one.
Yeah, he's dead. And how many
And then
4-up invents have I got?
And then a mortal wound will spill over. And then you've got 4 invulnerable saves.
4 4-ups? I mean, he had a good go.
Yeah, only takes 1 damage. And then the lady next to her, 3 attacks. 2 hits. 1 wound. 1 invulnerable save. Okay. And then the Sacrosanct's going to go next.
How many do they get?
They're going to get 3 each. Cool.
I'm not going to make you do that, Stephen.
Thank you, mate. Save everybody a load of heartache. Right, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Push forward a bit like that. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. It's Tommy Cooper, my fave.
Yeah.
My favourite Magic Man. And then Gandalf, in that order.
No Dumbledore in there.
You're going to go like that. Just like that.
You're alright, you are.
Just like that. Right, okay. That's me. Cool. So, get my engage. Oh, you get to fight me back with 3 Poxwalkers.
I do. They get 2 attacks each, do you know?
Ooh, tasty.
Hit you on 4s.
Yeah. Just the 2 hits.
I think I'm strength 3.
Probably.
I think I only wound you once. I'll double check that I don't get a
You're
plague.
not going to wound me
bite.
on a 1 though, so.
Yeah, but I might get a reroll because a plague bite out like that.
Go on,
Ow, he's dead.
I'll roll it anyway and
Ow,
see what
he's
it is.
dead.
Yeah, I'm okay. Right.
Ow, he's dead.
So they're not going to fail morale. You're obsessed. There's no point in me pushing on to the objective. So, Jakey, I get 4 points on engage on all fronts.
3 points.
Yeah, because 3 points because of 4 quarters. And that is moi for this turn.
Right. Liam,
Yes, sir.
how many points are you getting?
10, sir.
10, sir. Right. And banners wise?
He's dropped one of my banners.
So
No grind.
And no grind. It's true.
He stopped you grinding up on him
He
again.
doesn't like me grinding on him,
Oh.
despite what he was saying earlier. Isn't that
Keep
true,
that
Stephen?
off camera, please. You know, those sorts of comments. We don't want Lucy to know. What?
He's had a heart attack then. Right, there we go. So obviously the score going into top about round 4 is 58 to Liam and 56 to Steve. So only 2 points in it. Liam is currently 2 points in the
You
lead.
get 10 points, don't you, at the start of this
Yeah,
turn?
we've done. I think he's done. Have you done that? You put the 10 points on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's including that.
Okay. Right.
Right.
Is it a relatively quick moving phase, would you say?
No.
No.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, me and Michael will still meet you guys so we can have a quick chat. Michael.
Well.
Our camera's gone off, so we're just going to go to these guys. Michael.
Yes.
That was even more brutal. It just keeps getting more brutal. Doesn't it?
Yeah. It's the twilight hours of the game here.
I think it's that classic moment, like you said in the game, where it's just sort of now going around tying up loose ends.
Yeah.
You know, trying to
Yeah.
force as many points as Steve can possibly in this.
Keeping that Poxwalker unit was quite nice, just for
Yeah.
some primary points.
But yeah, so I think they're doing some rolls. I will just quickly. Oh no! So that was Liam spending his command point to bring back some Poxwalkers there with the Dead Shall Rise again.
I was about to say that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. It's quite strong considering they like ignore morale as well. It's like nearly auto guaranteed that it goes off.
Yeah.
Like as long as you keep one model in that unit.
Yeah. Issue is those Zephs are going to fight first, aren't they? Because it's Liam's turn.
Yeah. So obviously, you know, I think it's just the case of now, like, I don't know what Liam has left. I think he just has the Pox's unit, Plague Marines, and the 2 Plague Burst Crawlers, which obviously is quite a big one when you look at it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Liam's debating. He's moving, the little dancer that he is.
I think the Plague Marines are finally going to get involved.
They've fired some bolter shots. Like,
Yeah,
gotta be fair to them.
They've sat on an objective, so they've sort of done their bit.
I think they've done their role in this list, haven't they? They just sort of sit on that objective. Very, very bulky unit.
Screened out that centre line for any Zephs as well.
Yeah, it's a brutal one. I think, as I said, the score is definitely reflecting the closeness of this game, but I think it's going to potentially swing depending on what happens in Liam's go, and obviously Steve getting objectives wise as well, because I think obviously if Liam can't get him off of that point nearest those Plague Marines that you can see on the camera right now, obviously it's going to be a big 15 points to Steve next go, isn't it?
Yeah, and the big issue here is that Steve's got a second turn, so round 5 he can do what he wants.
Yeah, this is the thing about going second, I think, in 40k, which is actually it's such a massive advantage now, especially with the mission, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree entirely.
Yeah.
Obviously that's terrain dependent, but
and also army dependent in a lot of ways. Yeah. But in this sort of game, you know, like you said, Steve is managed to do that, and obviously can have quite a command. Right, we're going to go back to the players and see what they have done.
Not a great deal, actually, Jakey, because there's not a lot left now. So now it's about not just seeing how many I can score, but also denying Steve. So obviously the swing over here with the Zephyr pushing that objective now means he holds more, which means he'll max primary, unless I can stop him from holding it and hold it myself, because I don't think I can take him off of his 3 home. In fact, I can't. There's no way I'm removing Val. I probably am not taking those off with -1 to hit, and I could stop their action, but that's not the best thing for me to do, because then I'm risking not killing units off of these objectives which are on my home. So we've gained Poxwalkers back. We used the Dead Rise Again stratagem for the CP that I got this turn. That's now gone. We got 4 or 5 back. I think we got 4 back in total, or 5 back in total, which is really good. Means I've got more obsec models on that objective, which is key for the rest of the game. And it also means I can protect my Malignant Playcaster a little bit more, those Poxwalkers. We pushed these Plague Burst Crawlers onto the objective, and now I'm back around 4. There's no more reserves to come in. They're on that objective there. Keeps that banner up. But we've lost the banner over here, so we now need to drop that off and try and take that objective back with my Obsec Plague Marines, because he hasn't got Obsec on there. It's a risk, because his Canoness is pretty tanky in combat, so I might have to soften up with some shooting first. We'll see how the Psychic phase goes over here with the Plague Caster.
Let's do it.
That's it. So we're straight into Psychic phase, and I'm actually going to start off with Plague Wind.
Yes. Plague Wind is smite, yeah?
Because I get more dice for Plague Wind when you've got more models.
Yep.
So Plague Wind is 6. That's a big 7. So first of all, you suffer a mortal wound.
Okay, so 1 dead.
And then I roll 4 dice for the remaining, and on 5s,
Yep.
because it's 9 or more, you suffer 2 more mortal wounds.
Okay.
Then we will do the big smite, which is a perils, but also a super smite, Steve.
Goes through.
3 times this
D6
game.
mortal wounds for 1, but that's 2 mortal wounds in total, right?
Cool, they're dead.
So I do suffer D3 mortal wounds myself, which is 1, so that Malignant
Handy.
Playcaster has lost a wound, he's got 3 remaining, okay? That's a really good start to the turn.
Yep.
Really good start to the turn, because that now means I potentially have the ability to fire a Playcaster at a different unit. Go on.
There's also only 2 Battle Sisters here, and they're not in cover, because that's an easy kill for grind.
Yes. What we're going to do first, we're going to focus on trying to weaken this, I think, as a unit.
Yep.
So we're going to fire the first Plague Burst Crawler into that 5 unit of Zephyrim, everything from this guy nearest to them there. So we're going to start off with the Rot Hell, because I always forget it, and it's in rapid fire range this time.
Can I make a suggestion?
No.
Why don't you shoot the unit first? Because that can shoot pretty much anywhere at once. They can only really fire at them.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you that one.
Thank
You
you.
should probably start an academy or something.
Probably should.
4 bolt guns, rapid firing, hitting you on 3s.
It's like I just think and talk about this game all the time.
Yeah, I know, you don't. Shut up. 3s, actually it's 2s now, because you're within contagion range.
Lost 3 even.
It's a good start. And we've now got the Blight Launcher, hitting on 3s, both miss. At this point, it's whether I actually want to kill those last 2 and charge the Canoness.
Well, you can actually shoot the Canoness now.
Do I want to, though?
Well, she's going to stand back up even if you kill her.
Exactly.
But the little stubbers go into there.
Yeah.
And then just keep the charge onto the Canoness. And then at least you swing first onto the Canoness and you might actually kill her.
The entropy cannons.
The little shots.
Yeah, but these entropy cannons can't see anything else anyway. They have to go that way.
On that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just bang all those into the Canoness. Force out the once per game ability.
Mortar is the 2.
No, I'm not going to mortar into 2. If I, you're going to pick it back up, aren't you?
Yeah, but at least it's once per game, so it's gone.
So entropy cannons into her, and then we've got the rapid fire Rot Hail into the sisters, right?
And then what about the top gun?
That top gun is going to hit those 2 battle sisters.
Yeah, cool.
Entropy cannon. Both hits.
They do.
On the box cars.
They do.
2s to wound. Plague weapon. 2 wounds. AP -4, Stephen.
1 goes through.
D3 plus 3. For 5 wounds. How many she got?
She's dead.
So she's dead. You going to pick her back up?
Well, as you will at the end of the phase, yeah.
So 6 shots from the rapid fire Iron Hail heavy stubber thing. Not Iron Hail. It's the, yeah, you know what it is.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about. The Rot Hail. Yeah. Strength 5, so it's your toughness 2, so it's 2s, and it's a plague weapon, sir.
Now, I wouldn't actually re-roll any dice because you want 1 alive.
Okay.
Anyway, I think.
But you're going to stand it back up.
Okay,
Yeah, okay,
so
yeah.
you want to charge. It just means you've got an easy charge.
Yeah, okay.
You have 1 CP left, don't you?
Nope. Spent it to get the Poxwalkers back up to make this objective tougher.
Yeah, I would go for the easy charge.
Okay,
Just
let's leave 1 alive then.
Kill 1 of those, and you've got literally an unfavourable charge
You have
then.
a choice to reroll those plague weapon ones.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Interesting. D6 shots from the Battle Sisters.
Yeah. 4. Nice.
Starting to actually perform the Plague Burst callers now.
Three
3
hits.
hits. 2s, rerolling 1 for Plague Weapon. And they're AP -2.
They're dead.
So that's a good kill there, which means this Plague Burst caller actually can fire its mortar into your 5 troops to try and stop your action.
I wouldn't bother because you -1 to hit. There's only 4 in this unit, and you can put straight shots and everything into that unit. And that's the multi-metal unit.
I think the heavy stuff is in range, isn't it? It's 24 inches.
No. Let's see when that cannoness stands back up. I do think it is at the end, because if it's immediately after the shot, then she'd stand back up and you can now shoot her again.
Okie doke.
I think it's end of the phase, because that's how Necrons work.
Yeah.
Necrons do a
At the end of the
similar thing.
phase, yeah.
So it's the end of the phase, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So the rot hail will go into the Sacrosancts because it's in range.
Yep.
The entropy cannons of the mortar, I think we're just going to... I think you're right, we can't stop that action, so we're just going to hit your retribution, see if we can get another kill.
Robbie.
I was going to ask on the re-rolling thing. So if when a model says this unit re-rolls 1,
May.
is it always may? Because I think one of them is hardwired to a destruction. I think it's worded re-roll hit rolls of 1. Is that a command and you have to do it, or is that still an option?
You know what? So that one you would have to, but if it says you may or can, then you could or don't have to. Yeah.
That's a single wound on the Sacrosancts. You love it. That was a pass, Stephen.
-1.
It's -1, yeah. All right, we'll play it that way then. Fine.
It was cocked.
So we're going to go for some entropy cannons first,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. It doesn't make any difference, actually.
No.
1 hits.
Yep.
2s.
1 alive. Sorry.
D6 shots from them.
Oh, it was a shame.
Is it blast?
It's only 4.
Oh, it's only
models in
4.
the-
Okay, no
You
worries.
missed.
I mean, that was a bonus, though,
Yeah.
so I'm not too fussed about it. That's a bonus.
So she'll
She
stand
stands
back
back
up. And she's only got 1 wound remaining, though. And depending on how many miracle dice I burn at this point, I'll just burn them all.
So now I need to make a charge.
Yeah, so I've got 3 wounds remaining. But I've had to burn all my miracle dice to do that.
And I assume that there's no point charging both in case I fail, knowing that you will probably heroically intervene anyway.
Bingo, yeah, correct.
Yep.
Just get the unfailable, push them in, just 2 inches.
We get
Yeah.
6. What that does mean is I can move around here. As long as I end up more than an inch away from you,
Yeah.
it does mean I can get more models on the objective.
Yep. That's fine, yeah.
For Rob's sake, right?
Yep.
Now, are you going to heroically intervene, sir?
Oh, I don't know. You're going to get to fight first, so no, I'm not going to actually.
You're not going to heroically intervene.
No.
I don't know
Because I've
whether-
only got 3 wounds left, you might actually kill me.
Plague Marines have a mighty 2 attacks.
I'm
each.
just going to pick that up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's quite strong though. That's 3 units killed, which is quite good in this particular round.
Yeah, that's good.
I think you can probably do it.
I might be able to stop the grind. I don't know if I'll. Yeah, I might be able to get 3.
That's the end of my turn, Jake.
Are you going to consolidate to get further onto the objectives or stay there?
If I consolidate on to go further onto the objective, I move in range of his cannoness. He can then fight me.
Or about the one that's further back?
Good spot, Daisy.
That's why she was
Gone. Daisy's been on the basic training. She knows.
top
Yeah.
pilot for that.
Absolutely. Good spot.
I'm okay with how that went,
Yeah.
actually. So we killed 3 units, Jakey, for the grinds.
Mm-hmm.
My banners, I've got 2 of them stayed up, and then I haven't got engaged. Well, I won't get engaged for the rest of the game now. It's pretty much a dead cert. We won't get that anymore.
So, Steve, going into your turn 4, what are you going to get?
Well, I get 1 point for my backfoot objective on my secondary, and I get 10 points because I hold 2.
So you just get 1 point on that set on that
Yeah, because it's
secondary.
in my deployment zone. Yeah, and by pushing that unit onto them means I can't do that thing this turn. So I need to stop you from basically stopping me from doing that next turn. So I'm going to give this unit OBSEC. Oh no, my dog Marta's over here now, so she ain't doing anything.
So you don't get to give them what's because that what you said?
No, don't give it. I'll just give that unit reroll hits and wounds from Morby and Val.
How's the chat doing, Jakey? Are they still busy talking away?
Yeah, they're still talking away. Obviously, it is.
How are we doing on the members now?
We are still at. Oh, let me just double check. We're still at 33. So obviously.
Oh, that's just died, isn't it?
Guys, come on.
So obviously, if you want to join the membership, look in the description, click the massive members link, and then it will take you to seeing what tier. If you would like to support the channel, which obviously would be greatly appreciated if you could.
Or go across to my channel and be a member instead.
Or be both.
No, just
Why
one.
not both?
Is there any more super chats, Jakey? Is there any interesting questions? Even if there's not super chats, is there any interesting questions?
It's just a lot of obviously talk just about obviously the game, the matchup. We've got we had
Fire 'em at me, sir. Fire 'em at me.
yeah, it's just a lot of just talking about obviously you two's chemistry, which I think a lot of people are enjoying as well. Steve taking a look at that as well.
I mean, we just clicked, Steve, didn't we?
We're a dangerous combo.
Pure energy.
That's what we are. We're dangerous.
Yeah. And obviously, we still have got 238 viewers.
Amazing people still hanging out with something.
nights. Yeah, very late at night as well. So thank you guys so much
Yeah, thank you.
for that. It's greatly appreciated.
Everybody's enjoying the crazy rolls as well.
Yeah.
That's been mental tonight, actually. But at least it's been both ways as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's not been for one person and not the other. So I feel like it's not too much of a problem when both people are experiencing those kinds of roles. And obviously, you guys need to get yourselves to the Factorum to be able to pick up these dice from the front counter.
They want to see these crazy dice.
Yeah, the price of them has just gone up by 200% because of what they're doing tonight.
Good old advertisement for them. So.
I feel like I may have made an okay account of myself against Mr. Box.
Oh, definitely. Oh,
Because
definitely.
I honestly thought that he would pull my pants right down in the first couple of turns.
And spank a naughty bottom for saying naughty things.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think that's still going to happen, but at least I've made you wait 4 turns to do it.
Yes.
Steve is the profanity
You've had
police.
to earn it. You've had to take me out to dinner before you can.
Here we go. Shh. Enough.
Naughty.
It's the shooting phase. I've moved some stuff. We're getting in amongst it. 2 multi-melters at your Plague Burst. Here we go.
Jink.
It did work. 2 missed. Cool. 1 wound.
5 plus. I didn't sing enough.
D6 damage. 3.
Just the 3.
You got disgusting resilient on those things.
Yeah, yeah, so it's 2, isn't it? Everything's got disgustingly resilient.
Right,
Steven.
okay. Over there. Morbian Val is going to shoot at the other Plague Burst crawler.
With a rocket.
With her rockets, 2 hits. Ooh. And toughness,
8.
1 wound.
We don't save it.
2 damage.
Just the 1.
I can't bother with the heavy bolters. So, charge phase, the best phase of the game. Morbian Val's going to charge into those Plague Burst, not Plague Burst, Plague Marines.
Jink.
You say that one more time and I'm going to judo chop you. Right, over
We
there.
know what happens if you judo chop.
Celestia and Sacrosanct are going in. 6.
You don't say it properly. You've never said it properly.
Could
All
I make
these weeks.
Can I make a recommendation for potential membership emoji?
No. No, you cannot recommend a judo chop for a membership emoji, Jake. Because you will be walking home this evening. Don't make me make you walk home. At this point, right,
does
this
it
is
for the
game.
banter.
So, Steve, conscious of the time.
Yep.
This is game now, right?
Probably, yeah.
So I feel like for the benefit of the chat and the requirement for beauty sleep, and the fact that I've got an 8 o'clock meeting tomorrow morning with Germany.
Should we talk through how this
I think it's
goes?
worth doing, right? Because then we can have a little bit of a discussion as to how it went as well.
Right, so these unit of Poxwalkers die.
They get picked up easily, okay?
Now all I do is to make sure Morbian Val blocks off that passage.
Yep. Blocking off my passage.
Yeah. The reason for that is so that this unit can then do my action.
Yeah, which will get you another 4 points.
Yeah, I've put enough characters on each unit, so I don't think you take me off the objectives.
No.
And obviously I score at the end of the turn anyway, so I've got a chance to move that Dog Martyr onto there to get me a full 15, right?
So Steve's going to max his primary in the last battle round, and he's going to get another 4 points on his secondary as well, right?
So, yeah, I'm going to get... We'll just talk at the end of this turn. I'm going to engage on all my quarters, so another 3 points on engage for this turn and next turn.
Yeah, which I've popped on for you anyway.
Okay. I can't take you off this objective. I've only got the 1 model. Celestine is basically going to get...
You're going to pick up those Poxwalkers.
I'm going to pick up the Poxwalkers this turn.
Easy.
And then next turn, I'm going to pick up the Plague Caster for those 3. Okay?
So, Jakey, in my turn 5, I'll only be getting the 5 victory points.
And how many banners? Just the 1?
No, he's just 1 banner on your home objective.
On your home objective.
Plague Burst crawlers,
yeah.
yes. So I would have got 5 on the final battle round, 1 for the banner, nothing for engage, and he would have beaten me because he's picking up the Poxwalker stops my grind as well.
No, you killed 3 units, I only killed 2.
So I wouldn't get the grind, okay. Yeah. Oh, I'll take that. That's a victory in my eyes. And that's basically the scores then, I think. We're pretty much there.
So just to confirm, on your secondaries wise, we're looking at 14 on engage, 13 on assassinate, 13 on sacred ground.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1.
Yeah, so
So
13, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right, so scores on the doors at the end. Let me just save this.
Oh, we've got drumsticks. Why aren't we using them?
Because that will break my eardrums and probably everyone
Did I
else's
get
at
15
home.
on the end of the game, yeah?
Yeah, no, I've put that. So, end of the game. Where is...
Oh, God, he's making me wait. Oh, come on, Jake.
It is a 95 to Steve and a 67 to Liam. But that only really swung in like the last, like the 4th turn. So
in a war of attrition, Death Guard's disgustingly resilient does help. I would still argue that their old rule is better in terms of survivability. I think the new rule is better in terms of the flow of the game.
Is the way you roll 5 ups,
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. I still think that the fact that it reduces a whole load of rolling is better for the game in the whole. However, in a war of attrition, I just didn't have enough to keep you off of objectives, and every time I killed something, something else came through. Do you know what? What was it, Jake? 60 what?
67 to 95.
I'll take a near 70-point score against you, Steve, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I'm quite happy with that.
It's a hard thing to do from experience.
I don't think the Death Guard list is that optimised. We basically looked at the models we had and what could I throw together for the event. It's a lot of fun to play. I like shutting people down. Mortarion, I play him very differently to a lot of people. A lot of people will hold him back for a turn or 2 and then throw him out. I like to just fire him straight forward as fast as possible.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a bullet magnet, isn't it?
But I played Tau round 4. If Jack's watching, he knows he took 2 turns of his full Tau army shooting at him before he got close to dropping him.
Well, it took me a lot.
Yeah, it took you a hell of a lot as well. So his whole purpose is to be that bullet magnet. I want people to spend their whole first turn shooting at him so that my Death Shrouds that are slower can move up, so that the Plague Bus Crawlers can get lines of sight, so that Poxwalkers can shamble forward, strangle those objectives. Go on.
What did Liam score on banners?
Not high.
More than 9?
Yeah, no,
I
exactly.
believe
9.
it was 9. Yeah.
So whether you'd have took banners or you'd have took the other one.
So we talked about this before the game. I know you're supposed to reveal your secondaries. You're supposed to reveal your secondaries at the same time. We were talking about the difference between Spread the Sickness, which is the Death Guard secondary, and banners. Now the bonus for Spread the Sickness is Poxwalkers can do it. It's mine now. It's mine. You give me the floor. The bonus to Spread the Sickness is Poxwalkers can do it. The negative is that if you want to guarantee you get that action off, you take D3 mortal wounds for every unit to Spread the Sickness. The other bonus for Spread the Sickness is any Death Guard unit can do it. So you can do it with Plague Bus Crawlers, you can do it with Mephitic Blight Orders, which is great. Downside being, like I say, you take D3 mortal wounds, or you roll a dice on a 4+6 successful. I don't like that 50-50 chance. I'd rather take the mortal wounds, but that means I'm suffering wounds without you doing anything. And then the downside is you can't have any models on objectives, and you only get 3 points per objective. So to max it, I would need to put them on 2 of yours. And we've seen in this game, I didn't at any point hold any of your objectives without your models on it.
No.
So I would have only ever maxed 9. There was a potential to get higher on banners,
Yeah.
I think, or an easier potential to get higher on banners for this mission.
Yeah, agreed. I completely agree. Because if the game would have gone differently, you would have got 12 easily.
What's your thoughts on it, Steve? How did you think your list? I mean, this is the same list you took to the event, right? And you came second.
I've tweaked the list a little bit.
Have you?
After the event, yeah, I've made a couple of little tweaks and changes.
Okay.
I'm taking the unit, I'm actually dropping the Palatine,
Okay.
and I'm putting the Word of the Emperor on the Canoness instead. That saves me 85 points. Then what I'm also doing is putting in 2 units of 5 Sacrosancts and a unit of 10.
Oh.
So the 2 unit of 5 can sit and just be bodyguard buddies for the Celestine and Morvine, and then the block of 10 can be my While We Stand We Fight if I so choose to. I have to drop 1 Cherub to make this whole thing work, and then I also gain an extra unit of Battle Sisters for a little bit more obsec.
Yeah.
And that is the changes that I've made to the list, because I felt a little bit more screening, trading with those Battle Sister units are super clutch, especially when somebody doesn't have the ability to kill transports.
Mm-hmm.
So that means my Rhinos, I can just put them in, shuffle them about, use Desperate Breakout and do some cool stuff like that. But anyway, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you who signed up to become a member of the Vanguard Tactics community. It really means a lot. Honestly, that money is going to help us hugely keep pushing this stream. Getting the likes of Michael over, the fantastic fantastic analysis on the deck. I was trying not to listen, but he was saying some really good stuff, so it was hard, I'll tune in there.
Let's go. I mean, we can do a poll. I don't know if you're brave enough to do a poll, but you can do a poll in the chat. You could do Eddie or Michael.
Oh yeah.
just write Eddie or Michael and I'll
There's
get
an
back
actual
after.
poll button, Jake, on the bottom of the chat. Little poll option. I'd love to see the results of that.
Orange or claw, that's what I'll put.
Sorry,
But yeah, it's really going to help. It really is. So a massive thank you to all of you that super chat and support us. It means the world to us. Thank you to all of our sponsors as well. I've had a great game.
Well, I think that's the key, right? So you guys have watched Vanguard Tactics for ages. I've watched you for ages. And I think the key is that not only do we show you the game, show you some of the cool things you can do, educate a little bit, but have fun, enjoy ourselves. I mean, I know, Jake, you said about the chemistry, but I think we're just here to enjoy ourselves.
We are.
And being part of that community, mine's exactly the same, is to build that community of people that want to just enjoy themselves, enjoy the game of 40k, positive space, etc.
Yeah, no, we're a very positive channel. We always stay very positive about the game. I don't see the point in being negative. Being negative doesn't help you at all, in my opinion. And ultimately, we want to show the right ways to talk about some of these rules interactions. We had the really cool one about the psychic power thing happening. And I said, look, no, I think you actually kill my model and you kill even more of my models. It's too easy to go, oh no, that's not how it works. No. Yeah. Always think of it, put yourself in your opponent's shoes. And if you do that more often, you'll often come to the fairer decision, I believe. And showing off those sportsmanship moments about CPs